Central Avenue in Hot Springs, and BKC Home Builders, building premier homes in Hot Springs.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
A cold morning, but a little milder this afternoon than it was on Sunday. We'll be mostly sunny with a high of 58 today. Tonight, clear and cold with a low of 33. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and warming up to 67. Plus, it'll be pretty windy. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
What's on Tap, brought to you by Flyway Brewing, weekdays in the zone, where we'll break down what you should be watching and listening for on the Buzz every day during the work week. Flyway Brewing, fresh beer starts here. Follow the migration, and the Little Rock location is now open in Breckenridge Village. Find out more about all they have to offer at flywaybrewing.com.
Hey, it's David BAZZEL from my good friends at Bath Fitter. I've been working with Bath Fitter for over a decade now. They're a family-owned business that's been around for over 40 years, and I can vouch for the outstanding work they do. They are the pioneers of the acrylic bath industry. Bath Fitter offers a one-of-a-kind remodeling process that's easy and stress-free. They offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes, and with their seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you can refresh your shower space in no time. They can even convert your existing bath into a shower. And get this, they've had over 2 million installs of fantastic showers and tubs across the South, with thousands of those coming right here in the natural state. At Bath Fitter, they are the manufacturer, installer, and service provider. No subcontractors involved in the process. All are employees of the company, so they own the entire process. Right now, they have an amazing offer. 0 down, 0 payments, 0 interest for 12 months. They understand that families are struggling with high prices, so they are making this special offer to help. Check them out online at bathfitterlittlerock.com and tell them Basil sent you.
This is Justin Acree. If hand or wrist pain is getting in the way of your daily life, it's time to see the specialists at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. Their fellowship-trained hand and wrist surgeons treat everything from arthritis and fractures to nerve injuries and carpal tunnel. And with Arkansas's only hand trauma telemedicine program, advanced care is available around the clock. Call Ortho at 501-686-TOSH to schedule your appointment today and get back to living pain-free. That's 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now.
At Southland Casino Hotel, the end zone is worth much more than 7 points. Rushing for Riches takes place Fridays and Saturdays in February from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Every time you earn 50 points, you'll gain 1 entry. 200 Lucky North Rewards winners will be drawn to win up to $5,000 free play. Plus, one member could score $1 million in cash. Draw up the perfect play. Be part of Rushing for Riches at Southland in February. Must be 21 plus. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Gabe Neitzel.
For LaFleur, now the questions are arising because they were dominant in that first half. Jordan Love was fantastic, and then that offense seemed to ease up a little bit. The offensive line suddenly couldn't open up holes for Josh Jacobs in the running game. That went non-existent. Jordan Love constantly under pressure, and LaFleur just could not come up with answers. It's just a strange situation where a lot of the fan base is looking for someone to blame, and a lot of that blame is falling right now on Matt LaFleur. But the other side of this is, the truth is, if Matt LaFleur is let go, he is going to be one of the top, if not the top, head coaching candidate out there because of the resume that he has. Having Aaron Rodgers resurrect his career, winning 2 MVPs, and now the work he's done with Jordan Love and Malik Willis as a backup quarterback who might have an opportunity to sign on elsewhere and compete for a starting job next year. When teams look at LaFleur's ability to develop quarterbacks, I think that's what ultimately makes him an attractive candidate should the Packers let him go.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Man, I love seeing the old gang at these reunions. Did you see Brian? He's in better shape than he was 25 years ago. How is that even possible?
Yep, I ran into him a few weeks ago and had to ask. He told me he started taking Nugenix Total T2.
The testosterone booster?
Yeah, but it's way more than that now. It also skyrockets your nitric oxide in as little as 3 hours. I started taking it right away, and I'm already seeing results.
I was wondering what you were doing. You seriously crushed me in that pickup game last week.
Yep, after 40, energy, strength, drive, it all starts going downhill. But with T2, I feel like my old self again. Stronger, leaner, and my energy is way up. My wife even noticed a difference. They're giving out complimentary bottles right now. Just send them a text.
Text ROCK to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of new Nugenix Total T2. Text now and you'll also get a free bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our most powerful fat incinerator. That's ROCK to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. Product not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' bright glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled
Check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2. Oh, sound excellent. Great Monday sound.
0600, what's the O stand for? Oh my God, it's early.
All right, folks, enjoy the show. Stay tuned. We're going live in 5, 4, 3.
Morning Mayhem
Starts now.
with David BAZZEL,
Here.
Roger Scott,
Not here.
and Justin Moore. Live from the Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort.
Don't blow this force, Gene!
Hello, Buzz listeners. What's up, Frankie?
Hello, Buzz listeners.
Hey, Zippy.
Somebody help me get out of Louisiana. Just help me get to Houston town. There are people there who care.
All right. You 609ers, you know what to do on Mondays at this time. You move it. Let's go.
Move it.
How about you, brother?
What's up, Tommy?
Sure, you're born to bought me
I like it a lot.
To the promised land.
It's stupid. It is totally stupid.
Rick, it is.
13 minutes he would set us at the terminal gate.
Wait a minute. Josh, shut up.
All right, Los Angeles, here we go. Los Angeles.
Brother.
Now. I hear your headband. Los Angeles.
Baby, we're going to be here all day. We're going to be here all day, baby. I like this kind of party. I like this kind of party, baby.
Not too good. Not too good.
When the pilot told us in 13 minutes he was
that's what you can do. Create mayhem all over the floor.
No. Los Angeles. Wow. All right, it is Monday, January 12th, 6/11. Glad you're with us. Thanks to everybody who's already texted us this morning on our Middleton Heat and Air text line. We see you, Los Angeles. I see Los Angeles. Move it. Good morning, boys. More headbands listening out there. No Roger today. So me and Josh starting off the show. Good morning, Josh. How are you?
Morning, Baz. How was your weekend?
It was wonderful. What a weekend of football and not so much basketball if you're a Razorback fan, but plenty to chop up today. Roger's got to go to the dentist, so he could not be here today, and so he's got the day off. Bill Vickery will be here shortly hanging out with us for most of the show. We'll hear from Chris Kane, he went to Jacksonville to see his Jags yesterday play. Looked pretty good for a while, Josh. I thought maybe that they might win, even though I picked the Bills to win. The poor Jags. That this was a great year.
Yeah.
Could you advance in the playoffs? No, you can't.
Yeah, no, that's how it always works. He looked like Trevor Lawrence, kind of looked like the bad Trevor Lawrence that we had seen. Right, 3 touchdowns, but they had the 2 interceptions. Then Josh Allen, he was gutting it out. He was very clearly injured, and he just got, you see it. The more experienced quarterback sometimes just wins.
Got beat up, but it was I think that I read it was the first road win for Buffalo in a long time.
The playoffs?
Playoffs, rather. I'm sorry. Yeah, a long time. So, anyway, a lot to break down. We haven't talked since Friday.
I know.
And Friday night.
We've had like a million games since Friday.
A million games. Of course, Ole Miss loses to Miami Thursday night, and then Indiana completely obliterates Oregon.
Right.
It just embarrasses them. So now you got the national championship game. Not this week. It goes all the way to next Monday. So we've got that to talk about. And then there were 3 playoff games Saturday, 2 yesterday, 1 tonight. You got Houston and Pittsburgh.
There were 2 Saturday, 3
I'm sorry,
Sunday,
2 Saturday, 3 yesterday. But they were all great games for the most part, right?
Yeah, except for last night. Yeah.
Which one was last night? England. New England really good. Hard to believe, Josh. Maybe I'm going to have a late couple week run. I think I'm 5-1 this week. It's amazing.
Yeah, I had a big weekend too.
Yeah, good.
It was the games this weekend were, they did not. I think every road team covered except for one. So the only one that did not cover was the Chargers last night. They certainly had their chances. They just couldn't block any. They could not block the Patriots at all. But yeah, it started with that Carolina game, right? Where
oh my gosh,
once Carolina started playing well, I said we might have a weird weekend. Might be a weird weekend.
Every game was compelling except for to the end.
Yeah.
To the end. So that was great. And of course, the Razorbacks just get their brains beat in Saturday. And I think you had alluded to in our text chain we had. Auburn was desperate. They really had to win this game. And we'll hear a lot of clips from Coach Cal saying as much that that's not my team.
Yeah,
it's not my team.
Not my team.
Not my team.
He likes those losses. The type of loss that you like, the Michigan State loss
early.
And the thing is that you're going to play a lot of those games because Arkansas is good this year. They're going to be a big opportunity for a lot of teams, right? A lot of teams need a win to pad a tournament resume, or a lot of teams need a win to get themselves out of a funk. If they're at home,
right?
Arkansas is going to represent that opportunity for a lot of teams. So they're going to get a lot of teams' best version.
That's right.
That's the best version of Auburn. That was Bruce Pearl's Auburn at its highest efficiency that we saw. And Arkansas was not mentally prepared.
Did you say Bruce Pearl?
And that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, it's funny. Chuck Barrett said Bruce Pearl on the final call, but that looked like a Bruce Pearl team, right? And his son had him playing that way. So they were not ready for Auburn's best shot. The last 15 minutes of the game didn't even matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you didn't have to watch it.
That was over.
But now they know. Right now they know what kind of energy they have to match on the road.
They play South Carolina this Wednesday,
at
right?
home, then Georgia on the road on Saturday.
A couple games they should win.
Georgia should be tough. Georgia's very
better this year. They lost the other day, though, didn't they?
They lost maybe on the road. They've been good at home, though. They've been very, very good at home.
So the couple other stories. The Razorback football team continues to sign people.
30 some players.
Yeah, a little bit of controversy we'll talk about. I'm going to wait till Bill gets here a little bit later. Casey Dick, who's the head football coach at Fayetteville, was perturbed with the way one of his players was handled, high school senior to be. I guess did a deal with the U of A for him to enroll early, skip his senior year in high school.
Hank Hendricks, I believe is his name.
That's his name. That's right.
4-star quarterback, came from Texas. Dad is an analyst on the Arkansas staff.
Yeah,
and it
came in as part of the Sam Pittman regime. Not
yes,
yeah.
It was a holdover from there. I think for more than one reason. And
a lot of angles on that story.
And he elects to end up foregoing. He had the credits, so obviously this young man had considered maybe going early.
Yeah.
And he's deciding to forego his senior season. It sounds like to go play Arkansas. Is that how?
Yeah, I think that's correct. And the big story here too is supposedly how much money that was never discussed. I saw in a lot of the hatred that was spewed in a lot of different directions. I never saw the money.
Well, I think that everybody has to be mindful here. Everybody in this situation has a different agenda, right?
Yeah.
It's incumbent upon the player and his dad to get the best value for them. It's incumbent on Casey Dick to try to keep his quarterback there.
That's right.
The high school, and also Silverfield, it's incumbent to try to get a kid into his system as soon as possible to play quarterback.
And maybe save money for
this
year. For this year.
Yeah.
And not, because that's what we'll get to a little bit later. Is apparently it's a big number, which you're like, wait a minute, let's let's worry about a DB right now.
Right,
maybe.
right. That's why we need 7 figures. A guy who definitely
will not play.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, and look, like they've got AJ Hill, who's got 4 years eligibility.
I mean, they've signed 3 or 4 quarterbacks.
Right, the Angelo State kid, I assume is third, but I mean, you got one kid. KJ's got 2 years of eligibility.
I believe that's right.
And then the AJ's got 4.
Yeah,
and then KJ and AJ, right?
That's right. Got to get used to doing that.
Yeah, and then this kid's gonna have 4 when he shows up. So I thought it was interesting from that standpoint about how. Why would he start your eligibility clock now?
That's my concern. We'll talk about later too. Like I said, plenty to get into.
A lot too on that. On that story.
We'll also do graffiti brought to you by Fence Brokers. Appreciate them so much. Today is National Pharmacist Day. I'll mention my pharmacist a little bit later. Appreciate them. National Clean Off Your Desk Day. This is something that I need to do more often. Even with everything digitized, I still struggle with this. But so those are the 2 days. Last night you had the Golden Globes. Josh, the movie that I have poo-pooed for the last month.
One battle after another. Although, to be fair, we are a fan of Paul Thomas Anderson's work.
Yeah.
He's in a lot of movies that we like.
He won 2 of the Golden Globes last night. No win for Leo, or no win
Who
for...
won it?
It was, let's see here.
The men's.
Wagner, Mura, and The Secret Agent. And then there was another one, Marty Supreme by Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, was there a supporting actor? Did Sean Penn take that
supporting, one? Stellan Skarsgård.
Stellan Skarsgård.
Say that 3 times
Stellan
fast.
Skarsgård. Yeah, Stellan. Yeah, you can say that 3 times fast.
Yeah,
but part of the big Skarsgård acting family.
Who was the comedian who was at Oaklawn that did the monologue last night? Was the host? It was the female, funny, edgy.
Was it Wanda Sykes?
No, edgy. She was at Oaklawn. She did the toaster roaster. Nikki Glaser.
Yeah.
Her monologue was hilarious. She took a shot at Sean Penn. Sean Penn just looks weird.
His
skin is. She made. I wish we could find the comment. She made some comment about how he looked, but his hair is white and his skin is orange like leather.
I know.
It is just. I don't know if he's just laying in the sun all day.
That's what I when I saw that movie, I was thinking about that. I was like, what a distinct look he has.
Yeah,
it's a really just like it is Sean Penn.
Yeah,
there's no mistaking Sean Penn, right?
It is just it is bizarre. Just the look that he has. So plenty to talk about. If you want to be a part of the show, 661-1037 is the number if you want to be a part of the show. Also, too, you got women's basketball. Razorbacks got hammered yesterday by 35 in the women's play against, who was it? Tennessee. 35. I think they've averaged their 3 SEC losses by right around 30 points. I think they get a break here. Yeah, they play Missouri, who is not very good. So they might get a win there. If you want to be a part of the show, 661-1037. Some great pop culture references today. As I said, a little Facebook Live coming in. I'm doing that a couple times a week just for the heck of it. But we always like doing pop culture stuff because it was like on this day that Batman debuted. Now this is
Adam West.
Adam West. Oh, look at you, very nice, Josh. That you would know that 60 years ago.
Where's the bell? Ring that bell.
One of that's exactly right. That is. I feel like you're in Kung Fu. David Carradine snatched the pebble from my hand.
Damn bell.
That is the true Batman when he had the tight gray leotards. Burt Ward played Robin. And but that was 60 years ago. Burt Ward. Burt Ward. Then you had 55 years ago, had All in the Family start on this day in 71. So just a lot of great things happened and some great memorable. I can't wait to break down some stuff with Bill Vickery. This was the day in 1969 that the Jets beat the Colts, and who called this game? This was the upset. No, I'm sorry. Who called this upset? It was going to be an upset. The quarterback for the Jets was who, Josh? Extra credit if you get this right.
Jeff Heisman?
Right.
Name it.
Exactly right. But this guy started it all. When you see somebody go, we're going to beat them for a big game, this guy started it.
Okay.
But before it was fashionable. He was the first guy to do it. I think he did it out by poolside in Miami. And just said, we're going to beat these guys. And, of course, they were the AFL team at the time.
That's great.
Yes, exactly right.
That was what year?
That was 1969.
All right.
So just a ton of that to talk about. Too, a couple birthdays today. Did you know that both Howard Stern and the late Rush Limbaugh both share this birthday? Two of the legendary.
They are two of the pillars of radio. I mean,
talk radio for sure.
You could not build a.
Whether you agree with them or not.
You could not write the history of radio without either of those two people, period. And I mean, also, Rush Limbaugh had a little run on Monday Night Football, right?
He
as a commentator.
It did not go long.
Yeah.
Okay, extra credit if you can tell me what Rush Limbaugh did before he became a radio guy.
Oh, I know the answer to this, and I've totally forgotten.
It's
been talked about.
It's related to sports.
So was he involved in ownership with it?
Not ownership. He just was a rank and file member of the Royals, the Kansas City Royals.
Our team, yeah.
And I think he would line up, I don't know what all his responsibilities were. I think he lined up like who would sing the national anthem.
Game day operations guy.
Yeah. I think that's.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but then, and obviously, those two guys, and Howard, when I was interning at Sirius XM, I was actually telling the story last night. They have a little area called the Fishbowl. People come in, they see guests. Julian Edelman of the Patriots was there one day. And, people were excited. And then Howard Stern walks out of his studio, and it was like Elvis walked in the room.
Yeah.
Everybody turns away from Edelman, and all the attention goes to Howard. He had a security attaché, in the building that he works in, and
Yes.
it was a huge deal, obviously, and y'all are very familiar with.
Yeah,
he's
a legend. I've talked about this. One of the you would take him hot if you want to. One of the legendary interview guys. Whether you like his style or not, or his antics when it comes to interviewing, I don't think there's anybody.
Would you say
better.
massive influence on what you guys did? You think about some of the stuff y'all did with Tommy?
I certainly.
Not for you as much, but maybe for Tommy.
Well, Tommy came around the same time what Stern was doing, but not to the same. Stern was such a.
But he was able to localize it a bit more.
Yeah, Tommy had that same wit, that edginess that Howard Stern had. I always tell people that Tommy Smith was our Howard Stern.
Right. I mean, pound for the best interviewer in the history of radio. I put Dan Patrick up there. But I really do think Howard Stern's probably the best interviewer.
Yeah, he does such a good job. Let's take this phone call. We'll take a break here in a minute. 661-1037 if you want to be a part of the show. What's your name, caller?
My name's Jeff.
Jeff, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Man, I just wanted to ask you a question. Did you know that the Arkansas passed tax law that the NIL guys don't have to pay income tax on that money?
Yes. Yeah.
Now, everybody else has got to pay.
Yeah.
And there's a few states. Indiana doesn't have to.
Yes.
Florida doesn't have to.
Yeah,
it makes a big deal when you get $5 million or whatever.
It's a much debated topic.
Well, so the reason why they do that, Jeff, and for those listening, is as long as other states are not doing this, it is an advantage, right? The fact that you can offer NIL deals, and I guess everybody's, and I think this is one of those where everybody's mileage does vary. For me, if you care about winning, you care about your school. I wouldn't want my kids paying a dime on it, right? Because I mean, it's an advantage.
Right.
Like if Texas
That's
or Missouri or whoever else does it.
But if you don't care about sports,
well, no, you're yeah, but ostensibly Jeff Carity is calling our show.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though. So Jeff, you don't have a problem with that? Was really, I guess that came out last week. It's been around for a while.
Acre was arguing about it.
It's been around for a while.
Well, I have a problem with it.
Yeah,
I do have a problem with it. They should pay taxes on that. I mean, it doesn't matter what team I root for or not. They should pay taxes on that money.
That's what I'm saying. There's been a big debate about that. Why should these 18, 21-year-old kids roll in here? Of course, they'll be gone in a year or two, most likely.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's that debate. So we certainly appreciate that. That's been discussed, and I appreciate you listening to the show.
Yeah.
Hey, before we go to break, so I picked up one of these Jimmy Dean Simple Scrambles, Meat Lovers, the little cup that's got real eggs, sausage, cheddar cheese, and bacon. 2 eggs included, real eggs. And so...
Yeah, go on YouTube. So if y'all want to see what Baz is talking about.
I went to Edwards Food Giant Saturday and went grocery shopping. And so...
You already broke the seal on it?
I've already broke it because I'm getting ready to put it in the microwave.
Well, no, here's the issue. So if you can go to YouTube, you can see it. David brought this in and he goes, I'm going to try this. Now, he brought it in, it's room temperature.
It is.
So it's not been microwaved.
It's been in my, what do you call it, pantry. It's been in my pantry.
So
I bought it Saturday.
So the reason why I said that you have to refrigerate these is because I get the frozen ones.
Yeah.
So they have this basically in a frozen little box.
Okay.
And they have to be frozen.
All right.
And yours is room temperature.
See, well, no,
I don't think you can eat that after. Was it cold first?
Well, so it says keep refrigerated. So I thought I got that. I thought I got that off the shelf. Obviously, so you said I got it out of the refrigerator because it says keep refrigerated.
Yeah.
Does anyone think I will get sick if I eat this?
I do. That's me. I
do?
I raise my hand. I'm get sick.
All right, I'm hungry, so I'm going to try this. So
Don't do that.
So do you? So
Let's
Josh,
just order food.
Josh says I should not try. It looks
Let's
okay on the
DoorDash
inside.
the
It looks like the 2 real eggs are in the little container.
Well, there's meat in there too.
Yeah.
I don't.
See, it's just a question.
Well, that's supposed to be refrigerated right there.
I know. All this is.
This is cheese and meat together. This is supposed to be refrigerated.
Is it that bad that
I don't
something's not refrigerated? All right.
Do you want to find out?
I'm going to try it.
I don't
my gut's pretty strong. My gut's been around 62 years.
Could you try it at like 9:30? Because we have a 4-hour show today.
I'm actually a little hungry though. So
we can order food. I don't want you to try it right now and be in the bathroom in half the show.
I'm going to trust me.
I don't trust you at all. I hate to tell you, he was totally unaware it had to be refrigerated until I had said
and
something.
And that's why I would eat it and not be able to tell a difference at all.
Well, but you don't know that.
We're about to find out.
Okay.
Well, that's where we're glad we had Bill Vickery coming in this morning, too. So glad you're with us. If you want to be a part of the show, 661-1037 is the Middleton Heat and Air text line. So somebody said, how much dirt did you eat as a kid? You'll be all right. That's what we did back in the day. All right. Glad you're with us here on this Monday, January 12th.
Catch the buzz on all our social media platforms presented by Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville. It's hot tub season at Luxury Pool and Spa. Online at luxurypoolarkansas.com.
This is Sports Center.
Difficult weekend for Razorbacks hoops. First on Saturday, the number 15 ranked Arkansas men's basketball team went to Auburn and got shellacked 95-73. They were down 15 at halftime and then lead grew to over 20 very quickly into the second half. Auburn shot 57% from the floor, 45% from three, and they were 17 of 24 from the line. Darius Acuff Jr. was the high scorer for the Razorbacks. He had 19 points. Malik Thomas chipped in 17 points, 4 assists, and 3 boards. The Hogs are back in action at home on Wednesday night at 8 o'clock right here on 103.7 The Buzz. And Arkansas women's basketball takes an 85-50 loss against Tennessee Volunteers. They're now 11-8 overall. They'll play next Thursday on the road against Missouri. I'm Josh Neighbors for The Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Mostly sunny today. Cold this morning, then up to 58 this afternoon. Tonight, clear, dropping off to 33 in Little Rock. Some places will still have the 20s tomorrow morning. Then tomorrow, mostly sunny, windy, and warming up to 67 degrees. With the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Are you hungry? Something new, $25, all you can eat, sushi rolls, soup, salad, Benihana rice. Come at Benihana's Monday through Thursday.
Oaklawn Sports presents Oaklawn Game Day. It's an inside look at the week's biggest games, exciting prop bets, and the latest betting lines from Oaklawn Sportsbook. Justin Acree and Oaklawn's Vice President of Racing and Wagering, Zach Gillum, give you all the information you need to place your bets at Oaklawn. Catch it on The Buzz Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and again Thursday mornings at 5:30 before Morning Mayhem. Oaklawn Game Day on your fun and game station, 103.7 The Buzz.
You asked for a premium boat at an accessible price, and Trader Bill's Outdoor Sports delivered. Introducing the new Vexus Defender, starting at under $32,000. Unlike other brands, the Defender boasts an all-welded, high-performance hull, hydraulic steering, and custom fiberglass components that give you a stronger, smoother, and drier ride. For 42 years, our award-winning family business has put sportsmen first. Experience the difference at Trader Bill's Outdoor Sports at Hot Springs or Little Rock location, or on the web at traderbills.com.
Ladies and gents, get real about your health this new year with Synergenics and Low T Center. For a limited time, the men's TRT test is free, and ladies, take $200 off the women's hormone test. Say no to diet trends, questionable online treatments, and them deceptive prices from other places. Looking for the best? Synergenics and Low T Center are the leading experts. Meet with a real provider, get real medication and real results. Everybody I know goes to Synergenics and Low T Center to change their lives. Walk in or book an appointment at getmyhealthfix.com.
A
happy place comes in many colors. Whatever your color, bring happiness home with CertaPro Painters. Get started today at CertaPro.com. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Contractor license and registration information is available at CertaPro.com.
Hi, I'm Hunter Bell from Bell Chevrolet. We've spent over 100 years earning your trust in Arkansas. And right now, we're backing that up with some of our best year-end offers on every new Chevy truck and SUV.
Get 0% APR and no payments for 90 days on new Chevys.
Come see why it really is better at Bell and shop our huge year-end deals today. That's Bell Chevrolet and BellChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
0% APR for 36 months. WAC.
We set the jailbirds free. It's criminal not to hire Lion Legal. For exceptional communication and exceptional results in all criminal-related legal matters, hire Lion Legal to come roaring to the rescue.
Hey, everybody, this is NFL Hall of Famer Dan Hampton, and I love hanging out with Baz and the boys on the Buzz. Tune in every morning so you can get the news just like I do.
We've lost to 3 top 10 teams. And we had a chance to beat all 3. That's who we've lost to, top 10 teams. We had no chance today. No chance.
Wow.
In these troubled times, we turn to one man. That man is Bill Victory.
Hold up, Bill. That's my job. He was the star quarterback at Van Buren High School. He's the son of a sheriff. He's a capitalist, so you know he's getting paid for this. Here is Arkansas's most eligible bachelor, Bill Vickery.
Good morning, Bill. How are you?
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. Glad to be here.
Not only is Bill here fighting a little cold.
Yes, fighting off a cold.
Guy gave you that option if you needed to tap out before you even came in, but you're here.
I wanted to see you eat this egg.
Yeah, I don't think that's the way it's supposed to turn out. Here's a picture of it.
Yeah,
I
looks
honestly
terrible.
think you were supposed to add some water or something to it.
Let me see what it says. It says remove film completely.
Yeah.
Pour eggs in a cup. Post cup near edge of it. Microwave on high. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it looks the way it's supposed to. I mean, have you ever y'all ever microwave eggs in a bowl?
I don't do that very often. I should.
I do it sometimes. You make a sandwich pretty easily.
I ate so much yesterday, but you know what I did also? I drank like 10 bottles of water. I thought, you know what? And I lost like 5 pounds yesterday.
Hydrated.
Water.
I'm telling you, it just like flushed it out of me.
You look great, by the way.
Yeah, your skin looks great.
Oh, stop
I'm not. I'm really not. I'm heavy. But thank you. I'll take the.
Well, you're moving more, right?
I did bike once this weekend. Yeah.
Hey, may I make a point of fact about the previous caller on the NIL tax situation?
Yes.
That's state tax.
Correct.
That's not federal taxes. That's
Did he
the
not
state
say
of
that?
Arkansas. I think I don't know if he alluded to that or not. And I understand his point.
Yeah,
I completely understand his point. The issue becomes if you go to the University of Miami, Florida State, Florida, Texas, Texas A&M, University of Tennessee. These are all states with no state tax, and so therefore they're able to use that as a tool.
Yes.
So you see how tax policy plays a key
some
role.
Some people say, I don't care.
Well, right, correct.
Yes.
Correct.
I'd say most people are going to say that.
We have a lot to cover today. Let me tell you,
a lot.
I mentioned last week, Bill, and I think we had Terry Bradshaw on, just the game of football.
Oh.
The last few weeks on just games in general, college and pro, have been so amazing. So much drama down to the end. Yes. I can't recall so many games having this kind of excitement.
With the exception of the game
Indiana,
last
that's
night.
Right. And last night, that's right. Those are the only two.
Those two. And then in an odd way, watching Indiana play. It was like watching, a mule being flogged. Like, how much more abuse can they heap on these people?
It's been twice now. It's been back-to-back games they've done it.
I mean, think about that. They scored like 103 to 25 or 30 or something.
Yeah, I mean, they've beaten Ohio State, defending national champion.
Yeah.
And they hammered Alabama, traditional power, and then they hammered Oregon. Upcoming power.
It's almost like this can't be really happening.
Yeah.
I mean, surely it can't be this easy for this guy to turn this thing. Of course, the big thing on social media now is the picture of an empty Indiana stadium in 2023.
Yeah.
Against Akron.
They look like 10,000 fans in there.
Yeah.
And now they're going to win a national championship most likely next Monday.
Well,
which is nuts.
again, it just goes to show you the impact of NIL and what it does. Not that Indiana had the largest NIL budget. But it when you put at the intersection, and we've said this on the the formula it's so clear now.
Simple.
The evidence is so obvious to anybody that looks. If you've got proper talent evaluation, enough if you can pour your glass all the way full to the rim, you don't have to overflow it, but you can raise enough money.
Yeah.
And then you add in coaching on top of that. Then that's it. Now that's, of course, that's easy. Yeah,
but,
of course.
But I think where the thing that sort of trips us up is like, okay, we get to that. Okay, Alabama, you thought would have all those things, and they still get beat by 35.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how the Indiana they're doing it off the chart.
Yeah.
All the things you just talked
That's
about.
why I'm wondering how, because people have
Yes.
mentioned if Indiana can do it, why can't Team X, Team Y, Team Z?
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Or Vanderbilt.
Maybe I'm wrong, but the way Indiana is doing it is a bit different, right? Like Indiana. Like Vanderbilt does not look like Indiana looks like. Indiana is drilling traditional powers, one after another now, and I don't know. I don't know if this is like it's gonna take the right person to recreate it. There are plenty of good coaches out there, but this is not easy.
The other formula that's weird that we don't understand is that they don't have the 5 and 4 stars accumulated like the other schools.
Correct.
So a lot of times you're trying to get that if you can, Bill, if you can afford it. They say we don't care. We're going to be able to take those,
Right.
the culture, the character, and out coach you.
You come in and see this. I would disagree with Josh and say this: there are not a lot of good coaches out there. You know, business is pretty easy. It's analysis, capital, execution. That's
Right.
it. Well, we should all be able to do that, right?
Right.
I mean, it's simple. But it takes a special human being. It takes an Elon Musk, or it takes Sam Walton, or it takes some. So I don't think there are a lot of good coaches out there. I think there are a handful of great coaches and many average coaches who do the same thing that everybody else does.
True.
And so I think that handful of great coaches, when they are matched with the proper level of money, you see. And I think Kurt Cignetti was always a great coach.
Yes,
because he won at every level where he.
I think that's the wrong word. I think there is a number out there. I don't think it's just. I don't think Kurt Cignetti is the only one capable. But I do think what separates him is he talked about how hard he does not expect his assistants to be at the facility all the time. His practices are short. He is about he said, I'll work as much as I'll work. You can work as much as you'll work. He probably thinks he's going to beat you, and also he knows how to get work done, get his message through. Too.
And here's what I love about Cignetti is his evaluation process. It's about production, not about potential.
Yeah.
So he finds guys that he knows have produced.
Yes.
Sometimes, because for example, I'll give you somebody in mind. Razorbacks just signed this kid out of Boise State.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So a 5-star, 5-star out of high school, number one guy, but this would be his 4th school.
Yeah.
And he's been in trouble too.
Her last at Boise State, he had 574 yards receiving. That's over 12 games.
Yeah.
He averaged 45 yards.
Couldn't play the first 2 games
and 2 catches.
Yeah.
So it's like, do we really do? Is that, I get it. I get the measurables. But Cignetti says, give me a guy who shows me he's produced somewhere, which I love that way of looking at it.
Because he did exactly the same thing.
Yes.
He produced at a lower level division, then he went to James Madison.
Before
that, James Madison.
Yeah.
Division 2.
Trinidad Chambliss won.
Yeah.
So, you take kids and coaches and whomever. When you win, you win.
Yeah.
I was shocked to see. This is something that I've not heard one person talk about, and I saw his picture, and I go, what? That dude's an alumni of Indiana and supported. Did you see it was?
Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban.
yeah.
You know that?
Like, well, no, I didn't. Where did
they have one of the best business schools in the country.
It's like, wait a minute. They got Mark
Cuban.
stinking.
And that's where he originally made his money. He developed the app that you could listen to the radio over the internet.
I remember, what was it called? It was what was that thing called?
Internet radio, IRL.
No.
Well, anyway,
somebody will send it to us. Yeah.
Yes, and that's how he was one of a couple of guys that developed it. He
Yep.
did that so he wanted to listen to Indiana basketball.
That was his motivation. I didn't know that. Yeah.
And so, excuse me, that's where he developed that. And then of course sold it later on and that was his initial foray into significant wealth.
Did you see there was a billionaire SMU alumni that was on social media. He was drinking a glass of wine doing a podcast, and he warned his buddy at Texas Tech, Cody, what's his last name? He said, Cody
Campbell,
you don't want to start this. And I'm like, where's he going? You're a billionaire, but that guy at Oregon, he's worth $45 billion. And anyway, so I was like, wow, this is what this is. We're just relegated to a bunch of billionaires.
I think every school's going to have their window of spending, right? Because you can't sustain this level unless, Phil Knight could. Phil Knight could do it forever, but he also doesn't have forever left.
You saw the numbers coming out of Austin. So Austin now has snapped up.
Oh, Cam Coleman.
Yeah.
They flipped Cam.
The big stud out of a receiver out of Auburn, and then they got the running back out of somewhere that was supposed to be. That was it. Where I think he was committed to Alabama. They flipped him.
Yeah.
Again, they said they're going to hit $40 million.
Well, they did. I mean, I think they did it right. They're like, we gave Arch a development year, right? They didn't have a lot of good targets, and now it's like, all right, we're going to build a machine.
What is the rule though? I mean, the rule is supposed to be 20.
No, that's not a rule.
No,
I mean, I thought the cap. I mean, it's supposed to.
You're capped, but I mean, but you can combine it with NIL.
But this is no. This is the thing with Hunter Yurchek when he goes the highway. When we get the touchdown.
Yeah, well, that's why.
So this is the highway. That right now, Texas has got.
Do you understand? But okay, this is why I always said that it frustrated me to no end when people were like, "This will level it." And I'm like, if Bill has $10 and Baz has $20, and I give you each $10,
right?
The margin's still the same.
But
so the NIL money is on top is still there.
But it's not what NIL was originally created to be.
None of it is.
Yeah. So
they didn't intend on paying the players through revenue either.
But and Bill, here we go. Did you see yesterday where Ty Simpson,
he's going
quarterback at Alabama, reportedly $6.5 million. They just paid the kid going from.
They offered him $6.5 to stay.
No. Another school supposedly is offering $6.5 million. And this thing. I mean, just like the coach's salary. I remember all this time. I thought, man, this thing is going to get out of hand.
Yeah.
Also, we're paying college coaches $13 million a year because here's another thing too. I've always felt like, hey, how come the colleges don't get a cut of this? Listen, take the logo off the helmet and see how you do.
Get a cut of what?
Get a cut of all the money.
They do, don't they?
No, not really. No.
They spend
the
all
athletic department does,
but
not the school
and
itself.
then they turn around and spend all of it on coaching.
Yeah.
Contracts.
One could make the argument that the school, through as Bobby Bowden once famously said, that college football is the front porch to your university.
Yes.
That we've seen, staggering enrollment increases throughout all the SEC, with the exception of Vanderbilt, which is a private school, and they're only going to take so many.
Certainly get that, but at the same time, I tried to use the analogy the other day of if you go to a strip club, and so a stripper has to go in there. She's got to pay the house to get the chance to get up on stage. Where these colleges are giving these kids the opportunity to make a lot of money using that logo. Take them off campus and see how the programs do. They don't work without the logo of the college.
Yeah, but there's no games to the kids.
What's that?
It works both ways. There's no games without the players.
But I think the kids need the university more than the university needs the kids. That's my point. You go make it a USFL and see how it works. It won't work. It works because it's on college campuses.
Yeah, I did have this conversation yesterday with a friend of mine who was asking about why can't there be a sort of a G League for football, and I said the universities won't let that happen.
Well, and it won't work. Nobody cares. They care because it's where they went to school. There's the connection. There's 100 years.
That's why I always say it's not a 4-year commitment. It's a 40-year commitment, right? When you pick a college,
that's why there's the alumni base, and it's what you grew. I mean,
and his retort was, well, this isn't about the schools. This is about the players and the NFL and developing the players. And I said again, the colleges won't let that happen, because the money's too great to watch college football. ESPN's paid too much money. Fox has paid
way
too much money to allow for there to be a developmental league with great athletes and great stars playing.
Right.
And then the schools have a slightly diminished version because they don't have those. What we really have to get to here is an acknowledgement that these are not students, that these are, as Frank Broyles wanted to call them, they are athletic ambassadors of the university.
Yes.
That Carson Beck is not going to be ruled academically ineligible to play in the national championship
When was
game.
the last time you heard that?
No. It's been 10 years.
So this is what I say. If it's not academic, get off campus. Go somewhere else. Because you've got to have the college angle. You just
but the schools need the play.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
I mean, there's no games then.
Listen, boy, the Razorback football program really has helped the attendance at the University of Arkansas this year, the last 5 years.
This is a chicken or egg conversation.
Yeah.
I heard one that was interesting as one thought that was, why would the colleges want the current system to change? Because people complain and the coaches complain, but they're paid a ton of money, so schools shouldn't really care about their complaints. And the schools are making money hand over fist. I mean, you saw the ratings. The ratings are out of control.
The schools are making money, or the athletic departments are making money?
Athletic department.
I think there's two big
But
differences.
here's the thing. But as Bill said, in turn, you think about like when VCU went to the Final Four, their enrollment skyrockets.
Understand that.
Butler, same deal. Craig James said touchdown club this year. SMU, same thing last year. Enrollment skyrockets. So when everybody's eating,
But there are also some great examples, like our good friends at Harding, and like our good friends at Hendricks.
Yeah.
They don't have to have a great football program to have an amazing school. They're just fine. So
the focus there is more on academics.
That's right.
than it
That's
is
right.
athletics.
That's right. Well, that's what the college is supposed to be. So.
Supposed to.
Well,
we got so much brain power in the studio. Even a cloudy Bill Vickery. A cloudy Bill Vickery right now.
Stuffy.
Is there anything we can get Bill that here out of this? Can we go downstairs and find any concoctions?
I have a newt or something like that we could stew up.
A newt. All right. I'm gonna. It looks like it's shrinking on me.
You don't eat that.
I'm gonna go get some.
On YouTube, folks are saying y'all are always trying to get food poisoning, and somebody else says don't do it.
This gut, let me tell you, this gut right here, 62 years, it's been digesting some of the worst foods ever. It can make it. It will be able to make it. And Bill's right here for me. If I fall out, if I have to go to the bathroom.
I'm here for you. I will catch you if you fall.
661-1037 is the number if you want to be a part of the show. It is chilly outside. If you haven't been outside, low 30s, so put a coat on and don't go away.
Hello, folks. It's Frank Fletcher from the Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram store right here in Sherwood. I want to talk to you about our used car inventory and an incredible offer we're running right now for January. Folks, we have over 750 used cars for you to select from. Wow, why so many? Because most of you don't know that we have 9 new car franchises feeding us trade-ins every single day. That means selection like you won't find anywhere else in the entire state. And what makes this really special is in January, we're going to sell every used car with a free warranty. That's right, a free warranty with every purchase. That's a huge savings and an incredible peace of mind. Also, folks, we have the software to see our competitors' pricing on like models across our market. And I personally mark down every single pre-owned unit below our competition, which means you're going to get the best price. So what do? You go to FletcherDeals.com right now. You choose the car that fits your desire. Come see us at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road.
It says it right there at LRAC.com. Become a part of the most vibrant, fun, and multifaceted fitness community in Central Arkansas, the Little Rock Athletic Club, where right now you get 30% off the joining fee. 2026, people are going to witness the fitness.
Happening now at Lazy Boy of Little Rock, the inventory overstock and 2 great chairs event. A chair for you and a chair for you.
Save big with up to 50% off store-wide, and don't miss grabbing 2 comfortable select chairs at one low price.
You serious, Clark?
Recliners, sofas, comfort has never been more affordable. Get to Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor, Shackelford Galleries of Little Rock. Long live the lazy.
Crawfish season is finally back at Eat My Catfish. We've got fresh, live crawfish, and all you have to do is just add the fixins. Be sure to come see us or order online at eatmycatfish.com. Eat local, eat fresh, Eat My Catfish.
The Bucks are back at the 36th Annual Reliance Bank Arkansas Big Buck Classic, presented by Arkansas's Best Chevy Dealers, January 23rd through the 25th at the State Fairgrounds. You could win a lifetime hunting license, a hunting rifle, a $1,000 gift card from Hunter's Refuge, $1,000 from Reliance Bank, or a Bear Den trip from Arkansas's Best Chevy Dealers. The Taka Hunting Gear Game and Fish Foundation Free Kids Zone, including a trout pond, hoverball, Bwana Gym, and more. Hunters, bring your antlers for your chance to win a Can-Am Defender from Bradford Marine and ATV. Rattlesnakes, chainsaw carving, birds of prey, monster trucks, the Big Buzz Chili Cook-Off, and the Tiger Encounter. The Reliance Bank Arkansas Big Buck Classic, presented by Arkansas's Best Chevy Dealers. Tree stands, clothing, RVs, ATVs, UTVs, ammo, and more. It's a Hall of Fame event and an Arkansas tradition. January 23rd to 25th at the State Fairgrounds. Sponsored by Reliance Bank, Arkansas's Best Chevy Dealers, Bradford Marine and ATV, Can-Am, Hunter's Refuge, Remington, Taka Hunting Gear, Outlaw Beer, and 1037 The Buzz. Visit BigBuckClassic.com and Facebook for more info.
This is Thomas Blackman's Blackman Auction. Since 1938, we've handled many different types of auctions. We sold bulldozers, excavators, farm tractors, farms, locomotives, fully custom rail cars, vehicles, Harley-Davidsons, cows, lake houses, hunting properties, pickups, heavy trucks, big trailers, plus hundreds of other random things. Honestly, if it's for sale, we probably sold it. Our knowledge and experience is priceless, much like your hard-earned assets. Since 1938, better auctions have always been Blackman Auction.
We all know how busy our lives can be these days and how important our time and convenience is as well. Edwards Food Giant knows that too. So that's why they're inviting you to take advantage of their Heat and Eat Meal Solutions items in their deli department. Delicious Edwards Food Giant signature dishes, along with a wide choice of entrees and sides, all ready for you to pick up and take home to serve your family tonight. The Heat and Eat Meal Solution is now at your favorite Central Arkansas Edwards Food Giant deli. This week's special is hamburger steak for only $7.49 per pound, with Edwards signature mashed potatoes for $4.49 per pound.
This is Trey Schapp. Tune in each Friday morning at 5:30 right here on The Buzz as I bring you From the Shortgrass, presented by UAMS Health, Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine. If you like to hear interesting stories about the game of golf, this is for you. You can also find it wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Miss Arkansas 2023 Corey Keller, and you're listening to Morning Mayhem on 103.7 The Buzz.
We fought those other teams and had a chance. For some reason, guys, I'm going to say it again, they're not robots, they're not computers. They'll have games. Somebody's girlfriend may have been, I don't know. But something, that wasn't my team. Now, we could even say Auburn made us look that way. Yeah, we could. But I'm telling you, we played other teams that played hard and were desperate and did it, and we were desperate back and ended up winning games. So this was, they were good today. They were good. Give them credit. It's not like we are a bad team. We're a top 20 team who got spanked today.
Yeah, it was not a great day for the Razorbacks. But you know what, Bill? Bill Vickery joins us, too. Let's reset the table. No Roger Scott today. He's got to go to the dentist, and so he's taking the day off. Josh Neighbors running the board.
Wouldn't you want to, if you were Roger, wouldn't you want to take tomorrow off? Like if you're going to go to have
his appointment's like at 8. He had to do it today. They couldn't do anything. Yeah.
Because tomorrow would be the day.
He pulled a Tommy. Tommy would always be good at going. You got all day to get an appointment in, but you need to do it at 8. So it's, hey, listen, take the day off. We don't take enough. Roger doesn't take enough days off.
Yurkovich.
Yurikovich, yes.
Yurikovich.
Glad to have the great Bill Vickery coming off a 2-hour amazing show yesterday.
Well, yes, and playing little. I think there's a lot of Central Arkansans are stuffed up here.
Yes, been going around.
Flu.
You heard Coach Cal talking about how bad they got beat yesterday or Saturday rather. Yeah. It was. I would rather have this happen now. I mean, these are learning situations.
They had the game against South Carolina last year, which actually was pretty.
I remember that
season.
one.
That's when I had the meltdown. They got World.
That's right.
They got drilled, but like that game was an aberration compared to the way that Arkansas was playing in general.
Do you think it was effort? Do you think that he goes? They
were not prepared. I don't think it was like a conscious effort thing. They were not prepared for what Auburn was about to bring. In the first 5 minutes of the game, paint points were 16-2.
Yeah.
Auburn was taking it at them.
Aggressive.
10 of Arkansas's first 14 shots were threes.
It was like watching the Eagles last night. The Eagles' offense was so lethargic and just walking up to the line of scrimmage. Like, come on, man. Show me some energy.
It was. You wondered, you've got all these stars on that side of the ball, A.J. Browns and the Smith kid from Alabama and Dallas Goedert and that great offensive line and Saquon, and you would think they're going to steal. This is going to be the run pass. You're never going to – and it just kind of stumbled up. And
to your point, I mean, that 49ers offense was shorthanded even when Kittle was down. But they were creative. There was momentum, there was excitement, there was creativity.
Yeah, look at Purdy the way he plays.
And that's the way Auburn was playing. Auburn was playing with juice. They were excited. They were the effort was there. They were all together, kind of pulling in the same direction.
The 49er defense really overperformed too.
Yeah,
they're down to the janitor and a couple of managers to run out there.
Shanahan said that the 2 linebackers were on the team a month ago.
And I'll say this too, going back to the Razorbacks, they've been reading their clippings, press clippings about how good they are, and SEC Player of the Week every week for ACUF, and so, again, this is what happens if you don't go out there to play hard. And I love Cal. We're burning the tape. This is not my team. It's not my team.
Not my team.
That's he knows how to use this.
It did have. Let's don't underestimate. They shot almost 50% from 3. They shot 50% for the game. I think overall.
57.
To your point, that big Eastern European white kid, he ethnically cleansed us. I mean, he killed some Bosnian Serbs. That guy has killed people with his bare hands.
Filipjovic, I believe is
Shoskovich inside there. That guy he's not Ivan Drago. That guy's Slobodan Milosevic. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
But it did look like, and you know how this happens, Baz, on a team, especially what appears to be a close-knit team. Nobody, Carter Knox could be mad because he's not. No, they all seem to be gelling together.
Yeah.
So when one or two of them get off, and then your energy guy Richmond comes in, and he couldn't get him.
Yeah.
He couldn't get him to, and so then it just was like, oh boy.
Did you hear the reference? If we can play the clip, he starts talking about a girlfriend. He never says what the girlfriend.
No, he's
talking about this. Maybe a girlfriend. So what do you think? Maybe let's play it. And what do you think he might be implying?
Other teams and had a chance. For some reason, guys, I'm going to say it again. They're not robots. They're not computers. They'll have games. Somebody's girlfriend may have been. I don't know.
Man, he just stopped. He goes, maybe girlfriend. What was he saying?
Is this a Yoko Ono situation?
He's making the point that
maybe something.
Well, no. He's
having
not
a fight with his girlfriend.
He's just saying they're people.
Well, I know that, but he's using an example of a girlfriend.
Well, I think I'm sure in his years of coaching, he's had a situation where a girlfriend's caused a kid to have a bad.
So
he's not doing anything specific.
So the three men in the studio can determine it was a woman that caused that.
He did reference that. He did. By the way, before we go to break, for those who missed it, I picked up I'm a bachelor shopping at the grocery store at Edwards Food Giant. So I got the Jimmy Dean Simple Scrambles, Meat Lovers, little what do you call these things?
There's nothing simple about that scramble, buddy.
It's a cup of stuff, Meat Lovers, and so I forgot. I thought I got it off the shelf. But Josh says, I think you're supposed to keep that refrigerated. So I guess I bought it out of one of the refrigerators.
Josh does not say that. The package does.
I know. So I sent it in my pantry all weekend. Ooh. And so I tried it out, and it was wonderful. Okay. It was wonderful. Now, it didn't look great.
No.
You ate all of it?
I got a little bit more to go. Yeah. I got a little bit more to go. It was outstanding.
Let's hope you can make it to 10 o'clock.
It was outstanding again. All right, outstanding, yes. The one and only Bill Vickery. Hey, by the way, too, wanted to say something on a sad note. Several folks, but by the way, just looking through my notes, a Grateful Dead member, Bob Weir, who was a big sports guy.
Yes, he and Bill Walton were really close friends.
Saw that. And then I saw where the CEO or CFO of Saracen was killed in a golf cart accident. And that, boy, I just hate to hear that. So sorry to hear that. And then we come back, we lost one of our listeners who we saw recently. Wanted to mention that when we come back. Just a reminder, man. Just catch your blessings. Enjoy being here, even when you're not feeling good.
Yeah.
You're eating bad eggs. Whatever you're doing, you do it with thankfulness and gratefulness, man. And we're so grateful to have all of you listening. And glad you could be a part of the show today. Put Joe in a big jacket. Come back. Don't go away. 7 o'clock.
Sometimes I get a good feeling. Yeah.
Get your popcorn ready. We've got the entertainment right here on 103.7 The Buzz. KABZ, Little Rock.
This is Justin Acree. If hand or wrist pain is getting in the way of your daily life, it's time to see the specialists at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. Their fellowship-trained hand and wrist surgeons treat everything from arthritis and fractures to nerve injuries and carpal tunnel. And with Arkansas's only hand trauma telemedicine program, advanced care is available around the clock. Call Ortho at 501-686-TOSH to schedule your appointment today and get back to living pain-free. That's 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter agents Dan Cook, Monica Reiners, or Brian Kress in North Little Rock today.
The great American pastime. Do you smell that? That's the smell of men being men.
I think I'm ready.
On 103.7 The Buzz. KABZ Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK's Gary Burton Jr.
The Arkansas Martin Luther King Jr. Commission is celebrating the life and legacy of Dr. King ahead of MLK Day. This week will be full of community events, services, educational opportunities, and celebrations. The organization will take part in community service projects, youth programs, food giveaways, and more. There will be a Read to Lead literacy initiative at the Sue Cohen Williams Library today from 4 to 5:30 p.m., and the commission will also be honored this weekend in Atlanta, Georgia with the Beloved Community Award. And also today, it's the last day that you can enter to win $5,000 just by donating blood. The Our Blood Institute Give Hope campaign runs through the end of the month. Everyone who donates through the 31st will get a Give Hope t-shirt, but donors who give blood today will have a chance to win that $5,000. Have a great Monday, everyone.
10 Fitness brings you Top 10 Tuesdays with The Zone each week. Justin and DJ will dive into a different Top 10 list and take your calls. Brought to you by 10 Fitness. Turn back the clock on gym prices.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
A cold morning, but a little milder this afternoon than it was on Sunday. We'll be mostly sunny with a high of 58 today. Tonight, clear and cold with a low of 33. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and warming up to 67. Plus, it'll be pretty windy. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Stick around after each Razorback basketball game for the Bet Saracen Basketball Postgame Show with Wes Moore and Josh Neighbors live from Walk-Ons in Little Rock. Bet Saracen is the leader in sports betting in Arkansas. Make sure you have your Bet Saracen app downloaded to your mobile device. Get the best sports betting app in Arkansas and start winning today.
Hey folks, it's Roger Scott, and it's time to talk about Sigma Supply packaging products. You've trusted them for your packaging equipment and shipping supplies for the last 55 years. That's a lot of boxes, tape, and stretch film, my friends. But guess what? Sigma Supply is proud to be part of Brady Plus. They are bringing you even more goodies. We're talking janitorial supplies, facility essentials, and food service disposables. You need toilet paper? They got it. Paper towels? Of course. To-go containers? Well, you betcha. Head over to SigmaSupply.com. Online ordering has never been easier with over 50,000 new products. And if you're really looking to score, text or call sales manager David Breitenberg at 501-617-4600. And don't forget to mention The Buzz because there's a discount for our listeners. Here's that number again for sales manager David Breitenberg, 501-617-4600. I've known David a long time. He's an honest man. FaceTime him. He'll look you right in your eye. Here's a little tip for you. If you're not using Sigma Supply that is now part of Brady Plus, you got low-grade product, man.
If you need a new garage door, this could be your lucky day. Entries are open now for the $5,000 garage door sweepstakes with Overhead Door Company of Little Rock. A winner will be chosen at random to receive $5,000 towards new garage doors and openers of their choice. Deadline to enter is the end of the month to win the $5,000 sweepstakes with Overhead Door Company of Little Rock. Enter now at overheaddooroflittlerock.com.
Do you need health insurance? Open enrollment for the Arkansas Health Insurance Marketplace is happening now. Do you have questions about plans and coverage or need help with enrollment? Visit myarinsurance.com to connect with an Arkansan waiting to help at no cost to you. But hurry, the final open enrollment deadline for 2026 health insurance coverage is January 15th. Find help today at myarinsurance.com.
It's really been amazing, the amount of people that I've had contact me, and the talk is generally centered around QC Kinetics, and whether it's a knee, whether it's a back, a hip, shoulder.
He's always happy to talk about how QC Kinetics all-natural regenerative treatments finally gave him relief without surgery. That's former pro football player Bobby Carpenter.
My message to them is do not wait and push off a week, a month, whatever it is. So if you want to feel better this summer, now would be the time to get in. If you want to feel better in the fall, make sure that you're getting in here so you can go out and play golf and do the things that you love and enjoy.
Spoken by a man who experienced relief firsthand. QC Kinetics gave this former pro athlete back his mobility, his activity, and they'll do the same for you.
Has really helped me in just my general quality of life.
Don't wait. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation today. QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-214-5880. That's 501-214-5880. 501-214-5880.
It's Justin Acri for CertaPro Painters. It's winter, and if you're thinking about freshening up the indoor look of your home or business or taking the curb appeal to the next level, call CertaPro Painters. You'll be blown away at the experience as they help you through the process of choosing a paint color to cleaning up when they're finished with your project. No mess, no paint splatter. You'll never know they were there, except for the amazing paint job they leave behind. That attention to detail is what sets CertaPro apart. Each CertaPro painter is independently owned and operated. Schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C.
Hey, it's David BAZZEL from my good friends at Bath Fitter. I've been working with Bath Fitter for over a decade now. They're a family-owned business that's been around for over 40 years. They are the pioneers of the acrylic bath industry. Bath Fitter offers a one-of-a-kind remodeling process that's easy and stress-free. They offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers, and with their seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you can refresh your shower space in no time. They can even convert your existing bath into a shower. Check them out online at bathfitterlittlerock.com and tell them BAZZEL sent you.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
7-0 and 7-0 game.
Here are David BAZZEL.
Joy Chestnut is back.
Roger Scott.
Well, both of them have passed, one by his own hand.
And Justin Moore.
How big old boy are you?
Oh, my gosh. The funny thing about hearing that clip is that I know how much it bothers Roger.
It does. He turns away from me every time.
If you just joined the show, 7:06 here on this Monday, January 12th. No Roger today. He's got
I pulled a 7-0 and 7-0, by the way, this morning. I was like, big games this weekend.
Listen, when you do this long enough,
yeah,
and you
you're on the
say
radio
enough,
all the time.
You say enough words as it is, the odds are you're going to mess up some more, so it happens.
I called a game on Saturday with Wes. Wes and I were doing the UCA women's basketball game. And there were multiple times where I said something, and I'm like, that's nothing. It doesn't mean anything. Those words were not supposed to be in order together.
Right.
And it happens often to me now, I feel like.
Yeah, it's just the way it just.
You don't think that. I'm like, that made no sense. What I said, it made no sense at all. I've got no idea what I'm talking about.
I don't mind that. It happens.
Well, I don't mind it, but you blow through it.
Do you do the play-by-play and he does the commentary, or does
we did that the other day, yes, because play-by-play is harder.
Well, you've got
it takes more work, yeah.
And you really got to know the names. That's where you can't get down to.
We had Ndidia Maka.
Ndidia Maka
in Dukeway.
Oh, please.
Wow.
He's from Van Buren, I think.
Well, it's a woman. Yeah.
He's part of the Van Buren in Dockways.
Yeah.
If you just joined the show, that's the voice of Bill Vickery. Got a special holdover from yesterday's 2-hour show.
Yes.
Great
Believe me, holdover's the
Bill
word.
is fighting through a cold. But he's here, and great to have him here. His sponsorship is available if you'd like to take advantage of that. Chris
Theraflu, maybe.
Theraflu. We're going to hear from Chris Kane at 7:30. He was at the Jacksonville game yesterday. Yeah. They came close, had a shot. We'll also do some graffiti brought to you by Fence Brokers. We may hear from Pat today.
We got to mention. I should have pulled the clip. Did you all see the Jacksonville Jaguars reporter who told Liam Cohen, the coach, "Keep your head up. You had a great season."
It's silly.
Yeah,
it's like
your,
what? Yeah, is that a podcast person?
It's not your job.
No, I was going to say. I think it was one of those. She was an addition. She was not part of the beat reporting or anything. No, I think she was with a TV station. I think, and she was there to do sort of, hey, the playoffs are in town, and she's in there, and it was a woman, right?
Yes.
And I think that's what I heard this morning, that maybe she was not part of the regular staff of reporters that cover the team, and it was more of a human interest side.
Yeah, it's also it's just place and time. Like that's there's a bunch of reporters who've been there covering a team for
right. But if you think a hot TV personality from Jacksonville, Florida, cares what the 300-pound sports writer thinks, you know?
Right.
What I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just here for myself.
For those who heard me earlier say, I tried one of those Jimmy Dean cups of eggs and sausage.
See how that goes.
Amy Shapp, who is a nurse, wife of Trey Shipp, says, so let me know how great breakfast was when you see it again in a few hours. It won't be the case, Amy, because this iron cast stomach that I have, it's been around a long time, 62 years.
Let me say this. Just to be clear, from a legal standpoint, you did not store that in the proper way.
Yes, correct.
So that it's been in the elements. It's not been refrigerated as said so on the case.
Yeah. Which sometimes you can fudge on those
How long you think that's been out in the elements, huh?
It's 2 days. 2 days.
Holy moly, man. Salmonella is not just an Italian word.
Somebody said, so Roger's off today. Now David will be off tomorrow after eating his own refrigerated breakfast. No, I'm going to be fine. A couple things I want to get to. Some great games this week in NFL.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this is why we love the game of football. There's so much drama back and forth. I think we saw some records broke for comebacks in the fourth quarter of playoff games. I think there were like 5 or 6 lead changes in the fourth quarter alone in multiple games.
Yeah, trailing 2 minutes left to go, a bunch of those. And I was thinking about this yesterday because the first round games in round 1 last year were not particularly not very close.
Yeah.
Every game in this so far has been close. Even the game last night was close. I mean, ish. It was it was 9-3 late in the game. So every single one has been close. Be thankful we get a year like this.
It seems like the defenses cannot make the stop when they need to. Just, okay, they've scored. Yeah, we've a minute and a half. And then here comes the offense right back down the field with a chance to win. It's like, come on, man, make it stop. Make it stop.
49ers defense got to stop. Panthers didn't have enough time, I guess you could say.
Yeah, but it's just back and forth, and forth.
Late in games, it feels like whenever. So it's like if Josh Allen has the ball, he's going to score.
But even that 49ers stop, Philly was driving the ball.
Yes.
They were inside the 20? They were inside the 25 for sure.
Had a chance.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great drama. Finally, after having a horrible year on the Oaklawn Sports app, I think I'm 5-1 for the weekend. Who you got tonight, Houston or Pittsburgh? It's at Pittsburgh. I got Houston. I got the actual because I think Pittsburgh's the favorite, right?
No, they're 3-point dog.
Okay, so I've got the favorite again.
I guess the problem for me with these games, Houston plays a lot of very close games because of their style, and so do the Steelers. I think eventually Houston's going to get. But you say the same thing with Steelers. The Steelers could have gotten burned last week, right? So I mean, if I was betting, I'd go Pittsburgh +3 at home, but I don't feel excellent about that.
Yeah, we'll see.
I do think in a close game that Aaron Rodgers could make the difference.
We'll see.
I think moving that team down the field and being able to. And that's like this year, watching Phillip Rivers come back. And we talk a lot, and a lot is made, and rightfully so, the complexity of NFL offenses and the practices and the whole. And literally you see the guy come off the couch. And his second game,
he's incompetent.
His second game, he's down there to the left guard, block 62. He's going to blitz, and then backing up, and you hear him yell out. He's making it up, but you see how a veteran quarterback, even with diminished capability, but a smart veteran quarterback can help the team because it wasn't the offense that necessarily cost Indianapolis.
No, it was the defense
at
the end.
Defense that let him down, but it was a fascinating story to watch.
I think of Rodgers so fortunate to be to have
he feels that way too. He can tell. If you saw the interview after the game, he's like, I'm very very lucky to be a part of this team. Now he played well, and the thing is, this week they do get DK Metcalf back, which is big because DK got in his little fracas with the fan, and that cost him the game last week. So. That's a big addition to have him back on the offense.
All right, let's talk about this this story out of Fayetteville that broke over the weekend. So Casey Dick, if you remember, was the quarterback for Houston Nutt. Darren McFadden had the great peel back block against LSU. Then had the last miracle on Markham.
With
two with Bobby Petrino. I won a state championship as the head football coach at Fayetteville 2 years ago, and has got a kid named Hunter.
It's Hendricks.
Hunter Hendricks, 6'2".
Hank
Hendricks, 6'2", 150, 160, maybe 170, I'm sorry. A tall, skinny kid. Apparently, I think the 9th best quarterback in the country in that group. 117th overall, I think, the rankings. I've seen some people say he's played a good-looking kid, but I'm not sure if, there's a lot of hype there. Anyway, So apparently, Ryan Silverfield comes into town, reaches out to Casey Dick, whose school is right across the street.
Literally. I parked at Fayetteville High School to go to a basketball game.
It's 200 yards away, and so a lot of history there.
Yes.
Although, recently they did not recruit his quarterback that ends up going to Minnesota, the Lindsey kid.
Drake Lindsey,
and for just Petrino didn't want him. But so a little bit of history there that, maybe U of A passed over some of the players. But anyway, out of the blue, Casey Dick makes a post that he.
You want to read it?
I think I've got it. You got to hear it.
I disappointed in my university's approach to the recruiting process of a high school athlete. Situations like this are not good for high school athletics or the sport of football. Moving forward, Arkansas football and Ryan Silverfield will not be welcome in our facilities.
So once
he deletes that.
So that sits out there for a while, and then of course Razorback World goes after him. And so I wondered what was going on. I thought, what in the world? So I receive a phone call and have a little bit more of the story here. So apparently, when Ryan Silverfield comes into town, Casey reaches out to him and says, hey, I'd love to connect, want to be able to help. So they make the connection. The quarterback, by the way, is a kid that came into Fayetteville last year because his dad was hired by Sam Pittman, not to be an assistant coach, the head assistant coach, but to be an analyst.
Right.
So that's how he wound up there. And so there's a connection already. And so, but anyway, I think, Casey wanted to visit with Ryan more. Well, the next thing Casey finds out, is that this kid is going to forego his senior year next year and enroll at the U of A.
Enroll early at the U of A.
That's right. So
without his knowledge, obviously.
Without his knowledge, and I think that's the thing that regardless of the fact that I'm losing my senior quarterback next year, is that nobody talked to him. The dad didn't talk to him. The coach didn't talk to him. So I will say this: Casey Dick is a great guy. He is a great guy. We'll get Darren McFadden on the phone right now. He'll say you think. We'll get Houston Nutt on the phone. We'll say the right thing. The only thing I wish Casey had not posted that. I mean, because he was mad. He was angry. But do you blame him for being mad? It would have been nice to be able to get a phone call, especially if you just got that relationship going, to say, hey, listen, this is something we're discussing. Even if you don't agree. He may say, I don't like it, or he may say, now here's the other part of it, Bill. The person who talked to me said that supposedly the U of A offered the kid $1 million, that they're paying him $1 million. So this is from a pretty reliable source now, Bill. Pretty reliable source. So the first thing I thought of is, I don't care about Casey Dick. I don't care about that kid. I'm thinking, $1 million? Yes. We need that this year, but he's not going to play next year.
Congratulations to Hank Hendricks.
Good for him. If I was him, I'd go too.
Life-changing money at the age of 18.
Yeah, but I don't blame that. But listen, wait, really? Do we have $1 million to spend on that? Anyway, that was my first response.
I would agree with you. Surely you can't. I mean, that seems to be reckless at the very least.
You would think so.
Okay,
how good the kid is.
Reckless nature of that. You spend that on a left tackle, and you'll get the best in the country.
Or a corner, or
Are we?
But again,
is the number $1 million as much?
Unconfirmed though. Unconfirmed that was the case. 2, I'm also mystified by how these kids leave high school, and because believe me, if I could have, that's what I would have done. But how does that even happen? By the way,
what do you mean?
Do you like it?
To leave early and enroll at the university, are you? What's the process there? I'm confused.
You have enough credits.
Our friend Will Armstrong, who plays trivia with us every Tuesday, he said he only needed 2 credits to graduate his senior year. He said so. There are ways. Now, a lot of guys do this. I remember Quinn Ewers at Texas did this. Yeah. So the big thing is here. He's obviously something he thought about, right? To have all of your ducks in a row to be able to make this choice.
Yes.
This is something that regardless of where he was going to school, this is something that he and his family had been considering. It's not like he had just decided
it would
to
have
pull
to
the trigger.
be intentional if you have the ability as a junior in high school to have graduated and completed the number of credit courses available. Because I always think about these kids when they turn 40. When they turn 40 and they can't spell cat and they don't know how to balance a checkbook, then that's why. And so you accelerate in the sake of athletics, and then you miss obviously all of what you should know as a human being going forward. And when there's no one there to clean up after you or to tell you what to do, you're left on your own, and you're basically a mutant.
I'm with you on that.
I will say this though. I've always believed this. I hate to see kids not have a chance. I don't even, to be honest with you, I don't like to see kids give up their spring semester of their senior year.
Agreed.
You got one senior year in high school.
And now you don't have much of a choice. It used to be nice.
You do, but I know a lot of people
but the coaching staff you'll get a strong suggestion from a coach where, hey, we're paying you to come play football. When I ask you to be on campus, you better be on campus.
Here's the deal. I understand that, but I don't care. I'm just saying. I get it. But here's the point I'm making is that you got one senior year in high school, Bill, and we're rushing to get to college. And then also you can look back when you're 35 or 40 and go, did I really,
I think to Bill, that's the point Bill's making about like you're a mutant, right? Yeah, you're foregoing important social experiences as a person, but also.
I get it.
Plus, what can you do? What weight can you lift? What measure of unit can you run that you're training at a different level 250 yards away from where you would be training at the same time? What is the thing there?
That's what I was wondering, is there a way that they could transport what he was getting? Because his dad is an assistant.
Yeah. But here's the thing. That's a fair point. The question is, the problem is, Because a lot of fans are going, Casey Dick, you should know that he's going to get better training at the U of A. Is he?
Is he?
He's fourth. You just signed four guys.
Well, they're going to have. You're going to have Southeastern Conference facilities and coaching. And I promise you, any coach worth their salt does care about the players they care about are being developed physically.
But I'm saying you're fourth already. You're not going to get the attention that you think you're going to get.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that front. And that was my thought about why he should stay.
Yeah,
I think, but how often do we see guys go from high school to college and the physical transformation starts?
Quinn Ewers obviously the thing did not work out at Ohio State. I think he took one snap.
No, Austin Simmons, I think, graduated a year early, but also I think he graduated college in 2 years.
Yeah, I just think if the kid's 160 pounds and he needs more development, and let me tell you can do that in high school. All this stuff about he's going to get much more development at college. Is he? I don't know.
Yeah, he's not going to get game reps.
Well, yeah, he's not going to get. If we're paying that money, that's my bigger thing, Bill. It's like, we just got through saying we're short of money. We need all the money we can get. Spend it on something that's really can help you this year.
Given the state of the program, it would seem to be a bad business decision to want to spend that much money to develop somebody as opposed to spending that money on an all-class world tackle. But again, that's unconfirmed. But
and they could have found some money from somebody who is like, I am very passionate about getting this player to campus. Yeah. That's still possible.
It's one thing to pay a kid that's going to be that's graduating, that's going to be a freshman that maybe, because you look at listen, I'll tell you, I'll give you an example on the kid from Miami, I think was supposed to be a senior in high school.
Malachi Tony.
The Tony kid.
Yeah, and Ryan Williams was 18 last year, right? He was young.
So there's some exceptions to the rule, but I think because of the position here, it's just like.
Can I go a step further? And part of the reason why it can be troublesome to pay a kid to train to become something.
Yeah.
Is there a contract that binds him to the university for the next 4 years?
Well, that's a great point. What do you think the odds are that he's there in 2 years?
Yeah. So again, as we've talked about, it doesn't matter NIL. 50% of all 5 and 4 stars are gone from the original university they signed with. They're never going to graduate from there. So that means it's a 50-50 chance that he's gone somewhere, and you've just paid to produce a great quarterback for Southern Cal.
That's right.
Right, and also another note on this is that Casey Dick's entire motive, and look, that's his job. He wants to win, right? He is upset because he's losing a 4-star quarterback who is a senior, who's going to give him a great chance to win a lot of football games next year. Right. That is why he is most upset.
Now, that's I don't know if you know that for sure.
I mean, or could it be, what's he upset about?
Because they just rolled in there. Hey, it's maybe the way it was handled. Because if you look at his comments, he said disappointed the approach to the recruiting process. So my question is, my question is this: if this is the way you do business now, I'm never going to call a head coach again. I just deal with the parents, right? I mean, if they didn't talk to Casey Dick about this at all, Coach, coaches out there don't need to talk to you. We're just going to talk with the parents. And I mean, it would seem, why wouldn't you involve the coach?
There is because the money talks.
Yeah.
That does sort of supersede everything else. Let me tell you, son. Your coach doesn't like me. I don't care. I'm going to pay you $2 million American dollars to come here, and that's $500,000 more than anyone else. You want to walk away from $500,000 because this coach doesn't like me? That's fine. Well, that extra $500,000 screams pretty loud to a young man.
Well, again, I'm not saying. Listen, I don't blame the kid for if it's as much money as they're saying.
He's getting paid a chunk of change.
I don't blame that. Well, I'm just saying, is it smarter for a college coach who's got to be dealing with Casey Dick to have the conversation if you're trying to develop that relationship, or is going forward you don't need to talk to high school coaches anymore?
Do you think this one's different because his dad is a member of the staff?
Could be.
Because, and once again, yes. But you're back to the Casey Dick point. He's upset about the way it's handled, but ultimately, the result. I think he's upset about the result of the way it was handled. I think he is mad that he is losing a good quarterback and it happened behind his back. But mostly he's mad.
We can't say for sure what he's most mad about. He's making the point that it would be nice to be involved in the process. And the only thing I would advise Casey is don't keep your emotion under control. Go face to face. Go face to face when you've heard the news.
Our man Kyle Sutherland's usually very diplomatic when it comes to coaches, and he said on Twitter yesterday that this stuff, essentially implied that these things should be handled behind closed doors. I think that's where Casey really messed up here. Is that he has a right to be upset.
Yeah.
And I'm not really on the other side of this, but the way he handled it, that's not throwing a public fit on Twitter is not the way this should be handled.
Yes. But I also think if it's happening, if it's
call the coaches then.
If
Call
it's
the
a
coaches
fact,
and tell
but
them
if it's
then.
a fact, what's wrong with articulating the fact that our quarterback's not going to be with us next year? Because
Well, he took
of
it
what
down,
I
though. I
believe,
mean, obviously he wasn't very pleased with
and
how
that's
he came off.
that's the point. I mean, and again, we don't know whether the guy's being paid $1 million. David, that's a whole separate argument to have. Like, what in the world?
I know.
Well,
once again,
in the
we
name
don't.
of holy hoot are we? I mean,
We don't know.
we're paying-
We don't know.
That's again
Again,
from somebody. it was told that something from again. I don't know if that's true or not.
He's going to
Unconfirmed.
get paid. He's getting
Can I
paid
tell you?
well.
I don't know if he should get paid anything. That's what
Yes,
I'm saying. Is it the time we need to pay somebody that can play next year? Can we not get
And
this
then-
kid a year from now? That's my only thought.
Does he end up like Uday Hussein or Mamam Blablia?
Yes.
That just it takes off to UCLA.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nico
did we get our $500,000 back from that brother or
Yeah,
what?
remember that? And I actually have been wondering what happened on that front.
Yeah.
That makes
Yeah,
no sense.
I think the question is because you can remember Sam Pittman decided that, hey, I need to stop signing high school guys. I need to get guys that can help. So there's a balance in there where now this is a step even further back towards you're paying a high school kid to sit out at age 17.
I would make an argument, and Signetti at Indiana is to some degree a case study in this, in that I would not. You could make an argument to not sign a high school kid at all.
Yeah, sure.
That to look at
Bill,
Division
no
II
question.
and Division, I call it 1AA or FBC, PBJ,
FCS.
whatever we call it now,
Yes.
and look at the rising stars from those and say these are kids that have proven themselves at a level slightly below here, or now you don't want this. That they are looking to make the leap up. And that is a better barometer for success or would-be success than a kid who played in high school in Fayetteville. And I mean, not to go nuts here, but I'm going to be a little blunt. Name the last Northwest Arkansas quarterback that was a wild success at the University of Arkansas, that when they were a Gatorade All-American or parade this or parade that. It's not happened. Yeah. It has not happened.
Yeah.
So I'd rather go to Middle Tennessee State and see this guy that passed for 1 jillion yards and go,
right,
that guy could be pretty good.
It's the Signetti.
That's what he's done.
Production versus potential.
Yes, production versus potential. You look and go, that guy has won, and maybe he's grown an inch
and also
or two.
you pick out your play. I mean, you can pick out certain guys, in the recruiting process. You say, okay, like a good example is a kid nearby, Deuce Williams, at Joe T. Robinson. His dad is a finalist to be a Hall of Famer. He was one of the best players in the state this year. His only problem is he's a little undersized, right? So he's going to Stephen F. Austin, one of the best FCS programs. That's one of those kids who say, we're keeping tabs on you. If you give me a little bit of production, and then you make the call and you get the kid up the. By the way, Walker White, quarterback.
Yeah, I saw that going to UCA. Yeah, probably a good move.
Yeah.
I still missed again. Just the romantic ideas of
you
college
do.
football.
You are just such a.
So I remember Bill when you would recruit a kid and he stays there 3 or 4 years. Now, I was thinking. We got to learn 32 players. Hold on, let me finish. 32 players from 32 different schools. I mean, every year we do this. We're like, wow. All right, we got to remember that's the guy from this. I mean, it's like, wow, that's what it's turned into now. You don't have that.
But it's a different. I know very well. It's a different sport. I mean, it is.
It's not. I'm saying
football is football, but everything around it.
That's right. I'm saying I don't like it. I'm just saying I just like having the value of maybe knowing somebody for more than a year.
Yes.
As Cal said, mercenaries. He said, we become mercenaries. You fly in, you do this thing. I saw one again. The kid we just signed out of Boise State. This is his fourth school. Yeah, fourth school, 4 years, and whatever.
And maybe that again. Maybe you can see a pattern. The further down the rabbit hole we get with the NIL and the portal itself, you're able to determine sort of a formula for success.
Yeah.
And what appears to be emerging, and Chambliss is a good example of it, Signetti in Indiana, and some others, is cultivating these guys who come up from FBCBJ
sure.
and Double A, Division II, and then you see and go, okay, yeah, but success.
The kid at Ouachita, an offensive tackle at Ouachita, Division II, just over there.
I get you love that, and you love the kids. You get to know them 4 years, but they're gonna build a statue of Fernando Mendoza, Indiana. How long has he been there? Yeah. I mean, he's going to be
10 months.
It's 10 months. And he's going to be one of their favorite players in school history.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that, but I think that's exception to the rule.
Yeah, but but more teams now have a chance to win. Trinidad Chambliss is going to go down. It's going to go down in Ole Miss history
I agree
as one of their favorite players. How long was he there for?
I agree 100%, but I'm just saying though you're talking 2 players, which
Pavia, Vanderbilt,
3
2 years. Yeah, but this is going to keep happening. This will keep happening.
I'm just saying, but it's not like you have.
But I think the standard is being set that this is going to repeatedly happen, where these guys, like the schools like Indiana that have good coaching, that decide to start spending, they can identify talent well, are going to have these special pop seasons that are going to be impactful to their program's history. And like those guys are going to end up being, legends for 1 year.
And you've seen it happening greatly at Arkansas, right?
Yeah, well, it's okay.
Well, I'm just saying
they're not spending money seriously right now.
Bill, that's what this boils down to. Hey, let's get a billionaire. Let's buy a team, and that's what it's become.
Yeah, people just care about winning. They don't care about what you care about anymore. Yeah, I wish it was the way you said it was.
Well,
but
I'm just saying it's still early in the process. Let's just see how this works out. Now, listen, I think they're going to make changes where you have less transfer opportunities, where you don't have four schools in 4 years. I think that will help to where, Josh, at least you get a couple years where you get to guarantee where you get
the
to
only
no
thing
players.
Stopping that would be employment contracts, at least in my opinion.
I would say the NCAA, and I know we got to hit a break here soon, but the NCAA has bungled this so horribly.
Right. Yep.
And it's because they refused to deal. When money exploded and cable television, ESPN came on the scene, and the 90s began to televise all that, and all that revenue was coming in, and the players didn't get anything. That's when sort of the original Ed O'Bannon, the original, the original name, image, and likeness, it was left to lawyers and the courts to decide this, not for the NCAA to begin to institute and implement policies that allowed that.
They were not proactive at all.
None. They stuck their heads in the sand and they bowed up and they
lined their pockets
nothing.
during
they spent all the money. And then you wake up and now I promise you, Tom Morris is going to kill somebody in federal court.
Yeah.
And if you try to implement any of these rules outside of a collective bargaining agreement between the players and the universities that then establishes a set of rules that is airtight any kind of federal lawsuit, that the players are going to win every time in federal court, and they have the power beyond belief.
And the other part of that discussion too is the NCAA had this policy all this, and it was the coaches' salaries kept going up.
Yep.
The AD salary. Yep. So ADs became millionaires, and they just let it keep going. And I remember thinking,
assistant coaches. We've had coordinators making
all became millionaires.
$3 million.
And I remember thinking,
never thought about what.
At some point, somebody's going to say this is way out of.
Look at pro football, right? I mean, the highest paid coach, I believe, is Andy Reid.
Yeah.
There are 130 players who make more money than Andy Reid in the NFL.
And if they don't do something, we already mentioned $6.5 million is supposedly the kid out of Alabama maybe being offered for 1 year.
Yeah,
for 1 year.
And what's sad about that is that guy's not that good.
I know.
You're just throwing money at something that's not that good.
In the NFL,
he can make more money if he gets
it. He's not that good.
I know.
He's this year good. So
all right. We'll check in with Chris Kane coming up. Chris Kane is in Jacksonville. He was there at the game yesterday. The Bills hanging around. Great football this whole weekend. One thing we can't debate, we can't disagree, is that the game of football is so great. Such a great game. Thanks to all the guys over the years, going back 100 years, that did the innovations and made them, what it is today.
Drama.
It's such a great game. And we're glad you're with us. Don't go away. 7:33.
Fence Brokers presents Razorback Graffiti every Monday with Morning Mayhem. One sentence to let the guys know how you feel about the Razorbacks from Fence Brokers, going the extra mile.
This is SportsCenter.
An exciting Super Wild Card weekend as 5 of the 6 games are in the books. 4 of those 5 games were one-score contests. First, on Saturday, the Rams rally with a last-second drive to beat the Panthers 34-31. Matt Stafford throws for 304 yards and 3 touchdowns. Then, the Bears rally down 3 scores to come back and beat the Packers. Caleb Williams throws for 361 and 2 touchdowns. Then yesterday, the Bills overcome the Jaguars 27-24. Josh Allen, the hero in that game. The Niners edge the Eagles 23-19 as they withstand a last-second drive from the Eagles. And then finally, the Patriots take care of business against the Chargers 16-13. One more game tonight as the Steelers host the Texans. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Mostly sunny today. Cold this morning, then up to 58 this afternoon. Tonight, clear, dropping off to 33 in Little Rock. Some places will still have the 20s tomorrow morning. Then tomorrow, mostly sunny, windy, and warming up to 67 degrees. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Are you hungry? Something new, $25, all you can eat, sushi rolls, soup, salad, Benihana rice. Come at Benihana's Monday through Thursday.
Catch Quinn Grovey each Thursday this football season on The Zone. Get insight from one of Arkansas's best, brought to you by Conway Wealth Management. Conway Wealth Management, planning today for your tomorrow. Take control of your financial future and call or visit Conway Wealth Management today, 501-358-3994.
Or visit ConwayWealthManagement.com.
Securities and financial planning offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA SIPC.
Clint Turner here for Low T Center and Synergenics. Look, you make your New Year's resolution to get back in shape, but when you don't see immediate results, you give up. If you want real results in 2026, go to Synergenics and Low T Center right now for a free men's TRT test and $200 off the women's hormone test. Now's the time. Make the move. Book now at GetMyHealthFix.com. I was just like a lot of y'all out there. I had no idea low testosterone was a thing, and I damn sure didn't know about how bad it could be. But check it out, y'all. It's pretty simple. If you're experiencing constant tiredness, lack of focus, just feeling off, you need Synergenics and Low T Center. It's quick, it's painless, and it'll change your life. Ladies, we ain't forgetting about y'all. Now, the women's hormone test is only $99 this month. Normally, it's $299. So don't wait. Get in now and change your life at GetMyHealthFix.com. So don't wait. Ladies, gentlemen, get in now and change your life. GetMyHealthFix.com. Trust the OGs, the pioneers of the TRT game, Low T Center and Synergenics. GetMyHealthFix.com.
Superstars Joe Klein and Pat Bradley for Arkansas's #1 sports app, Bet Saracen.
Joe, you know the main difference between Bet Saracen and those other guys?
Definitely. Easier to navigate. Always good parlays. Plus lots of fun choices. Like ping pong. Right there on the app.
But the real difference are those special promos.
Brand new players get a 100% profit boost just for downloading the Bet Saracen app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
We have a simple formula at Shelter Insurance. Provide personalized coverage at great rates with local agents to help you choose the coverage you need. And if the unexpected happens, fulfill our promise to be there when you need us most. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See shelter agent Sam Eklund in Star City or Nick Jones in Hot Springs for a free personal protection review.
This is Darren McFadden. I listen to Baz, Justin, and Rod because they got their wood. Enjoy Mayhem on 103.7 The Buzz.
All right, 7:37 on this Monday, January 12th. No Roger Scott today. He's had to go to the dentist this morning, so he'll be back tomorrow. Great to have Bill Vickery hanging out with us today.
Do we know what procedure? Is this just a teeth cleaning?
I don't know exactly. HIPAA just he won't even tell me.
Oh boy,
he might come in.
Right.
He might come in with gold teeth tomorrow. You never know.
Does HIPAA apply to dental records as well? Do we know?
I don't know.
HIPAA.
Also, we'll hear from. I think Chris is trying to get off his plane to call. I don't think he's available yet. He'll let us know. So, a couple things. I mentioned it in passing. Do want to give condolences to Megan Sweeney and her family. I know her husband, Tim, at age 38, passed away yesterday. Great guy. Billy, been a listener to the show a long time since he was young, and had two kids. They have two kids, 10 and I think 10 and 6. And just a great guy. Cancer got him, but had a great attitude. He came by and saw us at the show out in Poland. Justin had donated a guitar to his family and signed it. But Tim was a great guy, and if there's a way you handle dealing with something as ugly and nasty as cancer, which he fought it with just the greatest of attitudes. So just really sorry to hear about that, and condolences to his family. We mentioned earlier too the Saracen Casino Resort CFO Jim Burns died on the golf course, I think, because of a golf cart accident. Really sorry to hear that. That's a sad thing. He's 58 years old, so condolences go to him. So just got to, listen, be appreciative of one another, be glad what we have every day. We got a chance to have a great weekend. It was wonderful watching all the football. Basketball, not so much.
Pretty brutal.
But we're gonna bounce back, and we'll talk to Pat Bradley. I think in the 9 o'clock hour. I think we've got that line of graffiti brought to you by Finch Brokers as well. Today is National Pharmacist Day, Bill.
Yes, National Pharmacist Day.
Mine is Custom Compounding. Thanks to Tyler and Mark. Appreciate them. National Clean Off Your Desk Day. Do you have a desk at your
Yes.
office and your home?
It stays pretty tidy.
It does?
I get pretty, I get a little nutty about stuff like that.
Some great games, as I mentioned, this weekend. We love college sports. Baseball, baseball practice started.
Yes.
On campus at Razorback. Softball practice started. So looking forward to seeing, those schools, the Razorbacks try to get to the World Series again.
February? When's
they go down to Dallas.
Yeah.
Dallas this year?
Yeah.
Tournament
down there.
By the way, somebody said, why don't you get Casey Dick on the phone talking about the last story? So here's the deal. Casey is a teammate of DJ. I could do that, but I'm not going to do that. I talked to Houston Nutt last night. That's he's not my teammate. I've been around him. I spoke to his team a couple years ago. I like the guy, class act. So all you guys disparaging him, I'll just tell you, you can say what you want to and maybe fumble this thing and the way he handle it. And I said, if I could encourage him, don't tweet. Do not tweet.
Yeah.
And but this dude's a good dude, and all you folks out there railing on him, that's fine. All you want to. I'm just knowing I've been around him, and I know people know him. We could get McFadden on the phone right now and others, and they would tell you the same. I mean, you're perfect.
Two things can be true, right?
Yeah.
He can be a good guy, and also he could have messed this one up.
Yeah,
and
he has a reason to be mad. I can see.
Yeah, I don't think it's totally
I
justified.
just want to jump in here. He articulated a point of view that, while not popular with Razorback fans, wasn't necessarily a bad point of view.
True, that's correct. That's right.
I think the back part of the tweet's what I have a problem with, Bill. The idea where it's like Coach Silverfield and Arkansas are no longer welcome on our campus. I mean, especially in that example where you're on the same campus. I know you're upset, I know you're frustrated, but if you want to do the best thing for your players, it's in your interest as a coach, and your players' interest to have a good relationship with Ryan Silverfield. And so I know you might be upset, but I think publicly, dunking on him is not the right way to go.
I don't disagree necessarily, but I also know that, again, it was a public outing, and I think people are a little hung up on that.
Right.
I mean, that's what I like. I love it when Trump tweets because you know what's going on behind the scenes.
Right.
And I think, if there's some issue there, then what is going on?
Yeah, you know what sort of bothers me? It bothers me, again, I don't know all the circumstances that right off the bat, you got a high school coach that's right next door to the U of A, is already got a beef with the new head coach at U of A.
Literally across the street.
That's what bothers me is that, wow, okay, let's say you shouldn't have tweeted it, but still that doesn't take away from the fact you got a high school coach that, and maybe that's the way things are now. You don't have to call the high school coach. You just call the parents, and that's what you're going to do, and high school coach don't need you anymore. I mean, I don't know.
Well, what it's done amongst the fan base now is explode this speculative notion of, did this guy get paid a bunch of money? Are we paying him to go set while you're going to see our quarterback sacked 20 times in a game, and we could have spent that money on a left tackle?
That's the bigger point to me. It's like, wait a minute, do we have the money to do that?
Yes. So now is this tornado of speculation about what's going on, and that's going to plunge us down a dark rabbit hole.
Our good friend Mike Hager, head of the Arkansas State Police, has classic 24-hour rule. Don't send an email, social media post before you have time to cool off. Don't hit send before you will let your boss, your wife, and Jesus approve. Yep. Social media, that is a great point. And I've done that before, too, where I'm like, maybe I should have just been a little.
Yeah, it would have been just as poignant, right, 24 hours later. This was not something that was, it wasn't, it's timely, but it did not need a response immediately. I think he could have thought more about it. I'm not saying Bill. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong about the articulating.
And Mike's got a good point there. That last guy is a pretty good editor too.
Right.
He runs a tight ship.
I wanted to show it real quick because some people are saying about Indiana. We saw Indiana just completely dismantle Oregon, and now you've got they are a 7-point favorite over Miami according to the Oaklawn Sports app. I love this comparison. So they're making could Indiana be the greatest team of all time? They're beating people by an average. I mean, I've been seeing some stats. I mean, they're beating people on average. I think they've scored like 55.6 times. So they compare. This is a great comparison. Mendoza versus the 2019 Joe Burrow. So both of them completions, 71% for Mendoza, 76% with Burrow. But this is where it changes. Yards, 2980
for Mendoza, 5,671 for Joe Burrow. 33 touchdowns for Mendoza, 60 touchdowns for Burrow.
Yes.
Both have 6 interceptions. That team in 2019 for LSU was just sick.
Also, we're never going to see somebody catch Burrow stats-wise, too, because one big rule has changed. The clock runs. Right, so the running clock has made the number of possessions in games now shorter.
Number of plays.
So your number of plays is going to go down. But I think to your point, the way they're drilling teams, it is reminiscent. Nobody's going to touch that 19 offense. That's the best offense in history, full stop.
Can I, a little bit of nostalgia here, David.
Please.
Can I take us back?
Could say the last team to win 16 games?
So, no. Let me take you back to 1984. A red and white team, many considered the best in all of college football history, flies in from the middle of America.
I know where you're going,
to Miami.
Yes.
To play the University of Miami in Miami. And an upset occurs where the University of Miami wins while holding off a 2-point conversion.
Correct.
Is it eerily the same, or is it not even close?
You can certainly make that argument. I mean, nobody gave Schnellenberger a chance. Of course, that started the unbelievable run for Miami.
Started the year.
I actually made that prediction 5 weeks when I was, I think, a junior in college. I made a bet with a writer. I've been following Miami and seen how good they were. And they were loaded, but nobody saw that coming because Nebraska was so good. Of course, Tom Osborne at the time had not won a national championship. He had
still hadn't won the big one.
Hadn't won the big one and did for a long time until the 90s.
Yeah.
And so, but Miami, that was a big game. That was.
That line's moved to 8, by the way, now, the Indiana.
And it is down at Miami. We've seen some of the ticket prices. Holy cow.
Is it expensive?
Oh, yeah. They're just really nuts.
It's ironic considering the last round of the playoff, we saw some get-in prices that were like $25. For Texas Tech, Oregon. Indiana was like 90% Indiana fans.
I know. And they're all trying to get down there now. Yeah. Of course, Miami's fighting for their tickets. And
I did see where the whatever the athletic association is for the state of Indiana, they have rescheduled all high school basketball games that were to be played on Monday night to a different night.
Sure.
So that
that's
everyone
smart.
can watch the
Also, Anthony Black, who we used to have on our show every week during basketball season as a Razorback, had another big game. Had 26 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, 3 steals. Listen, that kid's name. Remember, he's only 21.
Yeah,
I think he's 21 now. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's been a bad year for them, but they kind of desperately needed the Anthony Black. The acceleration. It's gone. He was 9 of 10 last night. 9 of 10 from the floor in the game, and he was 3 of 4 from 3.
Did you see, too, we'll take a break here. I think we're probably just going to take Chris at 8:05. Did you see where two movie stars are in trouble with the law? Home Alone star Daniel Stern was cited by California police soliciting prostitution. Mm-hmm. Didn't arrest him, but just gave him a ticket. He's 68. Yeah. And then there's another movie star that got popped for apparently – 2 kids have accused him. Where is it at? I'll have to find the story. Accused him of maybe messing around on the set of a movie recently. And I'll find that during the break. Also, LSU wins big over, don't win big, but beats number 2 Texas 70-65. Boy, does LSU not have 2 of the sort of controversial coaches in Mulkey at basketball and Kiffin?
Goodness.
What? Did you see what she had on yesterday? Yeah. It was the Elvis 1958 gold jacket, gold pants. I mean, she puts on a show, doesn't she?
Yes, but she can coach, and that's what
she can.
That overshadows the fact that she can really coach too.
That's right. By the way, Razorback women lose by 35 yesterday.
Yeah.
That's not going to be pretty the whole year.
It'll be rough.
Thank goodness for baseball and softball coming and basketball. I'm not giving up on this team yet.
Oh my gosh, no.
We do have a clip in there that talks about Fairy World.
I see. You see what I've learned my lesson. Did I yesterday? No. I said, listen I'm going to overlook this.
All right, do not go away. 7:48.
Now it's a little bit hard being this caught off guard, watching you trying to not hurt my feelings. You look like I need a drink right now. You look like you're gonna try to let me down. Nice and easy. Think I know why you won't sit down.
Old number 53 here, and back in my day, I was fortunate to be around some great teams, along with some great teammates. And even now, all these years later, I'm also grateful to be a part of a great team here at 103.7 The Buzz. But you know another great team that I've come to appreciate over the years? It's the team over at Edwards Food Giant, and there are 11 stores located all over the metropolitan area, including their Edwards Cash Saver stores. And let me tell you this, if you haven't been to the newest Edwards Food Giant in North Little Rock in the Lakewood Village Shopping Center, you really need to stop by there. This store is truly the most beautiful grocery store store that I've ever been inside of. The layout with their used selection and inventory, including their deli and salad bars, is the best. Of course, their meat department at Edwards will truly blow you away, too. That newest Edwards store has everything from heat and eat, meal solutions, weekly specials, to a giant wine department, to their dry-aged beef that's been temperature and humidity controlled for 28 days in their cooler, resulting in a steak that's tender, flavorful, and unlike any steak you've ever had. So see for yourself why the team at Edwards Food Giant is now Central Arkansas's favorite place to shop.
Happening now at Lazy Boy of Little Rock, the inventory overstock and 2 great chairs event. A chair for you and a chair for you. Save big with up to 50% off store-wide, and don't miss grabbing 2 comfortable select chairs at one low price. You serious, Clark? Recliners, sofas, comfort has never been more affordable. Get to Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor, Shackelford Galleries of Little Rock. Long live the lazy.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. Our team of experts can become your outsourced IT department, solving problems even before you know about them. We provide and maintain everything from servers and network infrastructure to printers and digital copiers. As a family business with over 80 years of history in Little Rock, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. If you're ready to get your IT in order, visit captg.com and sign up for a free consultation.
Injured? There's only one number you need to know. 888-8888.
At Rainwater Holton Sexton, no case is too big and no insurance company too strong.
Just dial 888-8888.
Responsible attorneys Michael Rainwater and Bob Sexton.
Hi folks, it's Chris Zender here at Frank Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood. When you're in the market for a new Dodge Chrysler Jeep or Ram, we hope you give us a chance to earn your business. Here's some things to consider. Fletcher Dodge has been family-owned dealer here in Sherwood for over 25 years. We know how to take care of our customers to keep them coming back. Every Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram dealer pays the same price for their vehicles. It's the dealer that makes the difference. We'll give you the best deal up front. No haggling, no arguing. We make it easy to buy a new vehicle, and we'll pay you more for your trade-in. Compare our deal to anybody's, and you'll buy from us. Come see us today for the deal of a lifetime on new Dodge Chrysler Jeep or Ram. At Frank Fletcher Dodge, you'll always get the best price, the lowest finance rate, and more for your trade. And we promise you a hassle-free buying experience. We want to be your dealer for life. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Just tell us what you're looking for and we'll make you a deal. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
MNB is proud to be serving Central Arkansas. No matter where you are in life, it's nice to know you have a partner when it comes to banking. Whether it's buying that first home, growing your business, or planning for retirement, we understand that everyone's challenges are different. At MNB, we can guarantee a great personal banking experience. Let us work to help you with your next life moment. Stop into one of our many locations and let us show you what community banking is really like. Visit us online at mnbbank.com.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Greg O'Neill inviting you to join the most vibrant, fun, and multifaceted fitness community in Central Arkansas, the Little Rock Athletic Club, with 30% off the joining fee right now. And when you join, people will witness the fitness.
Tune in each week when Susan Irwin Prowl shares her Keys to the Weekend music events calendar with Justin and DJ. Brought to you by Willie D's and Big Red Dog Productions. Big Red Dog Productions is your gateway to music excellence in Central Arkansas and beyond. Visit entertainersguide.com to see the weekly calendar and submit your shows.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
And give Auburn credit. The way they played, we're a lane touch team. Who was the lane touch team today? We're not a team that tries to shoot 33s. Who did that today? Us. Because the stuff was really rough. If you drove, it was rough. You're not just getting a free lane unless you were driving on us. But like I said, I won't watch this tape. Not my team.
Not my team. Not my team. So Justin Moore bringing us back from the break, 7:53 here on Morning Mayhem. The other actor that I failed to come up with was Timothy Busfield. And for those who don't know who he is, he was best known for Revenge of the Nerds, 30-something. What else was what was the other one?
It was on the West Wing for a while, too.
It was on the West Wing, and apparently he was directing a show, and a couple of kids on there accused him of touching them.
Yep.
He's married to Melissa Gilbert.
Yes.
And you said he's got an Arkansas connection. I had no
went
idea.
to Conway High School, there,
What?
according to the internet.
Did not know that.
Yes.
Bad news.
Yeah, and he was on some talk show where he did not speak flattering in a flattering way of Conway, I think.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
He didn't. I'll be darned.
Yes,
Well,
he was a wampus cat.
Yeah, I also had the Golden Globes last night. There's a movie that Josh and I really disagree on, One Battle After Another. That is the one with Leo DiCaprio and Sean Penn. Nikki Glaser was great last night on the front end. She was funny. She took some great shots. It was to me, those are, if you're good at that, that's such a, because all these stars are up there and they know they can do nothing about it, and she doesn't care. She goes
the
out
crowd
there.
shot. That's the whole.
Yes. 661-1037 is the number if you want to be a part of the show. You got a game tonight. You got Houston at Pittsburgh. You said Houston is a 3.5-point favorite there.
3 right now at Oaklawn.
You can go to the Oaklawn Sports app now. I had a pretty good weekend, 5-1. I'm going with Houston tonight.
You like Houston?
Houston.
It's playing in Pittsburgh, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Except for the field in Pittsburgh is really horrible.
Will there be holy water again tonight?
Yeah, that is such a great scene for those who don't know it. Yeah,
last week
a priest did that,
sprayed,
right?
He sprayed holy water in the end zone. That Tyler Loop ultimately missed the kick going towards.
Yeah, it's so good.
There you
Shenanigans.
go. Get the Pope involved. Well, the Pope's involved with the Bears. So.
Did want to mention, because Bill's older like me, 55 years ago on this day, 1971, All in the Family premiered on CBS.
There you go.
TV show that altered the landscape of. Couldn't do that show anymore. Go back and watch, wow. Also, I have to give credit to Josh when I said on this day, 1966, 60 years ago, the first real Batman show was on the air, and he goes, Adam West? And I said, Adam West.
Yes.
Extra credit for you. Tell me who Robin is.
Burt Ward.
Burt Ward is correct. And then you pow!
Oh, yeah.
All the yes.
Yeah,
and
I watched one Saturday night. It had Eartha Kitt as
Eartha
Catwoman.
Kitt.
Remember
Well, that's it. Some of the great actors of our time were in that.
Cesar Romero.
Cesar Romero
was the Joker.
Yes.
Was it Frank Gorshin was the Riddler?
Frank Gorshin. Remember when they would walk
Burgess Meredith was
oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah,
Remember they walk up the side of the building? People would stick things out there.
You get the cameo by somebody. Yeah.
Yes.
Milton Berle, I think, was a Vincent Price was a was a bad guy. Guest villain.
Guest villain. That's exactly right. And Josh, not to leave out you, 1999, still before your time. Britney Spears released her debut album, Baby One More Time.
Yes,
it was big at the time. Remember the video?
Lots of mixed feelings about that. At the time.
Also, I mentioned about the Jets. This was the day that the Jets beat the favorite coaches when Joe Namath said, "We will win," something we'd never seen before. Somebody being cocky and calling the win.
Broadway Joe.
And then how about this? We have Terry Bradshaw every Tuesday. 1975 on this day, Pittsburgh beat Minnesota 16-6 in Super Bowl IX. The Steelers draft picks that year going into that season, Lynn Swann, Jack Lambert, John Stallworth, and free agent Donnie Shell. Between them, 28 Pro Bowls, 20 Super Bowl rings. All of them were Hall of Famers. I mean, is that not crazy?
Yeah,
I mean, it was. How'd you like to have a draft class like that?
I mean,
one draft class.
That's
It's got to be maybe the greatest draft class
you
ever.
can certainly make those 2 or 3 they had at Pittsburgh. They've got like 10 gold jackets in them. Mean Joe Green, Terry Bradshaw. Did Franco get in the? Is it Franco?
Yeah,
also?
Franco's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and of course, if Dallas wins one of those that they lost, they probably get a few more. And Terry Bradshaw has said as much.
Did you notice Terry Sunday mentioned the fact that his first playoff game was the Immaculate Reception?
Is that right? Wow.
His first playoff game was the
Holy
Immaculate
cow!
Reception.
I didn't remember what. Remember, if you look at the film on that, there's cars that are parked.
Yes,
in the
Buick.
Yeah. They got some kind of promo. They got like 8 cars. Players are running around in the end zone. It's classic. Yeah.
Three River Stadium. There's a Buick parked right there. And the big one, man, the trunk of the 6'6".
Oh my gosh, yes, it's classic. All right, we'll visit with Chris Kane. He's down in Jacksonville. When we come back, we got Pat Bradley still. Bill Vickery's hanging in there, fighting the cold.
Hanging in.
If you want to be a part of the show, 661-1037. Today it's just me and Josh. That's it. No Raji Dodge. But we'll get him back tomorrow, though. Glad you're with us. Don't go away. 8 o'clock.
This is Justin Acree. If hand or wrist pain is getting in the way of your daily life, it's time to see the specialists at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. Their fellowship-trained hand and wrist surgeons treat everything from arthritis and fractures to nerve injuries and carpal tunnel. And with Arkansas's only hand trauma telemedicine program, advanced care is available around the clock. Call Ortho at 501-686-TOSH to schedule your appointment today and get back to living pain-free. That's 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now.
Oaklawn is here for when you want non-stop racing and non-stop action. The season's back, the weekends are packed, and it's time to plan your visit. The classic racing season kicks off January 30th and runs through May 2nd with exciting weekends, great food and drinks, and the kind of atmosphere you can only find in Hot Springs. It's fast, it's lively, it's time to win. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Arkansas Municipal Equipment presents Coach Nolan Richardson when he joins Drive Time Sports every week with Rollin' with Nolan. Arkansas Municipal Equipment in Bowen. Find them online at ametrucks.com.
Our guys aren't so bad, right?
This is taking unsportsmanlike conduct to a whole new level.
Maybe not. 103.7 The Buzz. KABZ Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK's Gary Burton Jr.
There's a new online program looking to improve financial literacy around the state. The Arkansas Financial Education Commission launched the new program called Enrich. This will help Arkansans feel more confident about everyday financial decisions. It offers free, personalized tips and tricks for anyone trying to save money and spend wisely. This program provides interactive tools to help you understand budgeting and retirement options. A link to the program is available at arfinancialed.enrich.org. And to a quick update, the man accused of killing a couple at an Arkansas state park will be in court later this week. Andrew McGann has pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of capital murder. McGann will be in court this Thursday for a status hearing. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm KARK's Gary Burton Jr. Have a great Monday, everyone.
Little Rock Trojans fans can save 20% off middle leather seats from now until January 17th when they use the code BUZZ, that's B-U-Z-Z, all caps, at littlerocktrojans.com.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
A cold morning, but a little milder this afternoon than it was on Sunday. We'll be mostly sunny with a high of 58 today. Tonight, clear and cold with a low of 33. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and warming up to 67, plus it'll be pretty windy. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Hi, I'm Trey Reed from the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, inviting you to join me every Wednesday morning for the latest news from the great outdoors. It's brought to you by Arts Marine in North Little Rock, now under new ownership, but with the same familiar faces and incredible service you've known for years, plus the area's best selection of boating parts and supplies.
David BAZZEL here for Jones & Son Diamond and Bridal Fine Jewelry. At Jones & Son, when you shop for an engagement ring, you get the benefit of shopping with the largest selection of rings in Central Arkansas. Jones & Son also carry the biggest brands in the business. At Jones & Son, shop their new collection of Jones & Son branded engagement rings. The Jones & Son rings are high quality at a fraction of the price, also are fully customizable, and they can modify any design to suit your needs. They are a direct diamond importer and import all of their diamonds, so you save money. Jones & Son is located at 1121 Rodney Parham Road, and they've been there for over 39 years. The same address and phone number for over 3 decades. Finding the perfect piece of jewelry to match the occasion can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be at Jones & Son Diamond and Bridal Fine Jewelry. Find the right diamonds for that special occasion. Jones & Son invites you to come by or shop with them online at jonesandson.com. Jones & Son is located at 1121 Rodney Parham Road, and they've been there for over 39 years.
Superstars Joe Klein and Pat Bradley for Arkansas's #1 sports app, Bet Saracen.
Joe, you know the main difference between Bet Saracen and those other guys?
Definitely. Easier to navigate. Always good parlays. Plus lots of fun choices. Like ping pong, right there on the app.
But the real difference are those special promos.
Brand new players get a 100% profit boost just for downloading the Bet Saracen app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Spring is sprung and fall is fell. Winter's here, and you may not realize it, but this is the perfect time to spruce the house up. The best way to do that is to call CertaPro Painters. They'll explain everything with no pressure, no upsell, just straightforward professional advice. That's why I've used CertaPro Painters for years on a number of different projects, and I'll do it again and again. Each CertaPro Painters is independently owned and operated. You can schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C.
So the body knows that it needs to heal itself, but it doesn't know how to concentrate it and target it into just one area. So that's where we come in.
By we, Dr. Ashley Caravelli means the nation's leader in regenerative medicine, QC Kinetics.
We put in those treatments, then it sends out like little signalers to your body. We're able to make the body focus on the areas that need the most healing.
QC Kinetics has gathered brilliant medical minds like Dr. Caravelli and Dr. Mitchell Shinecup, a pioneer in the field of regenerative medicine, to lead the way in these innovative pain treatments.
So at QC Kinetics, we have a whole team working nationwide with cutting-edge research to reach our patients and treat them and know that surgery is no longer their only option.
The consultation is free. Find out if you're a candidate. Call QC Kinetics today.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-214-5880. That's 501-214-5880. 501-214-5880.
For 55 years, you've trusted Sigma Supply for all your packaging and shipping needs. And now, as part of Brady Plus, they've got even more to offer. From janitorial supplies, facility supplies, and food service disposables, Sigma Supply has you covered. Ordering is a breeze with over 50,000 new products online at SigmaSupply.com. Call or text sales manager David Breitenberg at 501-617-4600 and ask for the Buzz discount now because it's there. And remember, if you're not using Sigma Supply that is now part of Brady Plus, you've got low-grade product, man.
Lost in the legal jungle? Relax. You have a lion on your side. There's no one better to protect your pride than our pride of Legal Lions. For exceptional communication and exceptional results, hire Lion Legal to come roaring to the rescue. Lion Legal, we bite back.
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
Fool me once, shame on you.
Here are David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
It fooled me, we can't get fooled again.
I don't know how many times I continue to hear that, probably several hundred times, and it's still funny. You got to punch him up, Josh.
That's okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Turnover.
Josh Neighbors running the board today. No Raji Dodge. He'll be back tomorrow. Great to have Bill Vickery in with us. Getting ready to talk with Chris Kane here in a minute. So funny. I said that I drank a lot of water yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I ate a ton, but I lost weight by drinking. I literally drank 10 bottles of water. But let me tell you, how many times I used the bathroom? It's just inevitable. I mean, like 15 to 20 times. It's like every 5 minutes I had to keep getting. I was like, how can I be productive?
One or two.
What's that?
How can I be productive?
How can I be productive? I keep going to the bathroom.
How many twos?
He's not trying to just enjoy his day. He's like, how can I be productive when I have to pee
Hardly
all the time?
any two. I'm like, I keep having to go to the bathroom.
A lot of ones.
A lot of ones.
Let me ask you this: Are you seated or standing with your ones?
Standing. I got to go, man. I got
in and out.
Yeah, you got to go in and out.
You got to be careful when you don't want to get rid of that one. I mean, you need to make sure you're done.
Yeah.
I know. I do. I love my mother. My mother is down in Florida. She's getting ready to come back up here. So. Josh, you've seen sometimes that I will use an older picture of me, like 10 years old. I would say
that's got to be older than 10.
Maybe 15.
No.
I
knew you. That's you.
Listen, when I drop another 20 pounds, you're gonna go, okay, I got you.
No, nobody has been more in your corner on this than
Josh.
I have been on BAZZEL.
He goes, it's older than that.
Josh is a hater over there.
Listen, I'll never have to worry about getting a big head around Josh. He puts me in my place.
Stop.
That's got to be 30
I have
years old.
supported you.
A woman named Penny goes, he hasn't looked like this picture in 30 years. Of course, that bothers my mother. And I love what my mother says. Penny, so true. But in a mother's eyes, he's always the same loving fellow God gave me 62 years ago.
Wow.
What gifts from God our children are. God bless you, Penny. That's right.
Wow.
As a Mr. PR guy, you just
that's-
got through talking about.
I'm melted.
Do you want to win or do you want to vent?
Do you want to vent?
My
or do you
mother
wanna
just
win?
won. She didn't vent. She won.
How brilliant. How brilliant. We need her in the Middle East. We need your mom in the Middle East.
Josh, I was just telling.
You are truly your mother's son.
I was telling Bill, it's like you do this long enough. Every day I look at the people say something negative about me. I mean, it's part of it. I mean, but you have a lot more positive than negative. But you know what? If you pay attention to the negative, you get it too, Josh. You have to see it on the
Yeah.
And so,
But it does not impact me one bit.
I know, and listen. I give you credit. That's the way you've got to do it because you can't be in this business if you can't be in the public eye if you can't.
Well,
deal
also
with
we
it.
trust that when people get to know us, personally, that they would not say these things or feel this way about us. You know?
That's the opposite for me. That's the opposite for me.
I wasn't looking at you when I said that.
It does mean sometimes we can't get irritated because we're human, but it's just the part of it. It just comes with the territory.
I'm wondering if Penny's not an old girl. Maybe.
Let's go to the Little Rock Glass Hotline. I don't know where he is. I know he was in Jacksonville. What's the name of the stadium? I'll go to Bill. What's the name of the Jack Stadium in Jacksonville? What's the name of it?
Finsco or whatever. I don't know.
Let's go find out from the man himself, Chris Kane.
For more than a decade, Chris Kane has graced the airwaves of KATV Channel 7 as weekend sports anchor with Steve Sullivan, and then later news anchor and personality on KATV's Daybreak Morning Show. He's the current MC of the prestigious Miss Arkansas pageant. He's guest hosted every show on the Buzz, and he's an expert on solar power. But today, it's all about Mayhem. Brought to you by Trader Bill's. Check out their new line of pontoon boats in Hot Springs and off I-30 in Little Rock. And get out on the water.
Good morning, CK.
Coming to you live from one of the busiest airports in America, Atlanta, Hartsfield Jackson International. Good morning, gentlemen.
Are you flying Delta, I would presume?
Yes.
All right.
Ooh, there's a lot of smoke coming off that plane out there.
That's not a good sign. All right, you were there. What is the name of the stadium there in Jacksonville that you were at yesterday?
Well, it is currently Everbank Stadium, but when I moved to Jacksonville from Little Rock in 1999, it was almost like destined to be. We went to every home game. They went 14-2 in what was then called Alltel Stadium. Nice
gotcha.
Homage to our Arkansas lineage carrier.
You bet.
That was a Tom Coughlin team, was it not? Mark Brunell was the quarterback.
That's right.
Super Bowl. Is that Super Bowl?
That's right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No. 14-2. Had an amazing year. Only lost to one team that year.
Well, Chris, talk about the disappointment. The Bills, it was back a great game. It looked like for a minute you guys had won it, and then Josh Allen was beat to a pulp, but he still hung in there and led him to a victory. Just talk about the whole experience yesterday at the game.
Well, it was one of those moments where the moment we got seated against the Bills, they're more depleted as a team, but when you got to play Josh Allen, anything goes at any point, and he is Superman. And when we scored with 4 minutes left, the moment we all started cheering, we all looked at each other and we said, way too much time.
Yeah.
And sure enough, he drove him down the field, was brilliant, even though he's certainly not playing at 100%. A few times yesterday I thought, oh, please don't come back out on the field after that hit. Please stay in the medical tent, go to the locker room. But, hey, he is absolutely superhuman at times. And when we got the ball back with a minute left, I thought, okay, well, we got Cam Little. All we got to do is get to the 50. If we get to the 50, feel good about it. And hey, look, the receiver that never drops the ball, high points it, bounces off his hands, and goes right into the other team's hands. And you go, okay, that's the way the season ends. That's how it ends, unfortunately.
Well, and a rare miss for Cam Little yesterday. 54?
Yeah.
Don't see that happen very often. That was a bad sign.
It's almost like he didn't power it. I mean, he had the leg on it, but he didn't. It was able to fade left.
It did.
It kind of needed that. It needed more of that kind of just straight juice on it.
It hooked all the way across the crossbar. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some wind, and that's, I don't know if they talked about it. It was 13-mile-an-hour northwest wind, kind of swirling in the stadium, and we were watching the flags because you go, well, he's got the distance, obviously, but he does like to pull a draw on some of those longer kicks like he did last week. That 67-yarder kind of drew in. And, it was probably a few feet away from being good in terms of the angle of which it was drawing left. But, hey, look, that's just one of those. This is tough. We were lucky to even have a chance at that kick. It was a fluky. We got a playoff, and they counted it as offside. So, honestly, I wasn't even upset about that, to be honest.
Yeah, so I remember somewhere there at the end of the game where you guys had the lead and it looked like you might win. The crowd started going, Duval.
Oh, yeah.
I said, man, that sounded like a great place, great environment. And how depressing, how deflated was everybody walking out of the stadium after?
So it was pretty depressing. I'll tell you. So I went to the playoff game in 2023 when we came back from 27-0 to beat the Chargers. And so it was just the highest of highs, euphoric. You know, no one could believe what was happening. We were almost laughing hysterically, like, can't believe what we just witnessed. Yesterday, it was more so just somber, like, man, what an incredible season. Hey, if you're going to go down, you're going down to one of the best quarterbacks of this generation. And, you know, I mean, it's hard to say it after the game, but I told a couple Bills fans, I was like, I hope he wins it all. I hope Allen gets one because, I mean, he's incredible to watch, and I think he plays the game really well, and he's a class act. So if the Bills win for a long, tortured franchise that went to 4 straight and couldn't win one, I hope they get that one this year, and I hope Allen puts that in his trophy case.
I think I saw yesterday where he's like the number 1 playoff quarterback of all time in terms of stats. No wins, no Super Bowl wins, but I think he's like the highest ranked touchdown of the numbers, which makes sense. But I think that was their first playoff road win in 30 years, I think, for the Bills. So
it was. 1992 was the last one they had. Yep,
makes sense.
It was a great day of football. My gosh, if you started watching at 12, I mean, you basically go from 12 to 10.
I will say, Chris, also you were lucky to be there because you did not have to be subjected to Nance and Romo, who just continually. I mean, their arrows point down. Brady's awesome now.
So he's won you over, huh?
He is. Did you hear him talk about throwing into the wind yesterday?
Yeah, the point of the ball.
Yeah, it's good stuff. He's a little bit of Chris. It's a little bit of Chris Collins.
You didn't like him when he started.
He wasn't good last year. Yeah. No. I think Greg Olson's awesome. I never thought I should replace Greg Olson.
And I sense you disagree with that, Bill.
I didn't think that Nance and Romo were that bad. I mean,
I
don't hate
them. I don't hate Nance. I mean,
it's a little bit of Abbott and Costello between the two of them, or Martin and Lewis, I guess, probably between the two of them.
They had to have a meeting recently, apparently.
They're friendly
because they were not. They're not getting along as well. Apparently,
I will say this: the theme that I take away from all the NFL games, and even I guess maybe that Ole Miss game with Miami. Is that the defense just doesn't step up when you think all they got to do now is go and hold them, the game's over with. Never happens. The offense goes right down the field and either scores.
They almost committed the PI.
Yeah. Which there's a lot of debate on whether that was or not. But I'll tell you, Chris, it was. You can't be more entertained. I mean, you cannot be more entertained watching football than what we've been seeing lately. Not only this weekend, the last couple of weekends. It's just great football.
Being spoiled with good football. The only bad football was played last night, unless you're a Patriots fan. Just a downer of a game to end off on a great weekend of football. But I'll tell you what, that was the thing yesterday, Baz. You know, I was getting text messages, I'm so sorry. And I was like, I'm not. I mean, it wasn't. I was more upset losing to Houston earlier this season to a backup quarterback by 19 points that we gave away in the fourth quarter than yesterday. Because yesterday, until the very last play, it was like, man, I'm hoarse this morning because we're in it. This is amazing. It's back and forth. You're going against one of the best quarterbacks this generation. It's so much fun. And then you lose like that. Yeah, okay. I mean, as our friend Sully says, that's a bummer. But that's what it was. It was a bummer. It wasn't, oh, my gosh, I'm dejected. I'm so mad and angry. It wasn't like that at all. And I didn't really feel like anyone felt like that yesterday. It was just, hey, incredible season, came to an end in a way we didn't like it. But hey, I'll tell you what, everyone's like, okay, we got next year. I'm going to tell you, in the NFL, look at the Commanders probably thought they'd be right back in it this year. Yeah. It is year by year. Yes. Injuries take a toll. Jags had a window this year. It didn't. It wasn't it. Hopefully they can get back somewhere close to what this year was because nothing is guaranteed in that league.
It's interesting. You know, Chris, you were there in the stadium. You can go to regular season games, whether it's at the college level. I'll even go down to the high school level or the college level or the professional level. But you go into a playoff game or a bowl game or a state playoff game, there's a different energy. And at the professional level, when you're in the stadium like that, Chris, you can feel because somebody's done. It's over. The finality of it all ending. Whether you can be, and I know David, you've been there, and Josh, you've been. You can not even have a rooting interest in a game. Let's say in the basketball tournament, and you're there, and you can feel that energy that the season is over for someone, and that finality creates a different level of energy for the home fans. Could you feel that, Chris?
Oh, I did. It was. I mean, it's an old. I mean, I say older. It's relatively old. I think it was built in '95. But it's, one of those concrete structures. Right. And there were times that the ground was shaking below me, and I'm thinking, this is solid concrete.
Yeah.
What is happening? This isn't a big aluminum stadium, like UCF has. And when you felt, I mean, there were multiple times I couldn't hear. I mean, I don't know what the time possession was yesterday, Bill, but I've never yelled like I'm a 37-year-old man screaming at the top of my lungs because everyone else around me is doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And we're laughing after. We're like, this whole thing, as silly as it is, the energy and the moment and the community you have with one another and sharing that. And I'll tell you one thing, Jacksonville historically, and you know this, Bill, it's the rap of a city that, they're going to London, they're moving to L.A. Well, they're not going anywhere, and they're a young franchise, only 30 years old. But seeing 70,000, and I'm telling you, 80-20 was Jaguar fans yesterday in terms of percentage. Well, and seeing that many Jags fans come together was special.
So I think, too, I think you were talking about this in college about how, NIL, transfer portal, all that has made the playing field different, or it just made it different. You see newer teams. I think it's been fun to watch this, to see Chicago finally win a playoff game in first time forever. And how about this? Did you guys realize that New England, that was the first time they'd won a playoff game since 2018. They hadn't won a playoff game in 7 years since they were in the Super Bowl the last time. And then, by the way, you got to give a shout out to Hunter Henry last night with a nice time. They looked impressive. It's just fun to sort of see, especially Chicago, when it looked like that game was over with. That fourth down throw by Caleb Williams was the craziest play. The game should have been over with. Game should have been over with if you're Green Bay. And for them to come down 21-3, it's just like, man, there's so much drama. Now, if you're a Green Bay Packer fan, it was
like watching the same half. It was the same half flipped. I mean, Green Bay completely dominated them in the first half. There was no pass rush. They were nowhere near Jordan Love. Clean pocket, ran him over, and it flipped in the second half.
And I don't know how long has it been since the Bears have won a playoff game. Been a while. I can't think of the last time.
Did Cutler win one?
I don't remember. But Chris, back to the point. Just the point is, it's just fun to see some new blood, some different blood, just involved winning some games and at least playing in the game for sure.
It was. And I thought ultimately you have, the guy on the other side, and the storyline, of course, is can Josh Allen finally make it through this year without having to deal with some of the other elite quarterbacks? I was just happy to see. I mean, outside, I think Trevor threw one not-so-great pick yesterday. The first interception wasn't a great one. It was a great play by the linebacker, jumping the route. But outside of that, I thought, Trevor went ahead in the fourth quarter twice.
Yeah.
Two times in the fourth quarter, he took the lead. He joins only Josh Allen and Drew Brees as quarterbacks in the playoffs to do that and lose a football game, to take two fourth-quarter leads and lose.
Yeah, I think
go
ahead.
So I just think, it wasn't one of those games where you go, it wasn't a fluky season for Trevor. I think he's finally established himself. And I think moving forward, as some of these other quarterbacks start to get a little bit older, we forget Patrick Mahomes. I mean, he's been in the league, 10 years now? I mean, he's not a young pup anymore. And so you're going to see some of these other guys start to emerge, the Caleb Williams, Trevor. Obviously, Josh is still trying to get that one. But I think now the turn of the quarterback time, you're going to Drake May. I mean, it's starting, and it's going to be fun to watch the next few years.
It's also good just to watch good football. I mean, when these teams are the better teams, and you can see they play better. They play good. Some of the defense yesterday was good, but I'm going to tell you, I think we set a record again of fourth quarter lead changes in more than one game over the weekend. I think it was several. Yeah.
Also, fun fact about last year's quarterback draft class. Now, all three quarterbacks who went the top three, May, Daniels, and Caleb Williams, have won playoff games.
From what year?
From last year.
Was that last year?
Was that last year? It wasn't last year, right?
Okay. This is their second year.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
No. Is that right?
That's incredible. Yeah, that's true.
They've all won a playoff game, which is pretty fast.
Yeah.
That does not normally happen.
What do we think too about Ben Johnson and the way the handshake at the end of the game and what he said in the post game? Do we like that, Bill?
Look, it's fun to know that these guys care and that the team care in an era where everything is so transient, and the money drives a lot of the transactions, and you cheer for the jersey, not the guy anymore, and all that. It's fun to see still an old school rivalry where one team hates another team. And after they win, they're celebrating by denigrating the other team. And I don't know that some of the stuff that appeared on Twitter X and all that, some things probably shouldn't be filmed. You know, coaches in the locker room.
That's a good point. Yeah, but they're doing it now.
Film
everything's filmed.
That.
But there's you can't be emotional. And, it was just fun to see a team. Men.
And they hate each other,
Men
too.
being paid a lot of money to play a game actually play it like a game and be emotional about it and all that, not just transactional.
And what great history. I mean, they played each other several hundred times.
And they've only played 3 times in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
And then it was snowing at the beginning, but just before the game started. It's so nice that could have carried over, but it reminded you of the history of the league.
But it was interesting. It's when you play in an outdoor stadium, unless you're in Southern California,
right?
Wind, as Chris is talking about, wind is a factor. It was a factor there in Jacksonville where it was sunny. It was a factor in Chicago. It was a factor in Philadelphia. It was a factor in New England. The wind in the wintertime in these pro stadiums is an element that you have to take into account.
Yeah, that's a great point. And listen, it just was a great weekend. Now, if you like the Razorback basketball team, Chris, not a great weekend. It was almost like the clock struck 12. And okay, wait a minute, we got to go out and play tough. We can't roll the ball out there and win.
No, I was watching the game in a restaurant when I got when I got to Jacksonville Saturday night. And I looked up, and all of a sudden, I started watching the beginning. I was like, okay, slow start. Looking down, talking with friends and family. And I look up, I was like, oh, no. Oh, my goodness. And then, I think Cal summed it up perfectly in the postgame. Hey, I'm not even going to watch it. This is not my team. This is, we're going to move on from this. And the only thing we're going to learn from it is not to play like that ever again.
Yeah, it's still early. Hey, coming up, don't forget, we've got graffiti. Always great to have Bill with graffiti, brought to you by Fence Brokers. I thought we were going to have Chris Walker in studio, but he can't be here. But thank your fine sponsor, Chris, before you get out of here, buddy.
Yeah, thank you to Trader Bill's. Still hunting season, still time to get to Trader Bill's in Little Rock and Hot Springs. They've got those outstanding winter jackets with heated vests and heated jackets in there as the cold weather comes back into Arkansas. I woke up this morning, it was 40 in Jacksonville, so I knew it would be cold in Little Rock, and we're heading back to some cold weather. So go over there, get all your hunting accessories, and go see our friends at Trader Bill's for all your boating needs, including those War Eagle boats made in Arkansas. Go check out the specials they have on them in store.
All right, buddy. Have a great trip back.
Have a good one.
Thank you, guys.
One of the things looking forward to President Silveria. Have you had a chance to be around him? Well, I call him Top Gun. Yeah, he's our Top Gun president of the U of A system. He wants to come by and hop on the show. You know what he wants to talk about? I won't give you one guess. It's about sports. But you know what sport team? You know he's more than just the U of A Fayetteville.
Yes, the system.
He wants to talk about Arkansas Fort Smith.
UA Fort Smith, UFAS.
Yes, they are top 20, top 15. I think they had the first loss of the year. But
basketball?
Yeah.
Basketball.
How about that? I think it's Division II. But you got to appreciate President Silveria going, hey, by the way, we got other schools up here.
Yeah.
I wonder do they have any competitions between chancellors? That would be fun. I'd like to get the chancellors in the studio and have a little
poop talking.
Yeah. Let's maybe we have like we did the Badge Bowl. We have Chancellor Bowl. We come in there and we do trivia, sports trivia.
Yeah.
Do that.
Look, if you can get ministers to go after each other, surely you can get some college administrators.
Listen, when you got a president of your system, U of A system, that can do like, what is it, 9 Gs?
Yeah.
Is it, Tom
Cruise?
Yeah. He's Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
He's Tom Cruise.
Interesting guy. Yeah.
He is. All right. Got a little... Josh, is this is the back, Bill? You be jamming this.
Going old school here now.
Yeah,
yes.
1990. What 90?
Please, this is off the Chronic.
98. Look at you.
Yeah.
You have the album of this, but
got my mind on my money and my money on my mind.
That boom.
Come
That's
on,
what he does.
Somebody put this in our system as Snoop Doggy Dog.
Oh boy.
What is the word of advice, Bill? We were talking about. We were talking about Casey Dick and others and my mom and different people about PR. You gave a great saying. Say it again.
Oh, the whole point was these people that tweet or whatever. I said, do you want to vent or do you want to win?
Yeah, because if you vent, there's a chance you're going to lose.
Well, it just is emotional and it's out there and you're angry or you're happy or you want to vent. Or do you want to win?
And you win by using a different strategy.
You win by, you plot a strategy.
That's
right.
right.
Say if Casey Dick really was angry, he'd plot a strategy.
Yeah. And listen, I'm not, I understand, man, he was mad. Yeah. We all make mistakes. The only mistake was just, he has a right to be mad if he wants to be.
100%.
But you just can't, you don't want to throw that out there, handle it. And like you said, you gave a great example, Bill.
Yeah.
What was the example you said? If you really wanted to handle it a different way, you could.
Well, he would. So instead of venting,
yes.
which is what social media allows us to do.
Yeah.
And we always, myself included, think when we do this, we're going to make a difference, and I'm showing them, and look at that.
Right.
And then, of course, it never works out that way. When you want to win, then you handle it behind closed doors, and you slowly let the drip of rumors sort of leak out there, and then you let the unknown sort of fill the space, and then that way people begin to question what's really happening as opposed to having a villain, which is what the role he played for some Razorback fans.
Yeah, I wonder if he said. I'm sure he's
That's
had
how
that conversation. Exactly. Thank you, Bill, for
Yeah,
that.
well, I'm just saying.
Free of
that's
charge.
all.
That didn't cost any money right
There
there.
you go.
Right
That's
there.
a freebie. Right
All
there.
right, do not go away. When we come back, we got to do a little graffiti brought to you by Finch Brokers. Bring it. Let's go. 8:30.
Tune in every Monday night at 7 for the Coach Calipari Show. Coach will break down each game and talk strategy. And it's all brought to you by Chris Crane Dodge Jeep Ram and the Big Lot in Benton.
This is Sports Center.
Difficult weekend for Razorbacks hoops. First on Saturday, the number 15 ranked Arkansas men's basketball team went to Auburn and got shellacked 95-73. They were down 15 at halftime, and then lead grew to over 20 very quickly into the second half. Auburn shot 57% from the floor, 45% from three, and they were 17 of 24 from the line. Darius Acuff Jr. was the high scorer for the Razorbacks. He had 19 points. Malik Thomas chipped in 17 points, 4 assists, and 3 boards. The Hogs are back in action at home on Wednesday night at 8 o'clock right here on 103.7 The Buzz. And Arkansas women's basketball takes an 85-50 loss against Tennessee Volunteers. They're now 11-8 overall. They'll play next Thursday on the road against Missouri. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Mostly sunny today. Cold this morning, then up to 58 this afternoon. Tonight, clear, dropping off to 33 in Little Rock. Some places will still have the 20s tomorrow morning. Then tomorrow, mostly sunny, windy, and warming up to 67 degrees. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Are you hungry? Something new, $25, all you can eat, sushi rolls, soup, salad, Benihana rice. Come at Benihana's Monday through Thursday.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Wes Moore. Coming up Monday on Out of Bounds, it is a huge weekend recap brought to you by Fleet Management Services. NFL playoffs, college football playoffs, the portal, and, of course, Arkansas-Auburn to discuss. Clint Sterner will join us at 2:10 thanks to Chris Crane, Dodge Jeep Ram. We'll get a preview of the big game between Houston and Pittsburgh on Monday night. All that and a whole lot more coming up Monday on Out of Bounds.
Hey folks, it's David Basil out here at Fletcher Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram in Sherwood. When you need a new vehicle, go see my friends at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood. You'll find a great selection, the best deals, and the most competitive finance rates in Central Arkansas. They'll treat you like family. No games, no gimmicks, and no bogus markups on the sticker price. You'll get Frank Fletcher's best deal right up front, and they'll give you more for your trade. Folks, Frank Fletcher doesn't want to just sell you a car. He wants to be your dealer for life. If you want to do that, you have to listen to the customer, so you'll know what they want. Then you give them what they want without any hassle or stress. That's the secret of Fletcher Dodge's success. They listen to you and they treat you right without any hassles or headaches. Just tell them what you want and how much you want to pay. General Manager Chris Zippy Zender has been with Frank Fletcher for decades. He and his great staff know how to take care of a customer. So for the best selection, lowest price, and best buying experience, go see my friends at Fletcher Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram in Sherwood, or you can shop them online at FletcherDeals.com. That's FletcherDeals.com. And make sure and tell them the boys from Morning Mayhem sent you. It's FletcherDeals.com.
Ladies and gents, get real about your health this new year with Synergenics and Low T Center. For a limited time, the men's TRT test is free, and ladies, take $200 off the women's hormone test. Say no to diet trends, questionable online treatments, and them deceptive prices from other places. Looking for the best? Synergenics and Low T Center are the leading experts. Meet with a real provider, get real medication and real results. Everybody I know goes to Synergenics and Low T Center to change their lives. Walk in or book an appointment at getmyhealthfix.com.
You asked for a premium boat at an accessible price, and Trader Bill's Outdoor Sports delivered. Introducing the new Vexus Defender, starting at under $32,000. Unlike other brands, the Defender boasts an all-welded, high-performance hull, hydraulic steering, and custom fiberglass components that give you a stronger, smoother, and drier ride. For 42 years, our award-winning family business has put sportsmen first. Experience the difference at Trader Bill's Outdoor Sports at Hot Springs or Little Rock location, or on the web at traderbills.com.
The guys aren't perfect, so if you hear them say something wrong, let them know at 501-661-1037.
We don't get our post points just from throwing it in there. We get ours by driving it, extra passes, lobs. We didn't get any of that today. Got a few of them, but...
It's time for Razorback Graffiti. Now, you know the drill. One sentence and one sentence only. Graffiti is presented by Fence Brokers. Fence Brokers, going the extra mile.
All right, as we start getting phone calls, Josh is going to line those up. 661-1037. 661-1037.
Good enough?
Yeah. This is off the Wall Street Journal. This is an amazing stat here. Everybody keep calling. Josh will pick up the phone. Bill, share, please.
So the Wall Street Journal reports today, and this was their robot. AI created this stat, went back to check. The NFL playoffs this year, the NFL playoffs set a new record for fourth quarter lead changes, with 12 recorded across 5 games. That surpasses the previous record, David, of 10 fourth quarter lead changes over the entire playoffs in 1 year.
That's crazy.
So in 5 games, you had 12 lead changes with another game
to go tonight, right? Tonight. And then the other, I wonder how many games would be.
Let me get down here real quickly. Let's see. There have been 3 games that decided that won by teams that were trailing with 2 minutes left.
Say that again?
3 games that were won by teams that were trailing at the 2-minute warning.
And you had another one there was another one that could have happened as well yesterday that didn't happen.
So Philly
that's
moves down.
That's right. That would have
down.
been the other one. That's right. Wow.
So you had 3 teams at the 2-minute warning behind. You had 12 lead changes across 5 games with 1 left to go. And the previous record was 10 over the entire span of the playoffs.
Yeah, that is nuts. It was as good a theater as you.
Yes.
Game after game after game. It was just like, man, it's just going all the way back to the college even.
It's hard to imagine comboing up from that Ole Miss Miami game.
Yeah.
And even the kind of macabre, weird way, the way Indiana
it was entertaining.
It was
entertaining to
you kept
watch.
Going, wow!
I
Oh
know.
my God!
It
Wow!
was so impressive.
And then that led into this cavalcade of just last-second heroics.
Yeah, Rams and my gosh, Carolina, and then the Bears. Just nuts.
You look and go, what in the world? And then
it's almost like if we were going to design this to entertain you, this is what we're going to do.
It has been from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then one to go tonight.
You may have one tonight. All right, 661-1037. I see here we've got the Oregon Ducks, we've got Fake Sterling, we've got Casey. Maybe that's Casey Dick, and
maybe.
Roger Scott calling in.
Oh, Roger at the dentist.
Yeah, I do want to thank Fence Brokers, Chris Walker, for sponsoring this. I'll go ahead and punch it up if it's. Oh, you did it from back there. All right, let's go to the Oregon Ducks first. Good morning.
Anybody here?
Anybody there? No, they were not there. Good point.
Yes.
All right, we'll go to next, Josh. Punch them up and we'll go. JT and Benton, go.
I found a clip from John Calipari after the game, and he said, hey, we didn't use Sigma Supply, now part of Brady Plus, and we had low-grade product, man.
Very nice, JT. Low-grade product is what the Razorbacks had for sure. 661-1037 is the number. Let's go to Fake Sterling. One sentence only.
Morning, guys. On Saturday, Coach Cal declared, burn the tape. Some fans may say, burn those paychecks, and that's the truth.
Oh,
look at Fake Sterling.
Interesting.
And he gets it. I love it. He never forgets.
Yes.
That's
a good point. We forget we are paying these guys
lots of money.
A lot of money for that performance.
Lot of money. No load management in college.
Now, I'm curious if this is Casey Dick calling. Casey, good morning.
Morning, guys. Yeah, my name's Stacy. After the drama this weekend, can you guess what I am? I mean, what my last name is?
Some blue material.
Low-hanging fruit for a lot of people with that one.
Yeah.
And we were trying to figure out, too, 6611037, the other Dick. What's his name? It's Casey.
Dick Sargent or Dick York?
That's right. That's right.
Casey's brother.
Tommy used to say the two Dicks on Bewitched.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just blank. He played at UCA. I think he transferred to UCA, didn't he?
Oh,
Casey and something Dick.
Mark the tape on that one. You're going to hear David Bazzell say that several times.
Calling in from his dentist chair where he's getting something done. Roger Scott.
Yes.
Good morning, Raj. Roger? Oh.
Damn it!
He can't hear. Poor guy. He struggles every day with his hearing.
I know.
All right. Looks like we got Bobby Joe. Don't tell him what
Joe.
Bobby Joe will be bringing today.
Bobby Joe.
Bobby Joe, what you got for us?
Yep.
We'll get there. Bobby Joe, be patient.
Bobby Joe.
6611037. Josh is in there juggling a lot. Bobby Joe, what's up?
1037.
Once again, the Dick gets a man in trouble.
There you go.
There
By the
we
way,
go.
Nathan, thank you, Trey.
Nathan
Dick.
Yes.
Nathan.
Yes.
Casey had the better numbers, right?
Yes. Of course, they had a sister. Leave it at that.
Let's go to Brad. Brad, what you got? One sentence
Come
only.
on, Brad. Come on, Brad.
Fire Trey Schapp. I hope he never is allowed back on that campus. You are a corn-eating maggot.
Whoa!
Where that came out of the blue. That's a lot of hate.
Trey's got a thick skin.
Yes, he does.
He's
but I like how these people they hold over the hate.
Yeah, that's been a month-old story, man.
They keep it going. They got the fire stoked there.
They do. This is somebody up your line,
Yes.
Tim Waltz,
Governor of Minnesota.
Yes.
Just wanted to come on here and offer my admiration to spending in college sports this morning.
To the spending
in college, admiration for the spending and thank you, Governor.
All right, Hog freaking Wild's always entertaining. What we got? One sentence only.
The next SEC road game, the Razorbacks need to get off the bus.
Very nice. 6611037 is the number if you want to be a part of this. Thanks to Fence Broker. Casey Dick is on here. Casey, good morning.
Casey, welcome back.
Yeah, guys, I just wanted to let you in a little secret. The reason I sent out that tweet is because I wanted to distract people from my abysmal coaching record the last couple of years.
Well, when people say that, Bill, he did win a state championship 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So that's sort of one of the storylines.
This year, but I mean, he did win 2 years
won a state championship
ago.
too. There's a lot of schools that haven't won a state championship in 25 years.
Yeah.
So wow.
Fayetteville, they're always there. They're around. I don't know how they finished this year.
Yeah, we'll have to look and see what his record overall is. Look at I don't know what this means, Bill. It's a professional burglar.
Hey, Dave, man, when you're doing your Facebook Live and you come to the door and you punch the code in, every one of those buttons has a particular sound, so I can repeat it.
Look at you, Archie Smart. Archie, I've been doing this, Bill, where I do my Facebook Live coming in here, and people are picking up on the...
Yep, I've seen it.
Wow, the people are so smart. Looks like John Neighbors, cousin of Josh Neighbors. John, good morning, up in Northwest Arkansas.
Hey, guys, it's John of Neighbors. And Acree called me after the Razorbacks lost the other day, and he said that ass whipping reminded him of how bad my ratings were the last few years. What does that mean?
Youch! Yo! 6611037. A couple more to go here. I love... Look at this one, Bill. This is This is according to sources.
According to sources.
According to sources.
Boy.
Go ahead. What you got?
I think we know where this is going.
Hey, Trey Schapp, how'd that Quinn Ewers and Arch Manning bashing work out there, buddy? Not too good.
Not too good. What was he said?
Something about Quinn Ewers at the Archie Manning Passing Academy, I think.
I can't remember.
I don't know what that. I don't know. By the way, last year, 2024, they went 8-3 in the playoffs. 2023, they won
Casey
13. Casey Dick in 23, 13-0. Won the state championship.
Wow.
22, 7-4, and then a little bit of a playoff run there.
So he went to state 2 years ago, and he's 8-3 last year.
Yes.
Wow. Listen, Yeah, maybe it's not Bryant, but it's still pretty darn good. So I'm going to tell you, again, you can say what you want to about Casey Dick. He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, I've been around him.
Yes.
I know what a good guy is. And that means he's not, he's not perfect. He's a good guy. Hey, he is. He's a solid guy. So, anyway, and again, we could get some of his teammates like Darren McFadden and his coach to reinforce that.
Yes.
I don't think he's a bad guy just because he was mad about something. So, all right, here we go. 661-1037. The right caller. The right caller. Go ahead.
Hey, guys. Hey, to the other caller who badmouthed Trey Shapp, that guy is so clueless that he just now found out that news.
That's okay. All right, thank you. Oh, look at here. Clint Sterner, Mr. Low and High T. What's up, Clint?
Fellas, do you feel yourself turning into get off my lawn guy? Hell, Chief, getting old and crotchety as your mortality creeps in. That's low T-Hog, boss. TRT can take your menopausal Bill Vickery figure and get you back to real man status ASAP.
Thanks, Clint. All right.
There you go, Clint.
A couple more to go.
That's a good one.
Oh, look at there. Representative R.J. Hawk, a client of Bill Vickery. Good morning,
There we go.
R.J.
R.J., my dear friend.
Dearly beloved.
Dearly beloved. We would ask him to do Prince or
yes.
Adele. He would do one word. All right, this is the last call of the segment. This just says Razorback fan. One sentence only. What you got?
I ain't got nothing, man.
All right. Good job, everybody. Thanks to Finch Brokers, Chris Walker. Appreciate them. Listen, it's got plenty to talk about. The story, I'm sure, will come out today. And I will say this, Bill. Again, I don't know this 100%, but from what somebody told me this, I threw out that $1 million figure. That's what was told to me. Who knows if that's true or not? I think that does really change the story a little bit if it comes to find out that he was paid that much.
Disturbing on a number of levels.
Yeah, listen, I don't blame the kid for going. I don't blame the dad for wanting that. But then I have to question, I'd rather spend that on a corner or a left tackle?
End of the day, let's
exactly.
Win now.
On a scale of 1 to 10, Bill, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst, how are you feeling now?
I'm about a 3.
You sound like you've worked your way up from where you started the show at 6:30.
I'm fatigued now.
You're now the fatigue setting in. Do you want me to go see if I can get another cup of egg?
If you listen, I got a feeling you're going to revisit that egg choice.
And I think it was excellent. I just said, maybe I need to get another one. I will refrigerate it.
You don't. You think not refrigerating?
Yes.
But Jimmy Dean tells you to refrigerate. Just to be clear, for all the lawyers listening, you didn't follow the instructions.
I was in Edwards Food Giant. I can't remember where I got it. I thought I got it off the non-refrigerated shelf, but I was actually wrong.
When you picked it up, did it feel?
I don't remember. I just black out when I go in Edwards and just start grabbing things.
What does your cart look like when you walk out of the Edwards Food Giant?
Guess how much I spent. This is just for me. It's not Jessica. This is just for me. What would you think? And I don't go to Edwards a ton. I eat out a lot. So what would you think? Just
how
take a
often
guess.
do you go? Well, how many weeks are you shopping for is what I need to know.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how long it will last.
That makes it
well,
impossible.
I would just say I try to get for thinking maybe a week or two.
$1.50.
It's hard. It's hard to know. A lot of goldfish for you. I'm sure. A lot of frozen foods. Let's go with
a lot of frozen foods.
170.
Wow, pretty darn good guess, both of you. 178.
Ah, there we go.
178.
There you go.
I do grocery shop a lot.
I actually have 25 lean cuisines.
So that's prepared.
That's what I knew. Now you should just go to Costco. Buy in bulk.
I'm an Edwards man. I'm an Edwards man.
See,
back off over there.
I was
Pipe
gonna
down.
say,
do they have a
boy?
Well,
okay.
Costco doesn't advertise on this show.
Somewhere Acree drove his car into a bridge abutment just now.
Look. I think Steve Edwards Jr. would tell you at running 25 lean cuisines.
Maybe I have a special discount. The Edwards.
I'm sure
if
you
I have
do.
the app,
Yeah.
if you have the app,
Right.
you get that.
They have none left for anybody else.
All right, don't go away. 9:45. Oh, 8:45. Sorry.
Tell me, baby, how you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall, get your back up off the wall. Tell me.
2026 is here. It's a new year, time to make those resolutions. And if for you they involve the gym, don't let joint pain keep you from achieving what you want to as the new year rolls in. QC Kinetics is here to help. They deliver regenerative treatments that actually help your body repair the areas that are causing you pain. Those achy knees, hips, shoulders, and back, whatever hurts, whatever pain is trying to derail your New Year's resolutions in 2026. Skip the surgery, skip the 3 to 6 month recovery, and skip the pain. Let January be your clean slate, so make it one. Stop managing the pain and start solving it with QC Kinetics. Attack pain the smart way with the regenerative treatments over at QC Kinetics. Call now for your free consultation. That's 501-214-5880. That's 501-214-5880. One more time, it's 501-214-5880. Let QC Kinetics help you make 2026 your year.
Spread across 5 states, Centennial Bank upholds our commitment to the communities we serve through our support of businesses and families. Our tradition of being a good corporate neighbor is one of our top priorities. Through education and support, partnership with our dedicated employees, shareholders, and local boards, and superior customer service, one family and business at a time, we are proud to help our communities thrive, because that's what being a good neighbor is all about. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
It's Justin Acree for CertaPro Painters. It's winter, and if you're thinking about freshening up the indoor look of your home or business or taking the curb appeal to the next level, call CertaPro Painters. You'll be blown away at the experience as they help you through the process of choosing a paint color to cleaning up when they're finished with your project. No mess, no paint splatter. You'll never know they were there, except for the amazing paint job they leave behind. That attention to detail is what sets CertaPro apart. Each CertaPro painter is independently owned and operated. Schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C.
The Bucks are back at the 36th Annual Reliance Bank Arkansas Big Buck Classic, presented by Arkansas's best Chevy dealers, January 23rd through the 25th at the State Fairgrounds. You could win a lifetime hunting license, a hunting rifle, a $1,000 gift card from Hunter's Refuge, $1,000 from Reliance Bank, or a Bear Den trip from Arkansas's best Chevy dealers. The Taka Hunting Gear Game and Fish Foundation Free Kids Zone, including a trout pond, hoverball, Bwana Gym, and more. Hunters, bring your antlers for your chance to win a Can-Am Defender from Bradford Marine and ATV. Rattlesnakes, chainsaw carving, birds of prey, monster trucks, the Big Buzz Chili Cook-Off, and the Tiger Encounter. The Reliance Bank Arkansas Big Buck Classic, presented by Arkansas's best Chevy dealers. Tree stands, clothing, RVs, ATVs, UTVs, ammo, and more. It's a Hall of Fame event and an Arkansas tradition. January 23rd through 25th at the State Fairgrounds. Sponsored by Reliance Bank, Arkansas's best Chevy dealers, Bradford Marine and ATV, Can-Am, Hunter's Refuge, Remington, Taka Hunting Gear, Outlaw Beer, and 1037 The Buzz. Visit BigBuckClassic.com and Facebook for more info.
1037 The Buzz is your home for Arkansas Razorback basketball. Coverage is brought to you by Blackman Auctions, Arkansas Scholarship Lottery, Malvern National Bank, Edwards Food Giant, Chris Crane Hyundai, and Genesis of Conway.
Happening now at Lazy Boy of Little Rock, the inventory overstock and 2 great chairs event. A chair for you and a chair for you.
Save big with up to 50% off store-wide, and don't miss grabbing 2 comfortable select chairs at one low price. You serious, Clark? Recliners, sofas, comfort has never been more affordable. Get to Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor, Shackelford Galleries of Little Rock. Long live the lazy.
Willie D's Dueling Pianos has not moved yet. They're still rocking right here in the Little Rock River Market. Dueling Pianos upstairs, DJs downstairs with food and drinks every week. Reserve and learn more at WillieD'sPianoBar.com.
Come and get your Willie on.
Stick around after each Razorback basketball game for the Bet Saracen Basketball Postgame Show with Wes Moore and Josh Neighbors live from Walk-Ons in Little Rock. Bet Saracen is the leader in sports betting in Arkansas. Make sure you have your Bet Saracen app downloaded to your mobile device. Get the best sports betting app in Arkansas and start winning today.
Your morning drive will never be the same with Morning Mayhem on the radio, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
No. It's our man Justin Moore. He'll be on tomorrow with us. He went to see the game between Oklahoma City. They played Saturday in OKC. Maybe it was Friday night. I don't know if he was trying to hook up with Jalen Williams after the game.
It was Isaiah Joe too, right?
Isaiah Joe too, yeah.
Yeah.
After the game, I sent him Jalen Williams' number, And I said, Justin, I have not texted Jalen since he was on the show 3 years ago, so I have no idea if he made the connection.
Well, I like Justin's chances. He's relatively famous with the.
But I don't think they know him. I don't think they know his
levels of. Yeah, I was going to say different levels of fame. There, he is famous. Obviously, with country music and popular here in Arkansas regionally, and they probably don't listen to a lot of his music.
It's interesting because
he's a Northside guy, right?
Oh yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
Both of them are.
Yeah, all of my buddies know. All of my buddies back home are Justin Moore fans. They all know Justin Moore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're all my age. So
I got a lot of them.
Different. Was it Monday or Friday night?
I think it was Friday night.
Yeah, they beat the Grizzlies on Friday night. Yeah.
It's interesting. I have clients that are Justin Moore fans, like 5 or 6 of them that when they come into town, they have mentioned, "Hey, is he on this radio thing? Is that what you're doing?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no, that's
we get him on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday."
Yeah.
Before we lose Bill, because he has to leave at 9, a couple things on our D3 Auto Sales. No, not D3, Middleton Heating Air text line.
Yep.
Baz, did you put the lean cuisine in the freezer or the pantry?
Oh, no.
Touche.
That's
very well played.
Well played on that.
Here's one. David, you said your mom is out of town. Is that what happens when you shop for yourself? You put refrigerator items in the pantry?
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone says you should do Facebook Live when you're getting your breakfast in the morning, David, so we can let you know when you're about to eat something bad.
Yes.
Actually, you should probably do it when you're putting away your groceries. That'd probably be the most helpful. They would be able to tell you what goes where.
Yes.
You do that when you're driving into the studio.
I do.
Do you start it on the road?
I start on the road, not very far, probably a minute, 60 seconds.
Do you have a device in your
No,
car?
I just
hold it up?
And here's the deal. There's nobody There's nobody on the road. There's not one car. Now the only car that I will see is the military entrance, the processing place over there, which I saw today. I wanted to show everybody. I pass it every day. 30 to 40 new recruits get sworn in to start their military career. They've been doing it there 20 years now. We're going to get some
every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Right down the street here.
Yeah.
People have no idea what's going on.
Every single day.
20 to 40.
Hold on. So exactly where is it?
It's on Resman Park Road.
Did not know that.
Give me other way.
You pull out of here and take a right.
Yeah.
I did not know.
You've got, what is your commute? 5 minutes?
7.
7 minutes?
Yeah.
Just down the hill.
Yeah.
Bing, bang,
So I
boom.
always see it. The bus pulls up, and then some of the family members will follow them. And they all get out in their regular street clothes, and they all line up, and they get sworn in out there, and then they go in and start doing the processing inside. And I said last week, 6-7 years ago, I used to park down there and read the paper, maybe 10 years ago, and I had sir, what are you doing? I said, I'm doing a radio show. I'm just reading the paper. Well, we're going to ask you to move, please, because they're being aware of hey, somebody could be watching. But we had a sergeant on from the other day who's been there at that facility 20 years, and she said, we've been doing this every day here at this facility for 20 years. And so you think of the thousands. And we started getting emails or text messages from, hey, my grandson got sworn in there or whatever. Starts the process. I have a lot of appreciation because I know it's not me. I'm not going to be doing that. I'm too old anyway.
Hats
but
off.
Hats off. That's exactly right.
Anytime that happens, though, I think of the movie Stripes with Bill Murray and whatnot. John Candy gets off the bus. Where's the mess hall, Eisenhower?
Oh, of course, I think of that. Why did the chicken cross the road to get to the other side?
Oh, Sergeant Hulka. He's a national treasure.
Well, Bill, listen, we're gonna have a game tonight. This should be great between Houston and
let's hope a lead change
Pittsburgh.
happens in the fourth quarter.
We've got the Razorbacks trying to bounce back Wednesday, South Carolina.
At home, finally.
Yes. We'll be talking to you next Monday. That will be the night of the national championship game.
Yes.
Where are you leaning? You think I guess Indiana's a 7-point favorite? Or 8,
how do you pick? How do you not pick Indiana?
It's 8 now.
I see. Can I tell you? I've been seeing people from Miami go, "Hey, different. Look at the size of us. This is going to be."
I saw that graphic.
Bully ball. Oh,
Ridiculous.
shut up, man. Listen, when I play Bill, I'd rather play a guy that was 6'9", 280 than a guy who's 6'4", 275 any day.
Listen, and hats off to Miami and a great year for the University of Miami. But,
you bet.
But they're the same size as Ohio State now.
Oh, you betcha.
It's not this isn't Indiana's first rodeo. It's the way that they play. And they don't make pre-snap mistakes. They don't have any pre-snap penalties. If they have any penalties, they're typically competition penalties.
Yeah.
They're always lined up in the right spot. Mendoza's always got his eyes down the field.
Do you know? So they won by what, 34?
I think that's right. Somewhere around.
Do you all know that they were outgained Oregon outgained them by 12
because they
they kill. Like whenever they turn a team over, they pick six.
Yep.
They were 11 for 14 on third down. Mendoza has more incompletions.
Had more touchdown passes.
He's got 8 touchdown passes and 5 incompletions in playoff.
And what they do, and this is why I say what makes Indiana different. Maybe because of the way the game is, you're giving less practice time.
Yeah,
you have a lot of transition year to year from players. That the coaches from Indiana, one of them is a Broyles Award finalist, probably going to win this
Brian
thing.
Haynes, right?
Brian Haynes. They are so well coached. In other words, the discipline in their steps, how they replace. They do everything. They are so well coached. Yeah, everything they do is so well coached. Like, wow, I look at us the way we go up and tackle sometimes and miss tackles and be in the wrong place. It's like, what are we doing? And so they're really impressive to watch. So
it is funny though. Some 50 years later, you're going to have a red and white team from the Midwest travel down to Miami
you think
and
that could happen?
Play sort of an upstart University of Miami team with tremendous athletes. And a quarterback.
I'll say this: it's not they ain't as good as that '84 team.
You're right. You're right. That's,
hey, Bill, thanks so much, man. Listen,
what a wonderful day. Appreciate y'all having me on.
Go in good health. May you be healed over the course of the day today.
Got to get to see Doc Ford today.
The great Bill Vickery.
Yeah.
All
Thank
right, Pat Bradley up next.
The Mallard Masters Championship returns to Augusta on Saturday, January 17, presented by the Woodruff County Economic Development Commission. Join us for an all-day expo with live music, vendors, duck gumbo, kids zone, and live demonstrations from experts in the field. Register your hunting team or become a vendor now at mallardmasterschampionship.com. We'll see you in Augusta.
It's a tough time. Injured, and it was not your fault. Hurts in the pocketbook, too. Who do you turn to? Don't call a lawyer and find they're out of state or talk with someone at a call center. Call us at the Brad Hendricks Law Firm and talk to a real Arkansas lawyer directly. And remember, the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. We'll work hard for you. Have for over 30 years. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Tradition, reputation, results.
If you don't already have the Bet Saracen Sports Wager app, download it today from the app stores or go to BetSaracen.com. Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports betting app.
1037 The Buzz.
You know how I am. You guys know how I am. I don't forget anything.
Crushing all the competition.
So you can take that to the bank.
Buzz News with KARK's Gary Burton Jr.
The Arkansas Martin Luther King Jr. Commission is celebrating the life and legacy of Dr. King ahead of MLK Day. This week will be full of community events, services, educational opportunities, and celebrations. The organizations will take part in community service projects, youth programs, food giveaways, and more. There will be a Read to Lead literacy initiative at the Suco and Williams Library today from 4 to 5:30 p.m. And the commission will also be on this weekend in Atlanta, Georgia with the beloved community. And also today, it's the last day that you can enter to win $5,000 just by donating blood. The Our Blood Institute Give Hope campaign runs through the end of the month. Everyone who donates through the 31st will get a Give Hope t-shirt, but donors who give blood today will have a chance to win that $5,000. Have a great Monday, everyone.
The state down 888 for rainwater. Holton Sexton will help you weather the storm.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
A cold morning, but a little milder this afternoon than it was on Sunday. We'll be mostly sunny, the high of 58 today. Tonight, clear and cold with a low of 33. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and warming up to 67, plus it'll be pretty windy. With the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
God's country.
What's on tap? Brought to you by Flyway Brewing. Weekdays in the zone. We'll break down what you should be watching and listening for on the Buzz every day during the work week. Flyway Brewing. Fresh beer starts here. Follow the migration. And the Little Rock location is now open in Breckenridge Village. Find out more about all they have to offer at flywaybrewing.com.
This is David Bazzell from my bank, Simmons Bank. I love the fact that Simmons Bank started in Brown
billion in assets. But the best thing is, they've never forgotten where home is. They're committed to helping our families reach their dreams. Whether it's a home loan or money for home improvements, Simmons Bank wants to help. They can turn the equity in your home into a line of credit or help take your business to the next level. Just start by going online and opening an account at SimmonsBank.com. It's that simple. And if you haven't noticed, Simmons Bank is in the community because they live where you live. Simmons Bank Arena in North Little Rock, Simmons Bank Field at War Memorial Stadium, and Simmons Bank Field and Pavilions at UAPB. Just some of the venues that Simmons Bank supports. And congrats to Simmons for hosting the second Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stevens at Pleasant Valley Country Club. Another outstanding job. Well done. And if you haven't noticed, I am proud to call Simmons Bank my bank.
This is Justin Acree. If hand or wrist pain is getting in the way of your daily life, it's time to see the specialists at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. Their fellowship-trained hand and wrist surgeons treat everything from arthritis and fractures to nerve injuries and carpal tunnel. And with Arkansas's only hand trauma telemedicine program, advanced care is available around the clock. Call Ortho at 501-686-TOSH to schedule your appointment today and get back to living pain-free. That's 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now.
Well, Bass, game's almost over. I hope you got those bets in on the Oaklawn Sports app.
You know, Roger, this Oaklawn Sports betting app might actually make watching games with you bearable.
That's big talk coming from a guy who's about to pick up the tab. But I hear you. With this app, we can bet on all the games this season with so many options.
And after they kick this field goal, it'll be you picking up the tab.
Nah, he's going to miss.
It's good!
That's bad.
Bet all season long with Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hello, folks. It's Frank Fletcher from the Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram store right here in Sherwood. I want to talk to you about our used car inventory and an incredible offer we're running right now for January. Folks, we have over 750 used cars for you to select from. Wow, why so many? Because most of you don't know that we have 9 new car franchises feeding us trade-ins every single day. That means selection like you won't find anywhere else in the entire state. And what makes this really special is in January, we're going to sell every used car with a free warranty. That's right, a free warranty with every purchase. That's a huge savings and an incredible peace of mind. Also, folks, we have the software to see our competitors' pricing on like models across our market. And I personally mark down every single pre-owned unit below our competition, which means you're going to get the best price. So what do? You go to FletcherDeals.com right now. You choose the car that fits your desire. Come see us at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road.
We all plan to be on time, but fender benders, damaged windshields, and slick roads quickly disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design personal protection plans that work for you and help keep you on track. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent Michael Ludwig in Greenbrier, Todd Matthews in Benton, or Paul Griffin in Monticello today.
This is Pat Bradley, and Happy New Year from the Wood Grill Buffet in Benton. Maybe you made a New Year resolution to eat better, and Wood Grill Buffet has a huge 200-item buffet of fresh, delicious dishes to make the New Year special. Or maybe your resolution is to lose weight. Wood Grill is a huge salad bar and lots of hot veggie items. We'll also cater and bring all the food to you, and you can get it with a quick call or online order to pick up. If you're like me, let's enjoy some great basketball and some great food from Wood Grill Buffet. 2 of my favorite things. They're open Thursday through Sunday for lunch and dinner at the Congo Road exit in Benton.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
I want your blood. I want your soul.
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
I want them both right now.
Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
I'm your huckleberry.
Here is David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
All right, Lunger, let's do it.
All right, 9:06. Sorry for the little problem there with music and commercials. We'll thank you for sending a couple of messages on that. We'll get that worked out. Pat Bradley coming up here in just a minute. I don't know where he's flying into or out of, but he's going to jump on with us and talk about the Razorbacks' performance against Auburn. Not that will take very long. Just got outplayed and out-hustled and everything else, but we'll see what he's got to say about moving forward. I want to give a shout-out to Doug Jones out there, one of our faithful listeners. I tell you, the Facebook deal is such a helpful thing. Like whose birthday it is today.
Love the Facebook deal.
Yeah, it tells you whose birthday it is today.
Out of your friends, right?
Out of my friends, yeah. And so, and I've got quite a few of them on there.
So many
friends. I would never be able to catch that if not for that.
Well, no. I guess the modern for us kids, Snapchat does that, which is nice.
It does.
On Snapchat, you go through your friends, and it's got a little birthday cake emoji next to them.
Oh, very nice.
Very helpful tool.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Razorbacks continue to sign new transfer players.
31 now?
Yeah, like, for example, I saw they signed, this is stuff that I just don't like, and I get why some of the people. Big get by the Razorbacks, just huge transfer portal get.
So I was telling, I was having lunch with Preston yesterday. Sabrina works downstairs, for those you don't know, in sales. Preston, her boyfriend, we're talking about the signings, and every single one you'll see somebody be like, "This is a good one," or "I like this one." And it's like, guess what? Guess what, folks? Every one of them might be a good player.
I know.
They got to play together, right? We saw it last year.
Yeah.
We were excited about all the transfers they got in the second. They look better.
I know.
They
Bigger,
look
faster, yeah.
They are bigger, and then they are worse.
Yeah.
Like Hudson Clark was smaller. Hudson Clark would have been their best defensive player last year, and he would have been the smallest guy in the secondary this year, basically.
Yeah, and
best secondary player, I should say.
There was one, for example, I think a kid out of Baylor that we signed that I think was a walk-on. Didn't sign with
any lineman?
He's a linebacker, I think, but he doesn't. I don't think he signed with anybody out of high school. He walked on, and he gets a scholarship somewhere, and then goes to Baylor. And again, the only reason I just tempered the expectations, just because. Well, let's just hope that's going to be the case. But
yeah,
but
you're seeing right now, Indiana.
If you're making the expectations so high, be about you just don't know. Listen, we hope he's doing. Listen, they're signing a bunch. And hopefully they'll turn out to be great players.
A lot of guys that he's had previously, right?
Yeah, I think he's up to 7 or 9 Memphis players.
I think he trusts development, but also right now you're seeing him trust players that he's pre-evaluated, right? I mean, which
sure.
I think that's that you don't want him to take a million swings. That's not what you want. But like Indiana, it's going to be about development. It's their roster is not exceptionally talented. Yeah. Do they identify the right guys, and did he coach them up the right ways? And do they do things like Memphis did last year, where they are efficient in the red zone?
Yep.
Are they?
I don't have a problem with him bringing some of the Memphis guys.
No,
over
I don't either. Because and look, like we know that those guys can hang with SEC schools. I mean, they beat Arkansas last year, and
they beat other SEC schools.
Yeah, other. So I just think it's folks. I know it's exciting to get to 5-star, but remember. He's been to 4 schools.
Yeah,
he missed the first 2 games last year.
And he averaged 2 catches per game for 47 yards. And so I know he looks good and all that, but the only reason just said don't get your expectations so high that's not reasonable. I'm just listening. It looks like he's doing a good job. Let's hope they turn out to be good players.
Yeah. And I'll just say it too. Like Arch Manning last year is a good example of this. People, there was an article in The Athletic 4 weeks in being like, is he the first college bust? And guess who looks pretty good now?
Yeah.
Just sometimes it just takes some time.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's reasonable just to. We're too impatient with football, I feel like, sometimes.
Yeah, let's check in with our man PB, who is in parts unknown. We'll find out here in just a second.
Let's pray I got it right.
It's time to talk with the shooter, Pat Bradley, presented by Cabot Outdoors, your Hustler Zero turn mower and steel equipment dealer. And we work with all brands in the service department. CabotOutdoors.com. PB is also presented by Bath Fitters of Arkansas. No gimmicks, just real savings. Check them out at BathFitterLittleRock.com. Now, from the land of the Bruins, Celtics, Patriots, and Red Sox, here is Pat Bradley.
A man that is so big that he must have 2 sponsors, not just one. Pat Bradley. Good morning, Pat. How are you? And where are you located right now?
Baz, I don't even know where I am, to be honest with you.
Shut up.
I'm spinning. I tell you what, though. No, everybody just wants to be part of the morning mayhem. I mean, that's really what it is.
Yes.
Morning madness mayhem. How about the Patriots last?
Oh, yeah. Listen, they looked impressive. Hunter Henry with a great touchdown catch. And I just saw where he was the NFL Man of the Year for the Patriots. I think he was that for the Chargers, too, if I'm not mistaken. So really unique that he did that in 2 different places, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that was a big win. First playoff win for your Patriots since 2018. It's been 7 years. Can you believe that, Pat?
It was a quick 7 years.
Yeah,
really
yeah. I can't believe it's been that long.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it was sort of something you could somewhat have predicted in a way. Once Brady left, you knew that it was going to, I made a bet with my buddy, as a matter of fact, a couple of years ago. Might have been last year or the year before. I said the Patriots will not go to the Super Bowl again for another 30 years. It's just not supposed to happen that way. I mean, think about it. Before Brady got there, they went to the Super Bowl twice. They got smoked by the Bears in '85, and then lost to the Packers in '96-ish, 7, whatever Super Bowl year. So to them to be back in, I would say, contention. I mean, going to Denver is going to be difficult for anybody, but it's pretty fun.
Well, Pat, what did you call? Where were you at in studio? Did you call a game this weekend? And I presume, obviously,
no, I didn't.
Slate low. Well, good for you that you had a weekend off where you could just kick back. And as you heard Cal in his post game, it's not my team. That's not my team. We're burning the tape. We're burning the tape. So we saw sort of like what happened at South Carolina last year. It's a little bit later in the season, but wow, Auburn obviously looked like a desperate team and wanted to win a lot worse than we did.
You know what? Do you remember the Houston game? They go through, I think we talked about this before. They went just through a really bad 3 to 4 minutes, spotted Houston 10 points, and from that point on, they were basically playing them even. It's a 10-point game. With Auburn, they early on, it's probably settled for a couple of jumpers. Like, Auburn's a really good team. I mean, they've lost, the first 2 SEC losses was overtime and then a shot at the buzzer that they didn't count. So, they could very easily be 2-0 right now. And they were started the season as a top 20 team. So, they do have a lot of talent. But, you just see the Hogs went through that period where now they're spotting Auburn by 10 and, Auburn just runs away with it, and they were, everything was clicking. I mean, Saturday in that arena is a very difficult place to play anyway.
Pat, how much of it is matching energy? Just because Arkansas is gonna have a target on their back because it's Cal, right? And then also the fact they're a good team, they're going to present a really good opportunity for a lot of teams to get a good resume building win at home. And Auburn obviously was desperate. I mean, how much of it do you think just from the outset is matching the energy of a team like Auburn that they had on Saturday?
Yeah, which I was surprised because watching them this year, it seemed like that they were to the point where they understood how to get ready, how to come out, how to start games and not play from behind. But it's a good lesson, I mean, it's going to be a good lesson moving forward and how to prepare yourself on the road, how 1 or 2 mistakes, whether it's a turnover, whether it's a bad shot, whether it's something defensively, that thing can balloon really, really quick. And, we saw that against Auburn.
Well, Pat, so is this one of those ones to where you can dismiss it, no big deal, it happens, or do you look at this and go, well, there are some concerns, either one, the immaturity that we weren't ready to play, or defense
has been bad the last 2 games.
Yeah, so do you really take a few concerns out of this beyond the fact, well, Auburn just really wanted it, worse?
The way I look at it is, I think we get a pretty good idea of this team's identity, its strengths, weaknesses. But also we've seen them in situations maybe sort of get a little brain fog, a brain freeze, which happens, and then you move forward with, like I said, I think they're talented enough. They've shown that, but they also shown those few-minute lapses that you got to be able to at some point put together 2 good halves, and that's just, they weren't able to do that against Auburn. I mean, they scored 73 points. It usually is good enough, but you give up 92. I mean, defensively, they were just totally disconnected. And sometimes when you do get down like that early, or you try to maybe do a little too much on offense, maybe try to make a play on defense, and you really just get out of position. So there was some of that too.
Well, the good thing is, so you got 2 games. You got South Carolina this Wednesday. You got Georgia, although Georgia's a little bit better, but we'll be favorites in both those games, right, Josh?
Not at Georgia, I don't think.
No, okay.
I wouldn't think so.
Is Georgia what, 19th or 20th? Is that what they're? Okay.
Yeah, but I think if they were dogs at Auburn, they'd be dogs at Georgia.
I thought they were not dogs. I thought they were.
They were 2-point underdog.
Wow, is that right?
Yeah.
Boy, the line. I thought we were 1-point favorites. Wow. Pat,
South Carolina will surprise you because South Carolina, they're like Indiana football. They don't make many mistakes. They're not going to beat themselves. They're going to basically play their position. They're not going to go for like steals and allow you to get advantages. They're a pretty physical team. So you screw around and, I think you mentioned South Carolina last year, didn't you?
We did earlier, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
They got more talent this year than they did last year. So, they can threaten you, man. If you don't take it serious.
Wanted to ask you, by the way, thanks to Bath Fitter of Little Rock, if you're thinking about transforming your bathroom, go to bathfitterlittlerock.com and see what Roger Scott now knows, how cool his bathroom looks. And also, don't forget about Cabot Outdoors, 901 South Pine Street in Cabot. You can go to Cabot Outdoors to see all the specials they have. Good people over there as well. So a couple birthdays that I want to bring up. Got 2 of the most notable voices on radio and talk radio in the history of radio. Howard Stern is 72. Which is hard to believe. He's still on the air,
wow,
too. It's 72.
72.
Yeah. And Rush Limbaugh, who died back in 2021. I told Josh, do you remember what Rush Limbaugh used to do before he became a radio guy?
I do not.
Yeah, he was with the Kansas City. He's with the Kansas City Royals, and I don't know what his responsibilities were, but he was like a middle management guy who lined up the national anthem singers and those kind of things. Yeah, I was going to ask, what did Pat?
Marketing, maybe.
Yeah,
probably marketing,
maybe that's it. Yeah, maybe that's it. What did Pat Bradley listen to growing up as a youngster and in high school there in Everett?
Well, we had sports talk radio, but obviously it seems we only had maybe one choice in Boston. It was WEEI, so that was pretty much what everybody listened to. But
gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, but outside of that, I can remember coming home when I was in high school, probably early high school. It must have been like early '90s, and remember Howard Stern's show on ETV.
That's right. I forgot about that. He used to do that. Yeah, he sure did. Obviously you're a little bit younger. I forget. That's where a lot of people were introduced to him. It's not radio. It's that E show. Yeah.
Yeah, the E television show, and then because he'd come on and they'd play that thing at like 11 p.m. So
that's right.
You're in high school. You're going to be home by whatever time, 11, or turn on the TV, and that's entertaining thing that was on.
Had to be careful what they could show. Also, wanted to mention another birthday today, Dominique Wilkins, which they used to call the human highlight reel. Do you know who that is, Josh? You ever heard of Dominique
Wilkins?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just making sure. That was he's 60. He's 66 today.
His son's a freshman on Georgia's team.
I did not know that. Listen, you can make the argument he was one of the most explosive dunkers. When he would dunk, Pat, it was like an explosion at the rim. I mean, it was a windmill. It was just something that was going to rattle the whole backboard. I mean, he would just destroy it.
It was.
I can't.
Yeah, he tried to break it.
Was he in the top 50 greatest players of all time or no? NBA.
I mean, off the top of my head, I would say yes. 50 or 75, whichever list that they came out with, I imagine. Anyway.
I remember. We'll let Josh look that up. Because he didn't have great success in the NBA in terms of winning championships because he played for the Hawks, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Not a great team.
He played with
Tree Rollins and who else was on that team? But I remember.
Well, but you got to think of the league.
Yes.
You got to think of the league. The league was the Celtics and Larry Bird. Then it was Detroit Pistons and Isaiah Thomas. Then it was Jordan and the Bulls. I mean, he didn't have a chance.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, didn't he have some just mammoth games against he and Jordan or he and Bird went toe-to-toe in a series somewhere. Both of them score like he was the top 75. Yeah. Both of them scored like 50-something points. Both of them did. I mean, he was the best. He was the best player on that team, obviously, for the Hawks.
Oh, there's no question. Yeah, he had some incredible highlights, and it was tough for him to break through in his teams, and they were just some of the all-time. Think about some of the all-time teams, really. You know, when you think of the back-to-back Pistons, not even to mention the Celtics, and the mid-late 80s or also the 80s. So then Jordan took over in the 90s, so it was just tough for him to chisel his way with the Hawks.
By the way, I'm looking. He was is this right? Is this right? 9-time?
Yeah.
9-time scoring? No, 9-time All-Star.
All-Star, yeah.
Scoring champion. He was He was the NBA scoring champion, 85-86.
He ended up in Europe at one point.
All-rookie team, and as you mentioned, 75th anniversary team. I just remember, and I guess I forget about how good of a scorer. And he played at Georgia, right? He played his basketball at Georgia. Is that right?
Yeah, he played at Georgia. Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember. Think about, as you mentioned, he and Jordan, against each other, the highlights, and back then he would participate in the dunk contest too.
Yeah.
That was one of the things. Yeah, those were back when the dunk contests were at their best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was sort of new. Now it's just, unfortunately, I think we've seen almost every dunk.
Yeah. He averaged. He scored 26,000 points. Averaged 24. Basically, he averaged 25 points a game, which I don't remember that. He averaged 25 points a game in his career, right at just under seven rebounds a game, and just under right at 2.5 assists a game.
Can I just make one comment?
Yeah.
I can't. This is what really confuses me. Have you guys, you've flown lately, right? You know how expensive plane tickets. I mean, you can't get anywhere for less than $500 these days.
Right.
Yet the airport is absolutely packed all day, all night. Where do these people come up with this money?
Is this in Atlanta?
I mean,
are you in Atlanta or Boston?
Oh, everywhere I go. I see families of 4 and 5. I'm like, this is $2,000 walking right there.
I know.
I can barely buy it for myself.
Used to be you could sneak in a good deal like a $200 or $100, but
if you buy on Tuesday ahead of time enough, you can usually maybe sneak one, but it's hard.
But the cheapest ticket now is at least $300, right? You don't get anything under the $300, right? $325
round trip, yeah.
Yeah, and then find.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how.
Yeah.
I don't know how these people. It's amazing. They must have high-paying jobs, or they get a lot of debt.
ESPN SEC Network pays for all your travel, right, Pat?
Well, they still got to pay full price.
Yeah, they do. Well, Pat, great to hear from you, buddy. Hopefully the Razorbacks will take care of business. Thank your fine sponsor before we get out of here.
Of course, Cabot Outdoors. Get any equipment, they can take care of you, help you out, pick you right up. And, of course, Bath Outfitters, the great Baz does the great commercials. And let me tell you, my grandmother got one of those.
Yeah, Bath Fitter
is unbelievable.
Bath Fitter is so, and they start from they do the whole process from start to finish. They're outstanding.
I mean, that is high living. That's high luxury society living there for not a lot of money either.
Yeah,
that's the new way to go.
It's good stuff. Well, don't miss your flight, buddy. We'll talk to you next week.
Okay, boys. Be good. We'll talk to you soon.
See you, PB.
Outstanding.
PB, Pinto says on Friday night we were 1.5 point favorites.
We're back and forth, but it closed as Auburn is a 2-point favorite.
Yeah, how about that?
Not surprising. I mean, it was
and they won by what, 18, 15?
Yeah, they won. Yeah.
We'll take a break, come back. We'll if you want to be a part of the show, 661-1037. Yeah, Spud Webb, who also won the dunk contest at 5, whatever he is, 5'8" or something. Someone says Chocolate Thunder. No, I think Chocolate Thunder was Daryl Dawkins, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, you know that? You know Daryl Dawkins, Chocolate Thunder?
Yeah. Well, it's the nicknames.
Do you know what Daryl Dawkins was probably best known for? Back in his time.
Let's see.
And I want to say he came right out of high school. He and Moses Malone both did not go to college and went from high school. But this would always now that doesn't happen anymore.
Or was it the?
Come on.
Oh.
But they would every time he would play, almost it was going to happen, and it stopped the game.
The blackboard break.
He would shatter backboards.
Sean Kemp did a lot of that too.
Yeah, remember back then? That's what we had. It was a thing.
Yeah,
you had to hope it didn't shatter the backboard because it would stop the game.
Shaq
being
would bring
played.
it down sometimes. Shaq
and then of course Shaq would bring down. Now they changed it where that thing was collapsible. Yeah. All right, do not go away. It's 9:27 here on Morning Mayhem.
Pat Bradley gets in the zone each Tuesday, courtesy of Wood Grill Buffet in Benton. Open Thursday through Sunday for lunch and dinner. Come one, come all, come hungry.
1037 The Buzz.
You know how I am. You guys know how I am. I don't forget anything.
Crushing all the competition.
So you can take that to the bank.
It's a tough time. Injured, and it was not your fault. Hurts in the pocketbook, too. Who do you turn to? Don't call a lawyer and find they're out of state or talk with someone at a call center. Call us at the Brad Hendricks Law Firm and talk to a real Arkansas lawyer directly. And remember, the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. We'll work hard for you. Have for over 30 years. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Tradition, reputation, results.
If you don't already have the Bet Saracen Sports Wager app, download it today from the app stores or go to BetSaracen.com. Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports betting app.
The Mallard Masters Championship returns to Augusta on Saturday, January 17, presented by the Woodruff County Economic Development Commission. Join us for an all-day expo with live music, vendors, duck gumbo, kids zone, and live demonstrations from experts in the field. Register your hunting team or become a vendor now at mallardmasterschampionship.com. We'll see you in Augusta.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Mostly sunny today. Cold this morning, then up to 58 this afternoon. Tonight, clear, dropping off to 33 in Little Rock. Some places will still have the 20s tomorrow morning. Then tomorrow, mostly sunny, windy, and warming up to 67 degrees. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Are you hungry? Something new, $25, all you can eat, sushi rolls, soup, salad, Benihana rice. Come at Benihana's Monday through Thursday.
It's the 36th Annual Reliance Bank Arkansas Big Buck Classic, presented by Arkansas's best Chevy dealers, January 23rd through the 25th at the State Fairgrounds. There will be hundreds of vendors selling clothing, turkey calls, deer stands, ammo, and more, all at discounted prices. It's an event for the entire family. Biggest buck wins a Can-Am Defender from Bradford Marine and ATV. The 36th Annual Reliance Bank Arkansas Big Buck Classic, presented by Arkansas's best Chevy dealers, sponsored by Hunter's Refuge, Remington, Taka Hunting Gear, and Outlaw Beer.
This is Justin Akery. If hand or wrist pain is getting in the way of your daily life, it's time to see the specialists at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. Their fellowship-trained hand and wrist surgeons treat everything from arthritis and fractures to nerve injuries and carpal tunnel. And with Arkansas's only hand trauma telemedicine program, advanced care is available around the clock. Call Ortho at 501-686-TOSH to schedule your appointment today and get back to living pain-free. That's 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now. Spring is sprung and fall is fell. Winter's here, and you may not realize it, but this is the perfect time to spruce the house up. The best way to do that is to call CertaPro Painters. They'll explain everything with no pressure, no upsell, just straightforward professional advice. That's why I've used CertaPro Painters for years on a number of different projects, and I'll do it again and again. Each CertaPro Painters is independently owned and operated. You can schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C.
Arkansas Municipal Equipment in Poen, founded over a decade ago by Daniel and Vanessa Ellison. They lease and sell trucks, trash carts, roll-off dumpsters, and street sweepers. Proud to be Arkansas's only authorized dealer for New Way refuse trucks and Timco street sweepers. Your authorized dealer for Galfab roll-off and hook lift trucks. You can get parts and service for all makes and models with technicians traveling the state to take care of you.
AME, it's the service after the sale.
When second's making a play, short's got to cover.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage.
It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. 1, 2, 3, Wildcats!
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
See Shelter Agent Sam Eklund in Star City for a free personal protection review.
Robert Tellez is running for Pulaski County Circuit Judge.
What's that name again?
Robert Tellez.
Spell it.
R-O-B.
No, his last name.
Oh, T-E-L-L-E-Z.
Oh, yeah, Robert Tellez. He's great. Catholic high graduate, undergrad at Duke, top of his class from Bowen Law School. He'd be an excellent judge.
I know. That's why I'm voting for Robert Tellez.
Well, however you say it, Robert will be a great judge.
Paid for by Robert Tellez for judge.
Let's keep the good vibes going. Morning Mayhem is back on the air. Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Such a good riff right there. It is 9:32 on this January 12th, 2025. Roger was off today, had to deal with the dentist today. He'll be back tomorrow. This Friday, we'll be in Augusta at the Mallard Masters Championship duck hunting. That's Friday. And then Saturday night, I'm going back to Augusta to MC the Tail Feathers and Tamales Dinner and Auction. So good stuff down there. They really put on a big show. Looking forward to doing that. We also have the Big Buck Classic coming up, the Reliance Bank Big Buck Classic, presented by Arkansas Best Chevy Dealers. That's Friday, January 23rd through the 26th. We'll be there next week. But we have to give away a qualifier, Josh, and I want to say you're up for multiple prizes in the thousands of dollars category. I don't have my notes in front of me, but I think it's like a cool weapon or a cash or something else.
Chuck will tell us more tomorrow. I think there's $1,000 cash.
Yes.
There's definitely a weapon that is involved.
I didn't see it in my talking points unless I just missed it. But here it is. Okay, listeners have a chance to qualify to win a hunting rifle, a $1,000 gift certificate from Hunter's Refuge, $1,000 from Reliance Bank, or a bear den trip from Arkansas Best Chevy Dealers, or Arkansas Game and Fish lifetime hunting license. Wow, that's pretty cool. Qualifiers also get 2 admission tickets to the Big Buck Classic.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty good deal. So we're gonna give a qualifier away right now for that, right, Josh?
Yeah, we are.
All right.
And we'll do it via. I have a trivia question.
Okay, I got a trivia question. So 661-1037. Call us if you want a chance to qualify to win a hunting rifle, $1,000 gift certificate from Hunter's Refuge, $1,000 from Reliance Bank, a bear den trip from Arkansas Best Chevy Dealers, or an Arkansas Game and Fish lifetime hunting license. One of those things you get to qualify for. So whoever.
All right. So the trivia question is this, is that tonight Aaron Rodgers will become the 6th oldest quarterback to ever start a playoff game. If you can give me 2 of the top 5, you'll win. So
Okay.
tonight Aaron Rodgers will become the 6th oldest quarterback to ever start a playoff game. If you can give me 2 of the top 5, you'll win.
All right, let's see the first one there. No. Let's go to the next one. Caller, what's your name?
Hey, Mo Ben, guys. It's John Mark.
Hey, John Mark, do you have an answer? You got a guess?
Yeah, I'd say Tom Brady's one of them, I'd
Yep,
bet.
there's one.
What about, is that right?
Yep.
Yes.
What about Drew Brees?
No, not Drew Brees. Not Drew Brees.
Sorry.
There we go. All right.
What's your name, caller? Go ahead.
Angry Buckeye. Can you repeat the question, please?
Yes, tonight Aaron Rodgers becomes the 6th oldest quarterback to start an NFL playoff game. Give me 2 of the top 5.
Phillip Rivers, George Blanda, Joe Flacco, Tom Brady?
No, I wanted 2 of the top 5.
None of those?
And none of those.
Wow,
None of those.
wow.
All right, caller, who's this?
Caller, what's your name?
Jack.
Jack, go ahead. Take a shot.
Let me go Peyton Manning, Tom Brady.
No, Peyton Manning is incorrect. No.
So Brady is. That's been correct.
Brady is correct.
Wow. Listen, so somebody's Google. Here we go.
Caller, who's this?
This is the Rug Man. Favre?
He said Favre.
Favre, no.
Wow. Good guesses. What's your name, caller?
Favre, no.
Turn down your radio.
Yeah.
Caller, what's your name? Caller, you're up. What's your name? Daryl, what you got?
Hello?
Yeah, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Tom Brady and Warren Moon.
Boom. There you go.
Wow, Warren Moon is one of them. Wow, I would not have thought Warren Moon.
At number one oldest, Steve DeBerg, 44 years and 279 days, did so with the Falcons in 1998. Brady did so at the age of 44, 173 days. The Bucs in 22. Vinny Testaverde did it at 44 years and 26 days. The Jets in 99. Warren Moon, 44 and 8 days. Oilers in 94. And Doug Flutie, 42 years, 71 days. The Patriots in 2004.
Let's put you on. Yeah, we'll come back and get you. I would not have guessed any of those. DeBerg, Doug Flutie.
Yes.
I would have guessed Warren Moon. I wouldn't have guessed.
This according to Google AI. So
who were the other ones?
So it was DeBerg, Brady, Testaverde, Moon, and Flutie.
Testaverde. I just would not have thought about that. That's a good one. Well, congratulations. We'll get you here in just a second.
Yeah, we'll get you in the break. So
we're
on for a second.
Are we doing that every day? I think we're doing that every day, right?
Yeah, we do every day. So 2 tickets and a qualifying for one of those awesome prizes.
Yeah, very nice. A couple of comments from our.
It says it's wrong. I mean, the fact that he's still on the list. So
Brady.
Brady.
Yes.
It was 45, but what was his last year? Was 23 his last year?
I think that's right.
They played. Then it would have been 45 here because he would have played against the Cowboys. They got smoked.
He's in there.
Yeah, but this AI's I got Brady behind DeBerg. I think Brady beat DeBerg, but still the top 5 is the top 5.
Yeah.
So Brady's 1 now. DeBerg is 2.
I would not have thought about those guys starting a playoff game, especially Flutie. I didn't even realize who did he? Who would that have been? New England? Who did he start for?
The Patriots. Yeah. 04.
Wow.
Did he have a decent NFL career?
I don't think so. I think he went to Canada.
Yeah.
He went to Canada, came back, vice versa.
Yeah.
I remember he did play a short time for Belichick, but that had to be. I wonder if that was just before Brady. I don't know.
Yeah.
So a couple other things. This is from Rebecca. No Mahomes, no Lamar, and no Burrow this year. So now Josh has no excuse. She's talking about Josh Allen.
Me, yes.
The Packers kicker yesterday cost him 7 points with 2 missed field goals and a missed extra point. I mean, he did. I mean, that was like a 44-point. I mean, that's a 44-yarder. I mean, those are chip shots. You got to make those.
Yeah.
You got to make those.
The kicking this weekend was a little bit.
It was
an adventure.
There were several missed.
The pressure was on. You could feel it. Yeah. The guys were not as a couple wobblers too that made it.
Yeah, I just.
You ever got Cam Little missed one? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
He'd been really good the last 5 games or so.
I tell you that the most fun game to watch, I think, was Purdy, and I tell you, San Francisco's hot, man.
What a game Shanahan coached.
Yeah,
I mean, did you see the trick play?
Which one was?
The toss him to.
Oh yes, that's right. Great play.
I mean, and they really had to get creative because when they had to start using Juszczyk as a tight end because Kittle went out.
Yeah, Kittle was out. That's right.
The Achilles, right? I mean, they were the walking. Ricky Pearsall was made unavailable right before the game, so they were really short-handed from a wide receiver standpoint. A pass-catching standpoint. They were short on that. After the game, Shannon goes, we got 2 linebackers who were not in the team a month ago.
Yeah, it's
starting backers.
I think the Brock Purdy story, to me, is one of the greatest ever. He's just like Kurt Warner.
Yeah.
It's sort of similar. He's the very last player picked. What do you call him?
Mr. Irrelevant.
Mr. Irrelevant.
And to see also, early in the year, people were watching Mac Jones saying, hey, is it a system deal? Is Mac just as good as Brock? I think a lot of those questions have been answered. I think you see yesterday that he made some mistakes, but ultimately, when they needed him most, I mean, he was very good. He was very, very. He had to lead yesterday. He had to lead, on the road. He had to step up and be a leader.
He sure did. Yeah, it was I tell you what, after watching the Eagles just limp around and mope around,
it's bad.
Brady kept saying, "Speed up, man! Let's go. Have some urgency."
Yeah,
and mope up to the line.
Their body language has sucked.
It was terrible.
It sucked terrible all year.
Oh my gosh!
They really, that team has very much taken on the identity of the city, where it's just like they are. Last year, it was like punch you in the mouth, aggro, F you. And this year, it's like we hate ourselves.
Did you see what?
Yeah.
You see what Jerry Rice did as he walked off the field?
Oh, that was good, man.
He put on all of his Super Bowl rings.
Let's kiss the ring. That was, and he had him in a little, a satchel.
He put him on each finger.
And he put him on, and he put him on the thigh. Yeah, man.
All right, here you go. Let's see. I want to see if you can get this question, Josh.
Right.
This is, I think you have a shot at this one.
Okay.
Miami and Indiana will be the first all-blank teams in college football history.
All blank teams?
Miami and Indiana will be the first blank. I'll give you this much. I'll say it a different way. This will be the first national champion from this brand. That makes it easy.
Oh, Adidas school.
They're both Adidas schools.
Yes.
How about that? There's never been two Adidas schools in a national championship.
Yeah.
How about
has
that?
Adidas school won?
Huh? I don't think so.
Wow.
Yeah, ever. Also, did you see what Mark Cuban said? We learned that Mark Cuban is a.
I had known this for a while.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
So
I had a friend who went to IU who said that he came back and spoke one time.
He said that apparently he goes, I don't care what to do, just F and win, I think is what he said.
Yeah. Well, he said they're actually going to have more money. And I'm not sure if you've seen, but they've crushed the portal. Like, they have gotten.
Well, I don't doubt it.
They're getting Kansas State players, which is usually a pretty good investment. Yeah, they've done a job.
So, Josh, answer me this.
Okay.
When was the last time a team went 16-0?
In college?
Yep. This is going to be almost impossible for you to get. That's
Has it happened in the last 20 years?
No.
No, I mean, when do they play 16 games?
So you know, I like to read. I like to do reading on the old school. I see.
Kind of the Cumberland. It was like Georgia Tech.
1894. It was Yale. They were 16-0. How about that?
Who did they play? Like the Carpenters.
That's right. The other fascinating story is the Mendoza situation in Miami. That's where he grew up. His dad played high school with the head coach of Miami. Cristobal. They were both offensive linemen together.
Yeah.
What are the odds of that? And then I think the offensive line coach for Miami was also on that team with Mendoza. I mean, what are the odds that he comes back? They didn't offer him a scholarship. I don't think they offered him a walk-on deal. Mendoza,
in
Miami.
And to get a Cal.
How about that?
Yeah, he's an interesting cat, isn't he? I mean, he is an interesting. But I think he's
great.
I think he thinks about the game in a different way than most people do.
I agree.
And he has relentless positivity. I love that from him.
He's such a unique guy. All right, here we go. So I want you to tell me how many times Miami has been ranked in the AP Top 20, Top 25 versus Indiana in the history of the programs.
That they've played each other?
No, that they have been ranked. Just ranked at any time.
Like how many polls have come out?
How many polls?
Oh my God!
Let's take a shot.
Miami's been 12 polls a year. I'm going to guess they've been ranked 250 times.
What about Indiana?
120.
So Miami has been ranked 551 times, which have all been since the 90s. But I'm sorry, since the 80s. 551 times. Man. Indiana, 95. How many times has Miami and Indiana been in the top 5?
Indiana's been there all year, basically, right? They crept in there. Let's see. I'm going to say Indiana's going to be 12.
Pretty good guess, 18.
And then I'm going to go with Miami, 110.
Miami has been in the top 5 in a top 5 poll 213 times.
That is ridiculous.
How crazy is that?
Powerhouse.
The Hoosiers' current run of 28 consecutive poll appearances is by far the longest in Indiana history.
Yep.
It says Miami's current run of 33 consecutive poll appearances is the third longest stretch for the Hurricanes. Listen to this, behind streaks of 162 polls in a row, 85 to 95, and 107 straight from 1999 through 2006.
Yeah. By the way, in this game as well, this is a game between the number 1 overall seed, Indiana, and the last team in.
Yeah.
Miami was the last team in.
I'm going to add to that. That's an interesting deal. Miami, to start the season, was ranked where to start the season?
12.
10th? Where was Indiana?
9th?
20.
Indiana's 20?
Indiana was 20. Everybody said, Indiana was a fluke last year. Remember? Just a fluke. They got beat by somebody. It was just a fluke. Yeah.
They beat by Ohio State.
How about that? Miami was 10th in the AP poll preseason. Indiana was 20th, and they're both playing for
Interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
All right, do not go away. We'll be back and wrap things up. It is 9:45 here on Morning Mayhem.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. In a recent Kennedy Center honoring of the various cultural icons of the year, we all saw something that about is as rare as Halley's Comet. George Strait without his cowboy hat. I didn't even recognize him at first. What's next? Randy Rainwater without his Ben Hogan cap? David BAZZEL without his all-black outfits? Justin Acree and DJ Williams wearing sleeves that actually cover their bulging biceps? All of us have our signature look. And when you see one of us out of uniform, well, it takes a little adjusting. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to put on my uniform of khakis and Hokas. Double B's will always welcome you with a warm, welcome to Double B's, no matter what uniform you're wearing, even an LSU sweatshirt. Just exercise a little self-control, for crying out loud. Double B's. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Double B's.
Ladies and gents, you make your New Year's resolution to get back in shape, but what happens? You don't see results and you give up. If you want real results in 2026, go now to Synergenics and Low T Center for a free men's TRT test and $200 off the women's hormone test. Book now at GetMyHealthFix.com.
You asked for a premium boat at an accessible price, and Trader Bill's Outdoor Sports delivered. Introducing the new Vexus Defender, starting at under $32,000. Unlike other brands, the Defender boasts an all-welded, high-performance hull, hydraulic steering, and custom fiberglass components that give you a stronger, smoother, and drier ride. For 42 years, our award-winning family business has put sportsmen first. Experience the difference at Trader Bill's Outdoor Sports at Hot Springs or Little Rock location, or on the web at TraderBills.com.
The Mallard Masters Championship returns to Augusta on Saturday, January 17, presented by the Woodruff County Economic Development Commission. Join us for an all-day expo with live music, vendors, duck gumbo, kids zone, and live demonstrations from experts in the field. Register your hunting team or become a vendor now at MallardMastersChampionship.com. We'll see you in Augusta.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. See guaranteed details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Only available with TurboTax experts. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
Jane Dawson did something smart. She saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. With the money she saved, she got herself a pricey bird feeder with an ultra-high-def camera. Should Jane have just bought a regular bird feeder? Yes. Is it hard for her to admire nature when the camera doubles as the bird's potty? Also, yes. But it's Jane's savings, and if she wants to spend her time watching the digestive habits of the white-breasted nuthatch, we say you go, girl. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
It's your Razor Hog update each day on Out of Bounds, brought to you by Flight by Yingling. Crisp, refreshing, and just 95 calories. Pick some up for your next tailgate or watch party. Flight by Yingling, brewed for fans who never settle. Yingling.com.
Do New Year's resolutions always have to involve grit and determination? What about a pleasant one? Like, in 2026, you're going to give yourself something luxurious. Like a visit to Genesis of Conway. Wait, more than just a visit. How about the style and engineering you'll find in a brand new 2026 GV80? The dealership will bend over backwards to make it happen. You deserve a 2026 that involves Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury today.
Superstars Joe Klein and Pat Bradley for Arkansas's #1 sports app, Bet Saracen.
Joe, you know the main difference between Bet Saracen and those other guys?
Definitely. Easier to navigate. Always good parlays. Plus lots of fun choices. Like ping pong. Right there on the app.
But the real difference are those special promos.
Brand new players get a 100% profit boost just for downloading the Bet Saracen app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Arkansas Advocates for Children and Families presents Central Arkansas Soup Sunday, March 1st at 3:30 at the Jack Stevens Center at UA Little Rock. Arkansas Advocates works for an Arkansas where every child and family has every opportunity for success. Central Arkansas Soup Sunday, benefiting Arkansas Advocates for Children and Families, March 1st at 3:30. Tickets are available at aradvocates.org and at the door.
No matter where you are or how you're listening, we thank you for making Morning Mayhem part of your day. Now, back to Baz, Roger, Justin, and Josh.
All right, wrapping up things here on Morning Mayhem. Roger will be back tomorrow. We're in studio most of the week tomorrow. John Daly, brought to you by Moe's, Terry Bradshaw, and more. Just a little taste of what we're going to get tomorrow. Joe Frazier's birthday is today. Boxing legend. Josh, what can you tell me about Joe Frazier? When have you learned about Joe Frazier
From
over there?
Philadelphia.
Okay.
He was the former heavyweight champion of the world.
Yep. You know what his nickname was?
If
you get that, very good.
It was. Hold
Search
on.
The initials is two words. His first name was the second word in this.
That confuses
Blank
me.
and Joe.
Oh, Smoking Joe.
Smoking Joe is correct. Yeah, he was a tough dude. And sort of the sad thing about if you're watching the documentaries about how Ali made fun of him, and it got to him.
It did.
Yeah, it got to him.
Yeah, they were the what did they fight? Were they Manila?
I think they were in Manila.
Yeah, because Frazier and Ali and Foreman, that was the Rumble in the Jungle.
That's right.
Yes,
that's correct.
I think so.
And he could, man. I think he broke Ali's jaw.
He could hit. He thumped.
Yeah, he was a tough guy. And boy, I don't know if the heavyweight division was ever better than those years with
some serious star power. You know?
Yeah, it is. I was looking here. It said, let's see, in March '71, Frazier wants a legendary fight against Ali. It was the first defeat in Ali's professional career. Defended his world championship title 2 more times, but he lost it again in '73 with a defeat against George Foreman in Kingston, Jamaica. I mean, it's crazy how all those fights used to be.
Yeah, they rotated for a while. You know,
yeah, nobody would do it around here. A couple other birthdays I want to get to. Drew Pearson, famous Dallas Cowboy receiver. Have had him at the Touchdown Club. Teammate of Cliff Harrison. I saw a video the other day when he got passed over one year by the selection committee of the Hall of Fame. Man, he was upset. I mean, it was crazy. And
Pro Football Hall of Fame?
Yeah. So glad he's in. Glad he's in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also Jeff Bezos' birthday today. How old do you think Jeff Bezos is?
62.
Wow. Give yourself a prize. 62 is. So, how much do you order Amazon, say, per month or per year?
I don't do Amazon. I mean, I watch more movies on Amazon than anything.
Okay, so you have Amazon Prime.
Yeah. So, I don't pay for Prime.
You don't?
Yeah, I mean, I have like a basic Amazon account.
One of the things I love about if I find something that I want to order, like example, I've got an external speaker for us when we go. Yeah. Is that I can find it on, let's say this is the consumer who I mean, it's a company who makes it. But I can go to Amazon, put that in there, and they sell it through Amazon. The reason I like it is their shipping. They're so effective at shipping, and I mean, boom,
they're everywhere. It's the thing. You know, you think about like the fulfillment centers that are we have one here in Little Rock, and they're everywhere, and they're I mean, that company just run the world.
It's ASAP. It's super fast. I was going to hit a couple things real quick too on the Golden Globes last night. Really a precursor to the Academy Awards. I'm just going to throw out some movie names. Tell me if you recognize them. Hamnet.
Yeah. Didn't see it.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah, that's big.
Is that adult or is that kids?
That's a kids thing.
Okay. All right. It's animation.
Yeah.
Now, you like this movie. I thought it was okay. Listen, I'm a horror guy. I love horror.
You like Weapons?
No Weapons. There's another. That one cinematic and box office achievement, whatever that means. You've said you liked it. What
was it?
It's a horror movie that came out this year. It's and there's a guy that plays he plays two characters, twin brothers.
Oh, Sinners.
Yeah,
I liked it. It was good.
It's a vampire movie.
It's not a horror movie though.
What do you mean it's vampires?
It's vampire. That movie's about like music and like culture and stuff. It's not a horror movie.
But you got vampires.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, but vampire movies are campy.
Well, you have to qualify it as a vampire.
Yeah, but like there's like you know how there's like campy horror. Like that's not it's not horror to me at all. Sinners was a horror movie.
The Sinners. That's what.
Sorry. Weapons is a horror movie.
Yeah. What is Weapons about?
You'd have to go see it. Josh Brolin's in it. He's really good in that movie.
What about Secret Agent?
Didn't see it.
Okay.
Don't know about it.
What about? I see. Let's see. If I had legs, I'd kick you.
No.
It's Rose Byrne won the.
Yeah.
You know who she is.
Yeah.
And Chalamet won. So Marty Supreme is supposedly about ping pong. Is that right?
The guy who plays ping pong. Yeah.
So, I mean,
look, he's made some really interesting choices in the last 5 years.
So what does he start in? What are the other things?
The big one, Dune Part 1 and Part 2.
That's it.
Dune. Movies. Fantastic.
I don't get Dune. Yeah.
Did you ever see Call Me by Your Name? You didn't see that movie.
No.
Awesome movie. Really, really good.
Let me tell you what I did watch this weekend.
What?
And I watched it while I was doing work. Badlands.
You just watched the
DJ knows that's a.
worst.
It was actually pretty good. It was actually pretty good.
Was it
Badland? What's it called?
Mad Max? Was that Mad Max?
No, it's the one with the
Oh, Predator Badlands.
Predator Badlands.
Oh, it was good.
I mean, I actually sort of liked it.
Out of just my fandom of Predator, I probably should watch that.
Yeah, so you like Predator?
Oh, well, Predator's like my favorite movie. Like Predator.
Really?
Is like
I never would have guessed that.
Yeah, it's just like the best. It's about nothing. It's just action.
The other movie that I've ragged on for quite some time is One Battle After Another. And I'm going to send you a little bit.
Go back and watch again.
I'm going to send you a little bit later what some of the comments from if you go to Rotten Tomatoes. Once again, Leonardo DiCaprio knocked it out of the park. Beyond that, this movie was terrible, not worth the popcorn. The writers and directors should have stuck with the original story. Goes on to say it was almost like what I mean, I got more and more of these negatives. Although on the rating it gave it like a 95 and 85.
Justin, did you see it?
What's that?
One Battle After Another?
Yeah, great. Awesome movie. Probably best movie I saw all year.
Hated it.
Yeah.
Great acting, but I hated the movie.
You didn't like the movie?
I didn't.
Why not?
Just like this guy said, the day after Steel comprehend how bad it was. It just didn't make, I don't know, I just didn't like the storyline.
It wasn't going to resonate with you.
The first hour was slow, then it picked up a little bit. I'm telling you, go read Rotten Tomatoes and you see everything that I'm saying.
Well, I don't need Rotten Tomatoes to tell me if I like the movie.
I know, I'm just saying, but you get where I'm coming from.
Yeah. I don't. I loved it. I thought it was the best movie I saw all year.
I think Justin also, the Baz will quit on a movie faster than anybody else. Like if he deems it not worth his time, he's like, I'm out, done.
Yeah,
done.
David and I do not see movies are a little subjective.
Yes.
But we don't see eye to eye.
I love Sean Penn and DiCaprio as actors, but I just thought it was a stupid plot.
It's stupid.
Anyway, go ahead.
Yes. That stupid movie is going to win Best Picture.
I know, you're right.
Yeah, that doesn't always make it the best film.
True. What's going on the show today?
Trey Biddy, we're just kind of getting caught up on all the things that happened when the portal, and I guess we're going to talk about basketball as much as I don't want to.
Right.
And the NFL games were insane this weekend.
Oh, my gosh,
Fantastic.
so much fun to watch.
Matchups this weekend. I hope we get some close games again, but there's some interesting potential blowouts on paper. We'll talk about that. Obviously, national championship game, speaking of blowouts, holy Indiana. Everything that could go wrong for your boy Dan Lanning did, and that's a bummer. I don't think they're 30 points better than them, but that's just the way it goes sometimes.
Zo's up next.
When you want nonstop racing and nonstop action. The season's back, the weekends are packed, and it's time to plan your visit.